off the bat. I'm gonna go with the rules first off, and then we're gonna start off by introducing everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching the Rajj Royale podcast, I will let you know how it goes. We have at the top, you see a timer which says 35 minutes. At the end of each round, or excuse me, that timer marks the time left in the round. At the end of each round, you guys will get an opportunity to vote on who you want to keep on the Rajj Royale podcast. That person with the most amount of votes will get to choose between the two lowest amount of voted people, and that person will be eliminated, one of them. The rounds get progressively shorter as the show goes on, so not every round's going to be 35 minutes. The last person standing wins the Rajj Royale podcast. Does that make sense to everybody that's on the show?
Yes.
Wait,
I forgot to turn in. I forgot to turn in my host or love. Who am I supposed to send that to?
Okay, all right, cutie. You know what? First of all, I'm still sick and tired. I'm still upset at the fact that you chose host
Oh,
of
yeah?
my Rajj. Yeah, I'm still upset.
That's a bummer that you're that stupid.
Yeah, the only person that's ever chosen that you've ever chosen love for is Ms. Kiff, which is interesting.
Oh,
So. Okay, well, anyway, Bruce should be here in just a second. I think his internet popped off or something like that, so we'll get him in just a moment. He said he got booted. Okay. Wait. All right, Candyland, do me a favor. While he fixes his internet issues, why don't you click that link that I gave you the first time? We'll get you into the main screen, okay?
Wait, I'm in
Oh.
here.
Wait, Bruce is here. Just kidding, Candyland. Stay there. Never mind. Sorry, Candy. You have to stay right there. Stay where you're at. Bruce, are you there?
Yeah. I'm in the room.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna lock it then. All right, let's see. There you are, Bruce. Okay, cool. I don't know where to put Candyland. Candyland, where can we put you here? I'm gonna put you. Where would you like to be?
Put her in the milkers, bro.
The room is like packed. The room is packed full. I'm gonna put.
How about on my fucking face?
You're like a floating camera here.
Oh yes, do that.
Okay.
You can have me everywhere.
I can put you everywhere. Okay.
Wait, Raj, did you organize it by tit size?
No, I didn't.
That is
Raj,
fucked
why don't you
up.
make it?
That is
Why don't you?
fucked up.
Yeah.
Wait, why don't you?
Wait, is
just
Vest
use
first in the
cut
row?
her
Yeah, I
camera
have
down?
huge tits. up there.
I have been, but there's not much
that's
more.
a
No,
good spot
cut the
for her.
left side of her
Oh.
camera and put her next to the left
Here,
side of
no.
mine.
Squeeze her between me and Casey. Look,
Oh,
I'll move.
Yeah, you can literally, if you cut the left, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I'm not even watching
I'll
this.
put her
You
next
can cut
to
it
you,
even more.
Hassan. Okay, is this good? All right. I think this works. Hey, it's a little scuffed, but hey, we're making it happen. Okay, there we go. Wonderful.
Okay, now you're cutting off my shoulders though. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Is it really?
I don't know about
Is it really that important?
Shaved. Bruce
Okay.
and
The wrong way.
Stop.
piece
Well,
of
look,
shit.
we can go
said
right
what?
here. Look,
Yeah.
put her next to me.
Okay, I'll
She
put
can
her up
fit in.
there. Okay, you want
Yeah.
to make some
I'm-
room?
I'll
Okay. we'll
yeah,
make some room
sit
there.
right here, Candy.
Perfect. Oh, perfect. There we go. Okay. Well, I'm not going to make any cameras bigger then. Welcome to the Rajj Royale podcast, everybody. Let's introduce people one by one, and then we'll get started with some topics. Destiny, welcome to the Rajj Royale podcast. Top left. Hello, sir. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Destiny. I'm a streamer on twitch.tv. Thanks for having me on today, Raj. I'm really excited to be here.
Thank you so much for reading what I told you to. That's what I typed out for you. Thank you.
So wholesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, to his right for the first time on the Rajj Royale podcast, Mr. Boogie2988. Welcome aboard the show. How are you?
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Francis, actually. I don't want to be here as Boogie. Can I just be Francis all
Hey,
day?
you can be whatever you want here today.
Hey, if you guys don't know me, I do YouTube for a living. I also do Twitch for a living. I've been relevant on the internet for about 12 years. That's probably going to end soon. And if you read Reddit, I am the centrist cuck piece of shit known as Boogie2988 or 1488, I think is what they call me there.
Yeah.
So.
That's all I know you.
But yeah, I saw you're into sugar babies. Is that for women or can men do it too?
No, okay, number one, you can be a male sugar baby if you can find a rich woman who wants to fuck you. Then you can be a female sugar baby. And then I did that one time. I met a girl through like one of those things, and it was the worst mistake of my life, and I'll never do it again.
Wait.
But I tried it once.
Boogie,
It
what's
did
your
not
met a
work.
girl who wanted
sex
to
work
fuck you?
then? Is sex work real
Oh
work?
yeah, that was sex work is real work. Let me tell you something. I got
She was
nothing
just
but
shit
love,
at it?
and yeah, well, yeah, she was just not a nice person.
Yo, Boogie,
But-
have you
but-
heard of me
Oh,
before?
Sliker. Your mic is loud.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Oh,
I think it's perfect, Slicker.
Thank you,
Okay.
Teddy.
But
thank
dude, my mom prostituted herself for
my
drugs.
God,
Man. I
dude.
love fucking sex workers, man.
Wait,
I'm
just
always on your
workers are
side,
amazing.
Sliker.
Let
Are you
him
saying you
fin-
love
hey, guys,
fucking
guys,
sex workers?
guys,
or you
one-
fucking love sex workers. I'm confused. Or is it kind of a both?
That's great
Well,
for me.
we can get back to that. Let's finish up with introduction. Cutie Cinderella to the right of Boogie.
Hi.
Hello, Cutie. How are you?
Good. I've been really good this week. I've broken a few hearts. People have been dumb enough to believe the things I've said. You know, it's been a good week. Also, I don't know why you didn't introduce me as your official favorite Raj girl, because I think that title has been given to me now. So
No.
Oh, we gave it to Boobles.
No, definitely not Boobles. Welcome aboard, Cutie Cinderella. Congratulations on winning my Rajjular. Yes. Thank you. Welcome to the show.
Yes.
To her right is Candyland. Hello, Candy. How are you?
Yes.
Introduce yourself. Welcome.
Hi everybody, I'm Candyland. I'm also very happy to be here. It was a long time since I was on the show.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a long time. Welcome. Good to have you. To her right, Casey Tron, who had a top live stream fails clip, which is really entertaining. Yeah. You had, I don't know, did you have a stroke or something?
I was just like having a long day. I've been working a lot. Like I was up till like 7 a.m. streaming yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I streamed for like 15 hours. Like I'm just a very hard worker, even though people don't want to believe it.
Yeah, no, I know. Very hard worker. Thank you, Casey. Welcome aboard the show. Bree Teresi, bottom second row to far left. Introduce yourself. Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm Bree. I'm happy to be here.
Nice.
I've never been on this stream before. Well, I've been on your stream, but never this particular show, so I'm excited to see what it's all about.
Yeah, well, welcome aboard. Good to have you on. To her right, Jade the Jaguar. You've never been on my show before. You were recruited from the Gone Doc live stream, which one is one of my moderators. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
All right. Thank you so much for having me, Raj. Yeah, so I'm Jade the Jaguar here on Twitch. I stream every single day. I haven't missed a day in 3 months. I like to sing. I'm a mainly just chatting streamer, and I play a little bit of games at the end of my streams as well.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now, this next person was also recruited from Doc Stream, Bratty Cupcakes, who is also, I think some relation to Bree. Are you guys? Never mind. I'm just.
Is it just because we both are
Am I
blonde
the
and
only one
have
who can't hear Bree for some reason?
that makes us the same person, right?
Maybe.
Right,
I don't
right.
know. I don't know. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Bratty
they're
Cupcakes.
not actually related.
Yeah.
They're just related in films together.
Okay.
Oh, those fucking wishes, honey. We all know you would watch. Hi, my name is Bratty Cupcakes. I'm actually a YouNow streamer. I actually just got picked today from the interview alone on the spot, so it's kind of fucking random. I'm on younow.com/BrattyCupcakes. I have the most subscribers worldwide on the entire website. Thank
Wow,
you.
very cool. Wow, Bratty Cupcakes.
Oh, wait,
That's very
what's
cool.
the website?
Wait,
Now? Is
how
it
did-
just you
I thought
now,
you-
or
I
is
thought-
it YOU?
No, honey, no. Don't try me.
Oh,
No, what is it? I was really
No,
curious.
Casey's actually dumb. You have to explain it to her. I'm not kidding.
No, I'm not gonna.
Like I've never heard of it.
figure
It's
out
you
for
now.
herself.
Okay.
Have you never heard of it?
wait,
It's
isn't
a
that
live
wait?
stream
You now is like, isn't that the site that like a bunch like it's
A bunch of teenagers.
It's
streaming
blog.
their
It's
fucking
blog
phones.
TV.
That's
I
before-
did
it
blog
used to be
TV.
a lot of fucking. It used to be a lot of degenerate fucking teenagers, and now it's just fucking corporate thought me, and now we're here. So.
Okay, well, welcome aboard, Bratty Cupcakes. Thank you so much for being here. All right, to her right, I think you all know him. He's been on the show frequently. Mr. West, by the way, welcome aboard. How are you?
What's up, monkey dicks? Just hanging.
Okay, cool. Welcome. Good to have you.
Dicks.
Thank you so much.
That's
Great, thorough introduction. Thank you. All right, introducing bottom left, bottom row, Mr. Alabrow, coming in with a unique perspective. Hello, Alabrow. How are you?
What is so unique about my perspective,
The
Raj?
fact that it's very radical, but we like it.
Is it?
I don't know. We'll
Okay.
have to. We'll
Oh
let
my
that
god,
be.
Alabran, just take a compliment.
It's good. Well, I wouldn't call it radical. I should just say it is more aligned with the farther left, I'd say, which is good. We need that
It's
perspective.
the radical left.
Would you say that that's an accurate statement, Alabro? Definitely you lean aggressively to the left?
I have been taking lessons with Casey Tron, actually, and I'm going to be interning at her bar soon.
Oh.
She offered me a
Oh,
space
yeah.
underneath the bar
Yeah.
to be able to
Alabro's gonna
sleep,
be
and
one
I'm
of
going
our
to get
shot
free
girls.
3 ice chips.
Okay.
Get a couch there? What are you gonna be saying?
Well,
The
thank you.
concrete floor, she assures me, is softer than standard concrete.
Well, okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Alabro. Welcome aboard the show. To his right, Sliker 0161, Manny on the map. Welcome
what's
aboard,
up?
Sliker. How are you?
Biggest affiliate on Twitch at the moment. I'm not sure. Boogie knows who I am, obviously, and I'm sure everyone knows me in the cast.
Does he really? How'd you guys meet?
I'm just saying, biggest affiliate. I'm sure he knows who I am.
Okay.
Boogie?
Yes, of course.
What's my first name?
Jim.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say Jihad.
You're so close.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna go with the Jihad.
You're so
Oh
close.
shit!
Just-
All right, move on. Fuck it.
Just
Never
about
mind.
3 syllables off.
Muhammad.
Yeah. His name is Ibrahim Jihad Muhammad is his full name, and it's not even. Yeah, we're not actually. Yeah. Well, actually, no, isn't it Ibrahim Jihad? Ibrahim Muhammad.
Jihad.
You're gonna scare Boogie away, Raj. Chill out. Man.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sliker. Welcome to the cast. Bruce, drop him off. Bottom row, third from the left. Introduce yourself, Bruce.
Rising African American star on Twitch, Raj. I don't need to introduce myself.
Okay,
I'm
thank
getting
you.
up
Thank you, Bruce. Welcome aboard the show. He lost his internet. That's why he's a little late. Thank you.
there. No, I was pumping weights.
Oh, you were
Somebody-
pumping weights. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Okay, all right. Now, bottom right, co-hosting the show for the very first time. Everybody give a warm welcome to Hasanpiker.
What's going on, everybody?
Hasan
Raj,
Piker, yeah.
I don't want to take over the conversation at all, but let me just really quickly ask
God.
what your perspective is. You just got mentioned in a Kotaku article about Bernie Sanders, and the writer called you Twitch's premier host of trashy reality shows.
Hit the nail
How does
on
that
the
make
That's
you
a
feel?
compliment. That's huge. Trashy reality shows do so well on TV.
Look,
Like,
look,
I'm on it.
that's huge.
Look, at least he called me premier. That's all I have to say. At least he called me a premier host, right? I mean,
I thought you were trying to portray
That's
yourself as a
helpful.
journalist when we were talking about politics,
Look,
but I guess it didn't work for Kotaku.
look, when I'm on your show, I'm a very accredited journalist, but when I'm on here, obviously, you know, it's different, right? So,
Shitstorm.
you know, look, it's the Rajj Royale podcast, okay? It's not a, you know, it's definitely not something that is calm or status quo or, you know, we'll stop there. Anyway, let's get started on the show today. We'll put forward a topic. You guys are free to talk, by the way, when I throw something forward.
What?
So yeah. So anyway, well, first things first. Does anybody want to bring anything up that you definitely want to talk about before we actually like dig
I
into
mean, we're
something?
definitely going to talk
Sliker,
about the
you guys are
private
coming
sub
off.
streams, right?
Okay.
Be Sliker, you're fucking fake.
Oh, true.
What?
You. I'm looking at you, Baldy.
What do you
You're
want?
fucking fake. I DM'd you off stream and you ignored me after calling me an asshole.
Oh God.
I think he ignored you because you only DM'd him because y'all talked about DMing each other.
True.
It was off stream. What gain would I have from that?
No,
I tried to reach out and
y'all
be
was
like,
talking about
tell him I was
DMs
being
before
friendly.
on that stream, and then
It'd be
did he
different if I
DM
did it on
That-
stream, but
that's
he
some
kicked
fake
me
shit.
for it. Then I DM it, and then he's
Listen,
a fake one who doesn't
Listen,
read
if I'm
it.
in the bottom, I expect you to kick me out, okay?
I
That's not-
will
don't
because
have-
I enjoy you.
We love the bottom.
All right.
Okay.
hold up. Oh, we love a who?
We love a bottom.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with our first topic today here.
What did you say, Bruce? Bruce.
Bruce, what does that mean? Bruce, explain to me what it means.
That means people like they butt being played with, right?
Yeah. They like to bottom.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's your cup of tea, then I just won't take a sip. I'm just saying.
Have you ever had your butt played with? Bruce?
Hell no.
You want me to play with your
Not
butt for
fucking
you?
mean that that's
I
what
wanna
that
show
means.
you.
No.
Look, if any of you guys are offering, I'm down. Let's play.
I want to play with Bruce's butt.
All right. Let's
We
open
love
up
a
with
bottom
the.
that's done.
Well,
Bruce.
first of all,
Hell no.
First of all, look, I don't know if this is going to be a very divisive topic, but I definitely want to bring it up, okay? The Dalai Lama was in the news recently. I don't know if you heard of it. But he says a female successor, he quoted saying, a female successor would need to be attractive because people would, quote, prefer not to see a dead face or wouldn't be much use. People on Twitter are outraged. They're calling to cancel the Dalai Lama.
Cancel him.
Mike,
That's
may I
very
ask? Hold on. May I ask you? Are we surprised by the Dalai Lama's comments, or dare I ask, do you agree with his sentiments? We can move forward. Anyway, go on.
Isn't
Who the
this
fuck
super
is the
normal?
Dalai
I do
Lama?
not think the Dalai Lama was sexist, but it just goes to show, like, you know, nobody's
Wait,
saying.
are we talking about an animal right now?
No.
No, Andy.
Candy, you
Yes,
just baby.
All of the
That
land.
was
Candy,
so good.
please.
Dumber
The
than a
Dalai
fucking
Lama
pig.
is a political, or not a political. He's a religious figure that is.
He's the spiritual leader of Tibet.
Yeah, which is of the Buddhist faith, right? Hello?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
so.
maybe he's right.
The Dalai Lama.
Maybe he's right. He is
That's-
the Dalai Lama. Maybe he's just speaking truth. I mean,
How
I'm
do
just
you
like
know?
trying to
Wait.
see the incel
The
perspective.
Sexist, it is completely wrong. I completely disagree.
I mean, like the Dalai Lama himself, he's an ugly motherfucker, and it worked out for him. So I don't.
Aren't they all
You know?
bald? How are we gonna have a hot one if we
Currently
have one with no
Googling
hair?
the Dalai Lama.
But apparently
I've
girls
heard.
can't be ugly.
But
They
I
are.
have a question. What did he do?
So okay,
I can't believe a man who preaches tolerance and inner confidence violated the first principle of internet etiquette, which is never be horny on main. He just straight up 84 years old, posted on his main account. Terrible look.
Yeah.
Well, isn't he
look.
right
That
though?
will never recover.
Being attractive would definitely help you. People listen more to attractive people. That's the nature of the world.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah, but this is a guy. This is a
perspective.
religious leader. We don't look to religious leaders to tell us what the world is. We look to religious leaders to tell us how the world should be. So when a religious leader is literally saying, "Oh, well, the next woman needs to be pretty, otherwise, who gives a fuck?" That's
Well, I want to.
Maybe he's just like being woke.
Go ahead, Alabro.
I want to side comment on Hassan's commentary there. Like, are you implying that sex workers don't deserve to be treated as whole human? Like, I'm fucking full horny on my Twitter main because I am
Yeah, I
incredibly
was thinking
supportive
that
of
too.
sex workers and people of all,
How is that
shades,
relevant?
etc.
Nasty.
Yeah,
Well,
he was
he
saying
said
you
that
can't be horny
he said that it was
and
the
post on
first
your main
sin
account.
of being socially conscious, and that's
Yeah, I don't think
I would
religious
say
leaders should be
completely
horny on
against.
main. I don't think politicians should be horny on main either. I think Twitch streamers can be as horny
Yeah,
on
nobody
main
don't
as
want
they
to
want
see
to.
that shit. Nobody don't want to see
As a
that
political
bullshit.
What if President Trump was like retweeting
One at a
abortion
time. One at a
videos?
time, guys. One at a time.
When I was fucking 19 and I got arrested for that shit.
Wait,
so,
say what? What'd you
shout
say?
out.
What?
I got arrested for trying to be a hooker when I was 19.
Where is this coming from?
Well,
Fucking yay! I tried that shit like right after I turned 19 and I got arrested
What?
the first time I
well,
was arrested.
okay,
Did you get a
how did that happen? I don't understand.
We like
I
on the
got
side
a
of the road and
fucking,
just trying to
I got it's a
She was holding
but
up
I
a
got
cardboard
fucking-
sign that's
I
poor
got
will
soap
suck
or
dick for
whatever.
money,
You
not a
kinda
cop
just, like, let it
arrested.
go type shit.
Okay, interesting. Well, thank that is a shocking
was-
development.
Brady, let me
Brady
Brady,
cupcakes.
I
A
would-
bit
I would-
random, but I'm
one at a
happy
time.
we
Sorry,
got there.
Boogie, go ahead.
Brady,
Yeah, I
Brady, I
heard
want to
it.
promise you
Trisha
right
Paytas
now
knows
that
who
I
I
am
am.
not a cop. I am not a cop, so call me.
Oh, God.
Okay?
All right.
Hey Raj,
Yeah,
I think we
cocaine
should
and
add
hookers,
another
that's what
8
it is.
people to the Royale. I think that would work out great.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Maybe it's a great idea. Well, we thought about doing a 72-person Royale, but you know.
I want to do
Fucking
this.
That would be
stupid.
awful.
Do the Raj Ultra Royale.
Yeah, a 72-person. I think it'd be
I want to
brilliant.
do it so bad.
Yeah. So
100 people, 1 person eliminated every hour.
yeah. No,
The
100%.
Royale.
Aren't we talking about the Dalai Lama
Yeah. So
right now?
let's stay grounded here on this Dalai Lama topic. Yeah. Go ahead, Candyland, please.
Okay, so what I thought, I think that he is a little bit right because I think that, like people who are smarter usually look a little bit more put together and can present themselves
Nope.
well. I think so. So maybe like he's a little correct.
Candy, I look like fucking.
Ugly people can be like
flaming
really
hot.
One at a time. One
Garbage.
at a time. One at a time. Go ahead, Alabro.
And the shit that comes out of your mouth is a flaming pile of garbage.
I look like a flaming pile of garbage and am generally regarded as one of the more rounded individuals from this stream.
Well,
no, I don't think that you're very smart, Alabama.
Go ahead, Cutie Cinderella. Go ahead.
What Candy just said is the problem, though, because that's the overall conception of most people is that if you're better looking, you're smarter, that you're more successful, you're yada, yada, yada. So essentially, like, the Dalai Lama is just voicing that opinion maybe too loud, I would say. But by Candy agreeing with it is just showing why he would voice that opinion,
It
right?
shows,
I know
like,
a
what
lot
we
of
think
really
as a
attractive
society.
people that are literally dumb as shit. So I completely disagree with that factor, trying to correlate like attractiveness and like intelligence. It's not at all like a correlation there. So
Yeah, but no, it's like proven that attractive people get further in the workplace, like
because they fuck their way.
because attractive
One at a time. One at a time.
attractive people are more approachable. People take them more seriously. That's genuinely a true thing. That's human thinking.
Okay, but the point that we're making here is that he said a female successor would have to be attractive. He himself is not an attractive fucking person. He was very successful. Now a female successor has to be attractive. And I'm not saying that she wouldn't do better. Like, let's face it, religion is fucking dead in the next 2 generations, right? Buddhism can kiss my ass. All religion can kiss my ass. I'm not a religious person. If you're religious, that's fine. I don't want to take it away from you. But I think more and more people are going to be walking away from religion in the future. It needs all the help it can get. A beautiful female leader might be the right direction to hang on for a whole other generation, right? But
that's an idea.
But it's a stupid
Clinton
double
would have
standard
been
that he can be ugly as fuck.
Like me or fucking Jade over here, like abso-fucking, like that bitch probably would have won. Like, to be honest, just putting that out there.
But
It's wrong for a religious leader to point out that, because he's basically saying like if an ugly woman or someone who's not like attractive to come out and speak, we can completely disregard her because she's not attractive. So that's completely like wrong and like.
Well,
it's
let's
just
not take advice from somebody with fucking balls if they can tie a knot. Really not.
I'm just. So he's saying, has there ever been, and this is a genuine question, has there ever been a female Dalai Lama? No, right?
No.
So I'm just
Hillary
confused,
Clinton
like-
tried, but.
What?
Okay, let me ask another question to everyone here as the host. So the Dalai Lama has spoken about this issue before, telling the BBC in 2015 that an unattractive female Dalai Lama would not be of much use. But this time around, when he was further questioned about this, he said that Dalai Lama said that for the Buddhist teachings, both inner and outer beauty are important. Does this mean that the Dalai Lama thinks he's hot? Or what is he trying to say
Yeah,
here?
he's super into himself.
But
I need
he-
to like Google what he looks like.
Maybe he's like, maybe he's saying it.
Beauty, honey.
He's
Maybe
ugly as
he's
fuck.
saying it for the greater good. You know, like the Dalai Lama, he has to be insightful. Maybe he's like, you know, like I would like for it to be an ugly woman, but I just know with the world the way it is and the sexism that goes on, it just can't happen.
Yeah,
They
but
would
that's
never
his job.
take you
His job
seriously.
as a spiritual leader is to tell us what we should think, not.
I'm just saying maybe
The
he just
interesting thing,
knows that
though,
it wouldn't work out.
Is even
Because
as a spiritual
society is
leader,
sexist.
even as a spiritual leader, he has a human brain. So like, at what point do you say like, oh, maybe the Dalai Lama's going senile? Like maybe he's talking.
He lives in the fucking mountains, surrounded by monks.
but-
He's not super connected to the world.
Yeah, but do you guys?
Did monks have sex?
What I'm asking you is like Twitter's calling to cancel him. Do we really expect the Dalai Lama, who's 84 years old, to be the voice of progress? I mean, are we?
No, that's the thing.
How hot was he whenever he was younger? Can anybody like pull up some pictures?
He
of him?
wasn't, girl. I mean, he's a good-looking 84-year-old.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait,
I
really?
think he looks
Bro, you
good.
are horny on main, homie. Holy.
I'm not saying I mean, I would absolutely fuck the Dalai Lama if that opportunity presented
given the
itself.
chance.
Wait,
especially if I could get fucking photographs of it. But I'm not saying
Does
I'm
the Dalai
attracted to
Lama
the Dalai
have
Lama.
sex?
I'm saying for an 84-year-old dude, he looks fucking good.
Did
If
you
I
just-
look that good at 84,
Elbro,
I'm
let me
gonna be
stop
damn
you.
thrilled.
Did you just say you would fuck the Dalai Lama on my show?
I would fuck the
No, I
Dalai
just
Lama
wanna
on
know.
our show,
I'd
guys.
be the guy that fucked the Dalai Lama for the rest of my life. Do you know how much that would be?
Virgin, right?
Okay, hold on.
Oh God!
Balls like I did Botox on
Holy
my
shit! All
forehead.
right, stop, guys.
Hold on.
Hassan, go ahead.
Candyland,
Yes.
would you let the Dalai Lama pee in your mouth?
What's wrong?
Oh,
I have. What if it
Hassan,
was to save
Jesus
the world? What
Christ.
if it was to cure world hunger?
You're not helping.
get the
You're not
question.
helping the trashy element from that article,
I
Hassan.
I would let the
helping
Dalai
keep it
Lama
alive.
fucking Cleveland steamer all
Okay,
over
guys,
me.
let's move
I
forward.
wanna see that.
Okay.
Let's move on. It's a little inappropriate. Okay.
Raj, put it together.
Yeah,
Regardless,
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think.
Use
Okay,
use
so-
your clout as the premier of Twitch
no.
to get me and the Dalai Lama together.
No, I'm not going to do that.
He's a religious leader. He is very like I said, he's out of date. You can't I don't think it calls for cancellation because he spoke out of place compared to like you can't cancel a president who has like blatantly sexually harassed people.
Or
Like,
what about the Catholic Church?
exactly like, you know, like
We canceled the Catholic Church a long time ago.
But yeah, like
All those altar boys, dude.
That has power.
And the Pope comes out tomorrow and says that all altar boys have to be attractive to be successful.
Yeah, let's.
I have a question.
yeah, go ahead, Candyland. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Kenny.
wait, everybody, do you not want to get married in a church?
No.
No.
I don't want to get married.
Do you want to get
I
married
don't
in
want
a
to get
church?
married. Period.
Yes, I am 100% getting married in a church.
what difference does
Are
the
you
church make,
religious?
Candy?
Yeah, I'm religious, yes.
Really? Do
makes
you believe in
sense.
God?
Yes, I believe. Yeah, I believe in
Do you
God.
believe in
Is
the
that
devil?
surprising to you?
Do you
Raj?
believe in
God
love
God hates
after
us
life?
all. God hates us
Love
all.
after. See, maybe
God
I'm not
hates
really-
you, Cupcakes, not
Thanks for answering the question.
Anyway,
Alabro, I love that you just call yourself one of the most grounded person here, and then you ask for the Dalai Lama to shit on you.
Dude.
Those two things don't really correlate.
I can't believe I gotta agree with Wes on this one.
Why is that an ungrounded
They don't want to
perspective?
have sex.
No, they're monks.
It's
Casey, they don't
psychotic
have
to
sex.
say.
Yes.
What?
You want a virgin religious figure to take a shit on you.
Dude, I will let the Dalai Lama do anything to me that he
Okay,
wants.
all right, guys.
Dalai Lama a virgin? What the fuck? Since when is he a virgin?
Wes,
absolutely-
can I ask you a
All right, guys, one at a time. One at a
Dolly
time.
fucking
One at a
farts,
time.
honey, not fucking
Do you
the
actually
Dalai
think he's a
Lama.
virgin? I'm just curious about that.
Maybe they have like Buddhist
Yeah.
altar boys. I don't know, but
Well,
Wait,
He's,
is the
uh,
Dalai
supposed to
Lama?
be a virgin.
Wes, don't go there.
He was identified as a child, if I recall, and has been raised in the monastery since.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God,
don't-
Yeah, no,
Alabro, you
he-
can't talk like that to a child.
No.
Yeah, but there's. I think what he's getting. Or I don't know if he's getting this now, but
No,
there's a
but
lot of
he's
like
eight.
religious
Go,
people.
guys, quiet. Destiny, go ahead. Destiny, go ahead.
There's a lot of religious people that are supposed to be like chaste, you know, like people in Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia talking about that,
Right.
and then they go to another country and they fucking party all day and shit. Like, yeah, I don't.
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I'd
Okay.
let the Pope shit on me too, if that helps.
Alabro, that's enough. Alabro, guys, one at a time. Betty, go. Cupcakes. Betty, cupcakes.
It's offensively sacrilegious.
I'm
and
sorry.
not even religious.
Wes, listen to my voice. Betty, go ahead. What did you say?
What the fuck's Betty?
It's Brady.
Oh, Bratty, excuse me. Bratty Cupcakes. What did you say? I
I'm sorry, I
apologize.
didn't realize I was in the fucking Flintstones, motherfucker. I said, is it fucking is he not allowed to choke chicken being fucking religious and shit? Like, is that against their religion? Like, does he choke it? I'm just curious.
I mean, that's what it is, bro.
What is
That's
that
when
even?
him and Alabro are on the phone, dude.
Yeah,
So anyway,
our weekly jerk session.
anyway, so do
Me
you-
and the Dalai Lama.
do you guys-
According to Son, an actor that's close friends with the Dalai Lama once said that he has to take cold showers to resist bedding women.
Really?
I'm screaming.
Wait, but that's interesting. So maybe he was just horny and said that, and he wanted to train his successor, and his successor is a woman. Like, you know, like maybe that's all he wanted. It was just a move.
So, and he also,
It's
the
like
Dalai, hold on
3,000
one second. The Dalai Lama then went on to say that women should invest in makeup, is what he said. That's what he.
That's true.
It's a
And
good
that
market.
makeup is a really good market. It's true.
So should men. Men should also invest in
Look at
makeup.
No, excuse me, not invest in
Look at
makeup.
Pokimane.
Spend their money on makeup, is what he said.
Yeah.
Isn't their sect incredibly minimalist and transcendentalist?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I
you're
feel
gonna
like
have
he's
to.
almost
They
taking
believe in like
like
no possessions. That doesn't even make sense. So,
But
oh
a
yeah,
big, but a big part of Buddhism is making sure your brows are on fleek, right?
So the issue is with somebody like a religious leader like the monk. Like, when does he get cycled out? He doesn't until he dies, right? So
Right.
like at what point
his
does someone
soul
object
is
because he's mentally unstable? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he's just speaking out of place at this
Like,
point.
when he dies, the Dalai Lama reincarnates, and the entire order goes on a search throughout the world to find the new Dalai Lama.
No, he has.
Do you think it's part of the Illuminati?
as
And
well, though. I think.
Oh,
Yeah, he
the
picks
Illuminati
it.
confirmed.
I'm just like speculating now. What if it's like the Dalai Lama is part of the Illuminati, which you know obviously Kylie is a part of, and like James Charles. And they're
Oh my god!
They
He
have
just, like,
rejected my
advertised.
application so many times.
Kylie Jenner
They told me I need Sliker numbers.
One at a time. One at a time. Sorry. Go ahead,
Wait,
Casey.
I have questions for everyone here. Okay, so what do you guys think about the fact that the Dalai Lama's out and about talking about this sort of shit, but not talking about the genocide of Muslims in Rohingya in the hands of Buddhists, or the fact that he has also said in the past that Europe has to be for Europeans?
Oh yeah,
Are these
It's fucked.
isms that have been levied against him, or are these wackos screaming, "Why isn't he
No.
saying that?"
he's making public statements about looks and beauty and all of that, yet he's ignoring poverty and all of that.
Doesn't he spend
Well,
like
that's
all of
just
his
the
time
problem with
talking about
society,
it?
One at a
right?
sec.
I
One
mean-
time. One at a time. Destiny, go ahead.
I'm sure he's probably made statements about these, right?
Yes,
if you
he-
Google
Sure
like
would.
Dalai Lama
He said
genocide,
Buddha
I'm
would have
sure
helped
he's.
Rohingya one time.
Yeah, and he also, I do recall when reading about this, he did mention the Europe should be for Europeans.
Yeah, he did.
only.
Yeah.
So
and then
what
to
do
be
you
fair,
think-
I think the only reason he brought up the beauty thing again was because an interviewer specifically asked him to clarify his
Yeah.
comments from 2015. It's not like he's going around telling people to be beautiful.
I mean, the issue is in general is that society is getting worked up over the beauty thing when they're not getting worked up over his answer about like Europe or Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem. Is we get so hyped up about the wrong fucking things that that's what gets attention.
But why is he addressing that and not the important things? Why are his priorities?
Well, he has made comments. It sounds like he's made comments
on certain things.
Yeah. And his comments have never been right, mind you. Like, I mean, what Hasan just said, like, his comments are shit. So yeah, at what point do you cancel the fucking Dalai Lama? Like,
well, when do we
and by
listen
cancel,
to
I say.
Oh, so
yeah, but like why?
Yeah, well, okay, but what is I gotta know this? What does canceling actually mean? What happens when you cancel somebody?
It's just whenever the gays are like, you're canceled.
Report his Twitter account.
Okay. Yes,
It's whenever the gays cancel you and you're just canceled.
Nobody is ever canceled though. That's it.
You got to
you're really canceled when the gays cancel you.
Monetize the Dalai Lama.
No, but it's when somebody fucked up enough of times.
Go ahead,
But
Candyland.
it's when somebody fucked up enough of times, so everybody hates them, and so we cancel them, and we don't care about them anymore.
And then it literally nothing actually
That's
happens.
honestly a really
Right.
good
They go on to continue
One at a time. One at a time, guys. Guys,
make like millions of fucking
guys,
dollars,
listen,
right?
listen. One at a time. Boogie, go ahead.
I mean, canceling doesn't work. Cancel culture doesn't work, right? Like, you got to give people a chance to redeem themselves when they fuck up, right? And I guess if you fuck up enough times, like, eventually you have to be canceled, right? But at the end of the day, the Dalai Lama is an old, stupid, idiotic man. He's going to keep fucking up. But I'll tell you something. Cancel culture doesn't work.
Wow, I think you're projecting.
Well,
I think Boogie's canceled after that one.
Dude, you don't need to be so
canceled.
Yeah, like, the reality of it is,
this.
like, look, we canceled Keemstar years ago, and that guy's making millions of dollars a year. Like, canceling doesn't fucking work.
The more
Cancel
fucked up
culture
shit you
doesn't
do,
work.
the bigger
you know?
you get.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
I don't
wanna- one at a time. Destiny, go ahead.
I don't want to come at you too hard here, Boogie, but you have been somebody
shit on
very
your chest.
vocal about yourself having been canceled and it
Oh, yeah, dozens of
ruining
times.
your entire lifestyle.
And that's because my brand was being very kind, right? My brand was being the best version I could. Then I went fucking crazy 2 years ago when I got a gastric bypass surgery, got a divorce, and started saying outlandishly stupid shit that I didn't even really mean. And that went against my brand. Keemstar's brand is being a prick. So
Keemstar's brand is reading tweets.
What it sounds like to me, though, is cancel culture works on people who will actually listen to it.
Hold on. Listen.
Right, exactly. And that's the biggest problem because I will listen to it. I listen to cancel culture. I apologize every third fucking word I say is a sorry. I've apologized for fucking apologizing, right? It works on me and it destroyed my fucking career. Keemstar's a sociopath. It will never work on him.
Right.
Keemstar a million fucking times.
What you're saying is it does work because it has worked on you.
Well, what about it worked on Milo Yiannopoulos? Nobody
but I
fucking
am
knows
the-
that dude anymore. Like,
Right, well, Milo's.
Yeah, but he's not changing either.
But it's the
yeah, but
exception.
he's done. Nobody talks about him.
He
when he's
is
relevant.
done. Fuck him. Somebody should buy his fucking
One
throne
at a time.
I was gonna make her eat her own shit, and I made hella fucking money that
Wait,
night.
hold on. You're gonna have to go
What?
back about 3.
What? That's amazing.
Hold on. Whoa. Bratty
Before
Cupcakes. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Minutes, but you know.
I'm sorry. Say what you just said again.
Yeah, rewind. Start from the beginning.
There was this girl named Miss Kitty, and she tried me, and so I said, "Bitch, I'm gonna buy you a kitty litter box. I'm gonna make you shit in it, and then I'm gonna make you eat shit." And I got fucking banned for 20 minutes. They brought me back, and I made like $500 that night. So like,
Okay.
the more attention that you pay to negative shit, like they're still gonna flourish off of that shit. They're still gonna.
Wait, did you make her eat the shit, or you just made
No,
her
but
shit in the living room?
fucking wish I would.
No, okay, guys. Hey, let's. Hey,
What is this person talking about? Okay, look, listen. Cancel culture can be really toxic. I've spoken out about this as well as a prominent member of the left or whatever. But deplatforming is 100% effective. If you
you're
look
not
at
wrong
the
about
cases
that.
of Milo, if you look at the cases of Alex Jones, you will realize that if there is enough backlash, if there's enough public backlash, then it absolutely does work. No one knows or cares about what the fuck is going on with Milo. He's like $2 million in debt.
But how do you
What?
dethrone?
Millions of followers, it can totally have an effect. Just depends on the person and their brand. So.
Right.
How do
Exactly.
you dethrone
I
a
think when
religious
it
leader?
does work, I do think when it does work, it's the exception, not the rule. Because I think we've tried to cancel about 1 million fucking people this week. How many people literally got deplatformed?
Right, but most of them don't
Steven Crowder's
deserve
gonna-
that
that's what I'm saying, it's
consideration.
different. Another one
Canceling is
doesn't
different
fucking
and
Crowder.
ineffective for the most part, but deplatforming is absolutely effective and is usually only used in instances where like people have violated like actual fucking laws over and over and over again.
Right. I mean, that's why when Alex Jones got removed from YouTube, I didn't necessarily see him getting removed from everything. But Alex Jones broke YouTube's rules. You break the rules, you get off the platform. That makes sense, right? I'm all for that.
You bust a deal, you face the wheel.
Do you think that? Do you guys think that Alex Jones should be allowed on Twitch? Is he allowed on Twitch?
Who is that?
You don't know Alex Jones?
Know who the fuck
He's
that
too
is.
young.
You guys don't know who
Twitch-
Alex Jones is?
I'm
Raise your hand if you
18.
know who Alex
I
Jones
know
is.
who Alex Jones is. Yes, he would absolutely be allowed on Twitch because Twitch doesn't preemptively ban anyone.
Actually, he's going to be on Bernie
So-
Sanders' first live stream. They're
Wait,
playing
was he
PUBG
there?
together.
What?
Oh,
Wait,
no.
was he the guy that like ran into YouTube's office or something? What did he do?
No, I don't think. Well, Alex Jones has done a lot of things, but I'm not sure which.
He's a fucking asshole.
Alex Jones is the most fringe of the right. Like, he literally screams about chemicals in the water, brainwashing
And all that
people.
Oh, I should.
He's they're turning the
Circus
freaking
guy.
frogs gay guy.
Yeah.
He also
when-
led a
his
targeted
crazy.
harassment campaign against the victims of Sandy Hook and their
Right.
families. One
Yeah.
of the fathers
Right.
literally committed suicide after years and years of abuse of Alex Jones fans who consistently told these people whose children had died in Sandy Hook that
They were false actors.
that it was a false flag operation and that it was fake and they were government actors.
Oh, Jesus.
And he had like
So
lots
if you're
of
banned
things
from one
about
platform,
him.
should you not be allowed to do any other platform?
Hell no.
If he's violating
Or
the
is it a
rules of
case-by-case
all
basis?
platforms
Because-
consistently,
How can you
which is
ever
completely
grow and
What
be
applies
better?
unfair,
in
he
one
shouldn't be.
platform doesn't necessarily apply to another platform, right? Not
Dude,
it's not
yeah,
a universal
crazy.
rule set.
I've been
So do it-
banned on fucking Twitter twice. I've been fucking banned on Instagram once. I've been suspended
you're
on
doing
you
that
now
shit
fucking
But just
9
because you're
times.
banned
Like,
on
no.
Brad,
Twitter
you're fucking wild,
banned
girl.
on Instagram.
I'm
Holy
banned on
shit.
Instagram.
Braddy, how the fuck did you make it here? I don't know how the hell you got.
I
You're
have
making
no
Raj
fucking
nervous.
idea, dude.
All right. All right. Well,
Brady Cupcakes, you look like the reincarnation of
Fox
Dog
News
the
is
Bounty
very
Hunter's
all right,
wife.
stop. One at a time. One at a
Look
time.
like
Wes.
Dog the Bounty Hunter's second wife.
Okay. Anyway, look. Does
Most
anybody?
platforms have the same terms of service, and yet
No, I just look like a fucking.
they're
Hey, Brady,
Brady,
stop.
Like,
enforce those rules. Twitch obviously is probably the most strict out of all these platforms,
Yes.
but they usually have very similar harassment policies, and that's changing now. But it's understandable that Alex Jones would be banned from all the platforms at the
Yeah.
same time.
I do believe.
I would
that-
argue if you manage to get yourself fucking banned off of YouTube, nobody else should touch you because YouTube is so lax.
But
But I feel like censorship
maybe
maybe
he
is too
will-
extreme, and it's hard for people like Alex Jones who are on the fence. So I think that it
He's
can
not
be a
on the
little.
fence. How is he on the
I'm
fence?
saying
But
for
he's
people who
not.
are on the fence, for people who are on the fence, it can be like difficult, right, because of censorship. So I think it just.
You
depends.
said people like Alex Jones.
What?
Who are
Yeah, because
I'm
Alex
saying
Jones
because
is
we're
extremely
bringing him
radical
up.
right wings. Yeah.
But
That's
you
what I'm
need to
saying.
give
Since he's
everyone.
not on the fence, but for the people who are, I feel like it can be
okay,
really like a gray area, you know. So
What's
Well, I
the
mean-
gray area for who though?
No,
Or just for
she
people in
phrased
general.
it funny. She's just
For
saying for
people
people
in
in general. But the issue is each platform has their own rules, so you can't just be banned on YouTube and then be banned somewhere else. But it's interesting thought to think like, say a really shitty person like who has done like horrible acts of crime is banned. Like, should all platforms ban him, and how would they do that? Like, is there like a fucking
I think it would be
No, I
case by
think
case.
everybody deserves
It
a
would have to
second
be.
chance.
Even Al.
How
Even,
many?
who?
Alex.
You think that Alex Jones deserves a second chance, Candy?
Yes, but I don't know what he did. So for me, I forgive him. I don't know what he did.
Anybody
But how
deserves a
forgive
second
him? You don't know what he
Infowars
did.
don't come for the
did.
truth.
Yeah, you don't know what he did.
Do you
You
even
can't say
think?
that.
Do you think that some of the people that have committed the worst atrocities on planet Earth deserve a second chance?
yeah? Let's say
No,
I think
I
it goes
don't
to
know.
Hitler. I love
Yeah,
it.
let's
No, I don't
Godwin
know.
this right out the
Like,
gate.
Chomos
Bad
and
people's
shit?
Hitler.
No, absolutely
Well, okay.
not.
I think like child rape and like woman rape.
Okay,
and
yeah.
crucifying
Let's.
people, that
What
kind of
about
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's not go
I
any
thought you
further
were
down
about
that
to
road.
say Shia
Yeah.
LaBeouf.
Okay. All right.
I will not never forgive you.
All right. Let's stop there. Look, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end
but
of the
seriously, Raj, does Shia LaBeouf deserve a second chance?
Fuck yeah,
Yes.
that guy's awesome.
He's beautiful.
Pretty hot, yeah.
Hilarious.
So
Look.
attraction.
See,
I like
attractive
Right.
gets you
Alex
places.
Jones is
community
looking like
has
a babe
spoken.
too.
Look. Okay.
Shia LaBeouf, you
Guys,
get a
it's
second
the
chance.
end of the first round. Chat, you're going to vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. The poll is coming in the chat. Keep, not kick.
Destiny, have you ever tried to reach out to Alex Jones?
Nope.
Oh God, I want to see y'all two debate. I think that'd be
That
cool.
is a cute
Definitely,
dog.
I would watch the shit.
That
out
would
of
be
Do you
so
think Alex
fucking
Jones would come on the Rajj? Oh, no.
Honestly, it's possible.
Yeah, he would win so hard.
Yeah, but
Given how
he'd get me
deplatformed
banned
he's gotten,
100%.
He might.
He's
He
practically
might-
a fat Zerka. He just wouldn't be smoking cigarettes here.
You should reach out to him and then get him on Train's podcast because Train will bring anybody on.
Yeah.
You're
well,
here.
This is true.
Hold on. Wait. Look, I don't want. Hey, look, I'll bring a lot of people on. I think I brought on probably. I think Train's probably. I brought on worse people than Train. I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
well,
Nick Fuentes is probably the worst person that's
okay.
ever been
No,
on
that's
any
true.
of
Oh,
the
it was so
shows.
interesting.
Okay.
Players are bad
What-
people
what-
if it makes good content, right?
What was interesting
That's how I
about
imagine it.
Fuentes' points,
He's
Wes?
the most fucked up person ever, but it was hilarious the fact that this human being could say that shit out loud.
Yeah, but here's when it becomes an actual problem. When someone like that, who is a very effective communicator, is able to speak to 30,000 people, to audience numbers that he would never reach on his own, and there's always going to be some people who are like kind of at the precipice of getting radicalized, and that could literally be like hearing Nick Fuentes talk about this could be that come to God moment for them.
So
And
you
that
just
is
wanna censor
that
it?
is uniquely
Yeah, so
terrifying.
this is
That's
it's
so
a good topic.
Censorship is so fucking
This is a good
un-American.
topic here. Do people?
No, censorship is actually quintessentially American. I think that's a completely ahistorical approach. There have been many efforts to censor communists throughout history. Censorship is usually not something that happens to Nazis by the government. They get the freedom of speech protections. Communists, on the other hand, do not. Historically, at least, this is the case. As a matter of fact, they literally murder leaders, communist leaders.
Well, you're talking like the Cold War, where we're in almost like a nuclear fallout with Russia, so it kind of makes sense we're trying to silence them. But you're talking one guy saying something.
I'm in right now, bro.
I did not realize
at times
how
of war.
fucking stupid I was until this fucking topic.
Okay.
Bro, it feel like I'm in fucking school right now.
Look, if we have an audience,
You're right. Let's talk about titties and shitting on people.
Hey, guys. Order in the Rajj Royale podcast room. Order. Order.
If this
All right.
is my chance to radicalize a few people, I want to do it real quick. Fat people, rise up. Let's eat the fucking skinny. Okay,
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Kill and
The
eat
skinny
crazy.
aren't the problem. The rich
I'm
are
gonna
the
flip the script, and I'm
problem.
gonna be the leader of the
We've
skinny
been-
as a fat man and take all the fatties out.
Being
Then I'll be the only one.
Okay.
left.
Hey, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to a topic around weight and body positivity in a second. But we need to determine who's going to leave the podcast first. So, the poll votes are in. Destiny, you have won. Congratulations, you've won the first round. Sliker, you fell into second place, followed by Boogie. Okay, now the bottom two, Destiny, you have to choose between Bratty Cupcakes, who reeled in 3% of the votes, or Bree Teresi, who brought in 2% of the votes. Destiny, who are you going to remove from the podcast?
Oh, fuck. I don't have a strong opinion here. I'm flipping a coin, okay?
No.
Destiny, you're the
Destiny.
fucking worst.
You gotta have. You gotta. Come on. You gotta have. You have strong opinions about everything.
Destiny is just still pretending to be beta.
Ladies, do you have anything to say? Maybe to flip
Okay, go,
Destiny.
yeah, who wants to stay here harder? Go, let's hear it. What are the cases?
Starting with Bratty Cupcakes. Bratty, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to advocate for yourself to stay?
Oh my God, please pick me. I'm the biggest corporate thought. I used to process
Okay. Thank you, Bratty.
really fighting for my life here.
Okay.
Are you gonna fix your mic though?
Yeah, kick her just because of her
Well,
mic. That shit's so annoying.
Okay, Bree and Kate, go ahead.
Hi. To be honest, I feel really sick right now.
Oh.
So if you want to go with her, that's all good.
Okay. All right. Well, so.
Destiny met Bree. Destiny met Bree, so he's gonna keep her.
Okay, I'll kick Bree just because Sliker said that.
Okay. All right,
Be
Bree.
so better, Bree, okay?
Thank you for.
I always lose.
Thank you for coming,
anyways.
Bree. Go ahead and
Alright,
shout
good
out your
luck.
channel.
Thank you.
Bye, Bree.
Granny.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye
guys.
now.
Have fun.
I love your puppy. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Big fan of your Instagram.
Candyland. Go ahead and knock on the new
I like
room.
the American Candyland.
Yes.
Knock on the new room.
Wow, you're gonna leave me
What's
here
the
by
next topic,
myself?
Raj?
Hold on. We're gonna get to the next topic, Bruce. You just fucking relax. Jesus.
I'm just saying, bro. I want to know something I'm going to talk about, bro.
Okay, hold on. You want? We can talk about something that you know. How about
Am I
subscriber-only
knocking on the
streams? Huh? How about that?
Fuck you, man. I don't do those.
I think that is actually.
Wait, am I knocking
Hold
on
on,
the
wait,
right
let me organize here, and then I'll pitch you the topic here. 1 second. Let's get Candy in the regular room.
I'm so lonely
I know.
over here.
Don't worry. You'll be unlonely in just 1 second.
Aren't you
okay?
forever alone, Hassan?
Yeah, That's how I feel.
Oops. All right.
I get
Let
it.
me fix it. Yeah, we could bring up topic number 1. Let's talk about subscriber-only streams. Recently, Twitch released a beta for subscriber-only streams that allow Twitch streamers to put their content behind a paywall. What do you guys think of it? My friend Groscore fucking loves it. He's been streaming all day today in front of, I think.
That's because Groscore
Is
just
anybody
drowning
actually
health with
upset about
fucking
this?
Well, no. Hold on. There's a lot of. Hold on.
I think it's a horrible
Hold on.
idea.
Hey guys, one at a time. There's a lot of people that are upset. Let's start with Cutie Cinderella. Go ahead.
No, I mean somebody else talked about this, and I don't know who it is, so I don't want to say who. I can quote them, but essentially the issue is say there's a Twitch streamer that's totally TOS friendly, and they're doing Just Dancing, and they're saying okay, I'm wearing this right now, but I'm gonna wear this cosplay outfit when I do my subscriber only thing. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
a really good idea.
Yeah, but it's
Wait,
not
if
like
they
it's
do
hidden
that,
from the
who
staff.
That's a good idea. Oh my god.
If they do it, they're
I'm
just gonna
write
get
that
fucking
down.
banned anyway. Yeah, they'll might make a couple money, but that just makes them smart.
Why would we get banned? It's just hey, I'm
No,
doing,
if it's
I'm
still
doing
TOS,
subscriber
but
dance. Yeah.
Because
And
that's
that's
sexualizing your clothes.
No,
Which
she's
is literally
saying that's a
sexual
really good
content, which is the
idea.
reason that would be bannable.
No, it would be a cosplay, Wes.
Fuck off.
It would be a
You would call it a
cosplay.
but
It would be a
everyone sees
Nurse
it.
cosplay.
The only people who
I
wouldn't
would
get
start
banned
off
for that
in my
are the three
normal
girls who never get
attire.
banned
I would
forever.
do my Just Dancing, and then whenever I was ready to switch over, I'd be like, okay, guys, I'm changing to my Nurse cosplay. Subscribe for the private stream.
Look, I think a lot of the reasons that
that's
fans are
TOS.
upset about this is because there's a lot of incels out there and other people who really just like the gaming aspect of Twitch. They're pissed off that beautiful women do well on the platform. This is a step closer to benefiting people who do just chatting, people who do stuff like that. They don't like the idea behind that. I understand that. I'm glad that we're taking one step closer to fucking my free cams because honestly,
Me
I
too.
love sex. I love sexualization. I want you to get your tits out and shake them. I don't give a fuck why.
Same.
There's no problem with that to me.
love that
But
he loves
there's a
sex
lot of people out there who don't want Twitch to take that direction because my free cams already exists. You can just go there if you want to do private shows.
Yeah.
I mean, you
doesn't
have
really
to
bother
think
me.
at this
Doesn't really
point.
bother me.
At
One at
this
a time.
point, Twitch is
One at a time.
continue.
One at a time.
Something.
Casey Tron, go ahead. Braddy,
Oh,
one second.
Brady can go first.
Okay, go ahead, Braddy.
I wanted to say this early on, but I didn't want to interrupt people. I didn't fucking think that you said when you asked the fucking question. So I'm just sitting here. I
Okay,
have
so
no
Braddy,
fucking
on
idea what
Twitch,
you
Now
mean.
we're even because we only hear about half of what you're saying.
On Twitch, we have these things called subscribers. When you subscribe, basically what Twitch has done and thrown into beta is restricting streams to only the subscribers been able to view it. That hasn't been possible in the past. Now it's possible in this beta. Casey Tron, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I mean, you have to think what Twitch is competing with now. A lot of people are getting rid of their cable and shit like that. So it's maybe Twitch needs to start transitioning to having more adult content that costs money. You have to think Comcast, you can get Cinemax, you can get HBO.
Why do you think you can violate terms of
so
service?
it's just paid for. I'm just saying maybe that's what Twitch is transitioning
I don't
to.
think that's what they're doing at
I
all.
think it is.
Why-
It's very
why are
smart,
you
Twitch.
under
I
the
see you.
assumption-
Then why would they?
Why are
ban
you under
everyone
the
who
assumption
shows
that you
a
can
bra?
post adult content behind a subscriber
I'm not
paywall?
saying you can yet.
That's not what's gonna happen.
She's saying that might be the direction.
One second. Go ahead, Bruce. Bruce, go ahead. Bruce.
The only people that's happy about this shit are the girl streamers. Literally.
I'm not happy.
Literally,
I'm
no.
not
Okay,
happy.
One at a time. Hey, one at a time. Brady.
Not every girl
A lot
streamer.
of gay male streamers would like that, honey.
Okay, Brady, quiet now. Brady, quiet. Let's go,
I
Candyman.
disagree.
Candyman, go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, she got
So
the
Bruce,
face.
you
After
said-
Bruce. After Bruce.
And they try to do these sub-only
After Bruce.
streams to get more donations.
Okay,
more money.
Bruce.
What about gross
Jade,
seats?
Wait, can I ask a question? Jade the
No,
Jaguar, would you
Bruce,
do tier 3 only sub streams?
I wouldn't. I
That's-
don't even like. Let me tell you, I don't even like tier 1. I don't like sub streams at all because I think that it's actually really
That's
hurtful for.
cap. That's cap.
What, Bruce,
Why do I
let her
have to pay
finish,
$25
Bruce.
fucking dollars for your Snapchat,
Wes,
Jade?
you knock
It's
it
a
off.
little much.
Wes,
Wait.
let her finish. Damn it. Go ahead,
It's
Jade, please.
$25.
It's $25 to be
$25,
tier
yes.
3 for fucking Snapchat. Everyone
Can
Can I
should.
say what I was gonna say?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Bruce,
Yeah, go.
at all.
Oh, Jesus.
No, that's
Listen
not
up.
fair, like,
Hey,
subscribers
listen,
get
listen.
close to me.
Listen to my voice. When I direct somebody to speak, you shut your mouth and we'll go one by one. Candyland, go ahead.
Yes. So what I was gonna say was that I think that a lot of people has got this wrong, and the way you view girls, like Bruce said, girls on Twitch are the only ones that happy about this. No, I'm getting so misjudged. Fuck, I hear myself. But people are judging me. I am way
Where's
more.
that from?
Mute yourself up here,
Effing hard.
Anyway,
Fuck,
go.
it's echoing. But yeah.
Just mute
Brady,
yourself up
Brady,
here,
you
Sandy.
need to turn
Oh,
your
yeah,
your
fine.
speakers down.
Okay, but I'm being way more like judged than I thought. Fuck, I can't speak anymore.
Why do you
God
like
damn it,
Candy?
So you're saying people are making assumptions about
That's
you,
right.
and
Yeah,
they're like,
yes,
oh,
people are
Candy
making-
is
okay,
going
what I
to
was
do
gonna
the
say-
private sub streams. Well, why don't you just prove them right?
No, but
Say,
people
fuck
no.
you and prove them right. Do this
see-
only streams.
Fuck, no, I'm way more innocent than you think I am, and I promise there's a lot of girls on Twitch that are way more innocent than you
How
think.
do you
Like
define innocence, Candy?
No, but for example,
None
like
of
I'm
these-
getting
I swear,
so
none of these Twitch girls are innocent. I swear.
Bruce,
to God.
innocent
for
at all.
example, when I
I
do
swear to
my
God they're
kitchen
not.
streams, I'm honestly like I just want to do my goddamn kitchen streams. I don't want to be looked at or or whatever, like
You're telling me you don't
objectified.
plan those angles?
She's just trying to fit into
Bullshit,
your
Sean.
gender.
Hold on.
Candy,
I've
I've
seen
got to
this
get
all
out of
the
that.
Hold on.
So
Is Bruce? Is anybody else sick of? Is anybody gonna come speak up from the about Bruce's perspective? And
No, that's
pushing
what
I
that
think
narrative?
you're right, Bruce.
Well,
I think
yeah,
that
but one
women
at a
are
time.
the only one happy about it. Like
That's
I don't
not
see
true.
a lot
You're
of men
busy
being happy
streaming
about
to
it.
let other people speak, Rob.
Because
some
we're
women,
thoughts.
some women don't
Big
have.
streamers can
Some women
benefit.
don't have the guts to do like other shit like my webcam, whatever the fuck that shit called that version.
Yeah.
No.
Version
Okay.
I feel you.
So they
You wanna
want
get paid
to
to
say,
All right,
like,
hey,
yeah,
Bruce.
okay,
Listen, hey,
Bruce.
they got, like,
Bruce,
Hey,
quiet,
shit right
quiet.
the fuck now.
Hey, stop. Go ahead, Destiny. Thank you.
Go look at this shit right fucking now. This is the most incel fucking conversation ever. This isn't even worth a topic. Go and look at the people substreaming right now. Tell me if you see any fucking boobs on there. The only people that are mad at this are fucking incel as fuck guys that fucking hate women. There's literally no fucking reason to be mad at this. The idea that there's all these fucking tits behind these subscreens is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. Nobody's fucking doing it. You can check this subscriber thing every single fucking day. You're not gonna see fucking titty streamers here. You can still see the fucking thumbnail. The TOS still applies. Like half you motherfuckers care about the TOS anyway. You're complaining about it every other fucking day, but for some reason you're super fucking concerned about it here when there might be fucking boobs on the stream, and there aren't even fucking any boobs on the stream. Holy shit, this is the dumbest topic in the world.
And let me
Destiny,
play
go
devil's-
ahead.
One response, Boogie. Go ahead.
let me play devil's advocate one more chance. Right now, my career continues to plummet downwards, and like there's going to be a point where there's only people who are asking me to watch. Right? Eventually, I will be Dark Side Phil. Eventually, I will be Wings of Redemption, where I'm just getting bullied for a fucking living. Right? When that happens, I would love to have subscriber-only streams because that could be a gift to somebody like Wings. That could be a gift to somebody like Dark Side, so they can like literally
You'd
push
love to
those
pull
people
the ropes,
away.
Boogie,
and
that's
just
not
let
devil's
them
advocate
support
though.
them.
You're actually.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, I'm kind of
Like
what I'm
Ross-
saying is, I'm personally against subscriber-only streams, but I'm saying I can see this point in it. I will never use it. I don't mind the option being there, but I will never use it because a cornerstone of what I do, because I was once so fucking broke, the internet was my only form of entertainment. I want to make sure that 99% of what I do is given away for free. I want people who don't have the money to make ends meet can be entertained by me whenever I get a chance. So I'm not going to force somebody to buy my product unless I absolutely have to, right? Unless it's like a
nigga.
I'm
Okay, Alabra, hey, let's get Alabra.
I've
Get
been
in.
sucking dick. I've been doing this and that and the other for free, and I'm done.
Okay, go ahead,
Wait,
Alabra.
don't be done yet. Hold on, wait, don't
Guy,
be done yet. What you
Bruce,
So,
Alabra, go ahead.
I hate to admit it, but Reddit, I actually saw a really good take on this. The sub-only streams seems to be a feature rollout for everyone as a coincidence, because the best theory that I read on there is that it is intended to be a pay-per-view sort of function for huge event streams and esports leagues, so that they can make certain that they're raking a certain amount of revenue either for the platform or for themselves, and that makes a lot of sense to me.
Wait, who said that?
I'm just saying, do you know what?
No,
this
no,
is?
was just a random Reddit.
Let Alabra respond. Who said that? Was that a
Pay-per-view
random
is also-
nobody?
No, it was just a
Also
rando on
pay-per-view.
Reddit.
Yeah, okay. I don't think this is true because the way that these things function right now is on the backs of sponsors. There is no fucking way that the
Sure.
LCS or any other massive esports event is going to jeopardize sponsorship exposure so that they can charge some bullshit $5 pay-per-view fee on
You're right.
Twitch. There is no
True.
fucking way that would ever happen. That was
Yeah.
written by someone on
The-
Reddit that thinks they're real
I don't
fucking
know. I
smart.
think
No
it could
fucking way.
happen, Destiny.
Why is
Anything is
Destiny so
possible.
smart?
Go ahead, Casey.
He's brilliant.
No,
I
because
don't
they
know,
would
I
cut
think
their
it's very
audience
well
and they
that
make
that
a lot
could
more
happen.
money in sponsorship.
Maybe
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
charge
I
$10
absolutely agree.
instead.
I think that like
Mhm.
Tfue,
Or
Ninja,
more.
Shroud, like those big
Sliker, it's
streamers, those are the ones that are
right.
going to like benefit the most from such streams because they have so much viewership that they can
They
literally
won't
like
do
go
it,
into such
though.
streams. It's going to force
Yeah,
They
people
won't
to
do
sub.
it
They're the
though.
ones who will like benefit the most from it though. That's what I'm saying. Even like the biggest
Yeah,
streamers
but
who would
the
actually like
issue is-
implement
I don't think
this.
that will
How would they
benefit.
benefit?
issue- what if
I-
Twitch
Hold on,
starts
hold on.
putting out
They're
like
big enough to where even if
subscription
they lose,
Let
packages.
Jade
it's not going
finish.
to hurt their business. You know what I'm saying? Even if they lose viewers, they can afford to force people to sub into their sub streams because they're so big, because they have built that brand up so high, because they have sponsorships, etc. They can actually afford to implement this and not lose anything. They're going to like force their people to sub and actually make more revenue from it, as opposed to like
No.
someone who's
Yeah.
smaller, like 200 viewer, like female streamers, for example. Like they're not going to have enough viewership to where they are able to force people to sub to continue to watch their streams because they're starting
think
out and
if
they're
we play our
smaller.
But
No,
nobody's
but
gonna do
like-
this.
One at a
Look,
time.
nobody's doing it right now.
It's not just about, you know, helping the people that can't subscribe to you and giving them something. It's all about giving the people that do pay a little bit extra something, because I
No,
feel
it's
like they
fucking not.
deserve
It's
that.
literally just a money grab.
Exactly.
All it is a
Thank you,
fucking money
Brady.
grab.
So
I would
look,
like
Hold
to
on, hold on,
reward
Bruce.
my nights with something
I
extra.
Let Bra- let Bratty
that
finish.
Cupcake stickers and stuff like that. And I do think if you do pay more, you deserve something extra for it. I'm not saying that like they have that shit on you now where it's just subscriber mode. Okay, that's great. Sometimes I do that for the people that are subscribed to me, but I will also take it off sub mode so that way people that can't afford can also get into the conversation. So
Dude,
it's
But if your
not
main
just
content
about
is
that.
It's getting
limited
so
by
close to like a paid
$5
private.
why don't you offer them something?
Yeah,
else?
exactly.
All right.
Like for
It's
example,
a
like a
money
tier
grab.
3
It's not
snap.
ruining your
One
subs.
second.
You're gonna do the same boring, shitty content that you always do, but now you're just gonna make
But
people
now we
pay
can
you to
charge
watch
you.
it.
All right, Candyland, Candyland, let's get.
I'm giving free
I'm giving it away for
because
free.
it's outside of the platform of the main content, Twitch.
I told, bro, what did I say? I said that shit in the beginning. So if I went on sub mode, sub only stream, I'ma just be in some gray sweatpants with no drawers on, so my
shit.
subs can see my dick print. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
But Bruce,
Yeah,
hold
you're
on.
gonna get banned.
Bruce,
What the fuck are you
That's
Bruce,
it.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Hold
on.
The issue-
extra. What am I gonna get?
No,
What am I
that-
gonna get?
Okay,
Did
so
you
the
listen
way
to
it
Destiny,
works on the
Bruce?
platform that I'm on, it's only
This
that
is a different
subscribers can
platform.
talk.
So you
And
gonna
so,
write
like,
my
do
name on the
that
board or
for
some
no,
shit?
no, no.
minutes
Yeah.
to give them
No.
something extra.
Brady, that's
I
a
don't
big
think it's
difference.
wrong
We're not
with that.
talking
Yeah,
about
there's a
sub
big
mode and
difference.
chat.
That's
Guys.
what they fucking pay for.
Brady,
That's
you're
what sub mode
misunderstanding.
is.
No. Sub mode is different than it's like sub mode and chat. We're not talking about just where subs can talk. We're talking where only subs can watch. If you're not
No,
subscribed,
I
you can't
know.
even watch
I
the
understand.
stream.
I understand that, but
Yeah,
you can
but
also turn that off, correct?
Why can't you just do like subscriber only Jackbox games? Like,
Exactly, bro. Like
But
God.
that's
Yeah,
that's
but
what
it's
I
making
do.
more
I
revenue.
do.
This,
I think a lot of
what
people
this
maybe.
does is it provides a
Excuse
tool
me?
in the toolbox
I'll
for streamers that do sub only benefits. They're very popular among at least mid-grade fucking affiliates.
Well,
Like
still, the
bringing in
issue-
only your community to be able to interact with each other is a thing that a lot of communities will find really valuable.
The
I don't know
issue
why
is-
everybody's
This happens
fucking
on
all
Patreon
up in
as well,
arms
other
about it.
platforms.
It's more
Other
safe
platforms
space.
have
Bullshit. I hate that.
Oh my God.
How dare people attempt to fucking curate their own
No,
spaces?
the issue is
Are you fucking
safe
arguing
space.
that people shouldn't be
Yeah,
allowed
there should be
to
safe
Guy,
space.
hey.
their own community, Wes?
Nope.
Are
The
you
issue
saying
is
that
the
I should have
perspective.
to allow screeching idiots like yourself into my space?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
It's the
Okay,
internet.
okay.
Take the
You can't run
time.
from
You
that
can
shit.
ban them,
It's
but I don't
the
want you to have
internet.
your little pocket of safe space.
You don't
pussy
want me to
bullshit.
have the ability to keep you
It's
out
the internet, bro.
preemptively.
That's called a ban. Ban
Just
me.
ban
Stop
him.
All right,
that.
okay.
Ban 'em, bro.
Hold on, but
Guys,
I'm blocking
overall-
everyone that would ever
listen,
watch a
overall-
stream.
Oh my God.
Complaining like the little ass girl.
hey, chill.
One at a time. Okay.
Okay.
The overall issue is the perspective on it. If Sliker did a sub only stream, he'd get no shit for it. But if Candy did a sub only stream, you know there'd be people saying,
People are shitting all over Grow Score for doing sub only because it's
Yeah.
all fucking safe space bullshit.
Okay,
Stop
wait,
trying to make it a
Sliker,
sex
wait,
thing.
stop, Wes.
Okay, but
Wes,
can I
Wes.
say something?
Oh my
it's
God.
a sex thing. It's very much so a
Hey,
sex thing.
hey,
Okay, stop. Cutie, stop.
It
Slicker.
can be. It's
It's
not
'cause-
always.
it's 'cause
hey,
Listen.
listen. I'm gonna start muting people. Slicker, go ahead.
I just said what?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying like Wes is saying not to make it a sex thing, but it was already being made into a sex thing earlier.
was.
Whenever like Bruce and a few other
Yep.
people were like, "Oh, well, the female streamers are the only
Yep.
ones who are
But now
happy
that
about
they're
it." And it's
attacking
not
guys,
true.
he's
It's
hurt.
not true at all.
Completely
Can I
false.
say this? Can I say this? Can I say this?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, okay, I'm not saying all girls, but some women will do that shit because they know they can get over on their subs because the subs already probably throw
But
hell.
Bruce, did you click Destiny's link?
100%.
Sub-only channel.
You see, Casey, you see what I'm saying?
Tag.
Yes.
And there aren't any women in it.
Hold up, wait, let me finish though. Some people would do that shit because they scared of the fucking.
Nobody's doing it.
And they want to
do it. Not yet. It's been out for a day.
It's been out for like 3 or 4 days, and nobody's done it. It's not there. It's not gonna fucking.
If they were going to do it, they were going to do it immediately.
Oh my God.
Nobody's doing it.
I swear to God, some of you guys go to sleep and you have fucking nightmares of boobs like running down the stairs.
I know, right?
This is so
unbelievable, dude.
You being a beta.
Fucking scary.
Okay, so
Hey, Candyland,
can I
go
say
ahead.
now?
Yes.
So I think a lot of people might have seen the clip of me on livestream fails when I was super happy when they announced the sub-only mode. And I want to explain the reason why I got so happy, and it was because I've been searching for like perks I could give to my subscribers, and like especially like long-time subscribers, to get a big like more connection to them because they have supported me to be able to do this for a long time. But I know that this is not going to be beneficial for me at all, but it's just to give back to the people who have given to me. That's why I wanted to do it.
How does it give back?
Yeah,
that's my point.
Because they get a connection with me.
Just like doing a sub mode only chat.
Yeah, just like a movie night, you know.
You said you want to get closer to them. Okay, so why don't you just do a sub mode only chat where only your subscribers can?
What's the point of having sub only?
One at a time. One at a time.
Everybody be able to like, I don't know, like see who is watching me. I don't know. I don't know. I've never tried sub only chat. I've always felt uncomfortable with that. But I thought this sounded like a good idea. But now I will never do it because people are so negative. I feel like people will judge me and unfollow me.
What about the people? What about the people of Candyland who are in your chat who have been gifted a sub? How are they receiving the same benefits as the people who actually have spent the money, right? So how is that fair? How would you consider that to them?
Chances are that they are not going to be there and talk to me while the sub only stream. The sub only stream is probably just going to attract like the people who are long-time subscribers and
you
want to
still have the banning capabilities as well. The whole point is about putting content behind a paywall. If some people randomly get gifted subs, then that's great for them. They get to enjoy that content as well. This is really silly because no one is out here yelling at Patreon for allowing YouTube creators or podcast creators to put one of their entire podcasts of the week behind a paywall. This is like really common, and it actually helps mid-level streamers if they want to have a tight-knit community. I don't understand why people are so reactionary and angry about this, especially in regards to like female streamers showing their tits or whatever. As Destiny pointed out, if they violate terms of service, they're going to get fucking banned. So I don't understand why people are mad. Like there's everything that you guys have talked about and gotten angry about preemptively has either not happened or can't happen. So maybe let's talk about why you actually would be upset at this instead of getting angry at something that's not going to happen anyway.
I wouldn't even say like I'm upset at all. I
don't think anyone's upset.
1 sec.
Oh no, there are people who are upset. And
Jade,
you're screaming. You're screeching half the time.
That's because there's 10 people in here.
Jade, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I'm not upset about it. At the end of the day, each of us can run our own channel like efficiently and effectively how we see fit. We're like the CEOs of our channel. I personally do think that like only the big streamers are really going to be implementing this because they can once again force sub mode into people, and even if they lose a few thousand viewers or whatever, it's not going to hurt their business substantially, as opposed to like a 200 viewer streamer who can't really necessarily like, implement that and still have the same like efficient growth and like giving back to their community as well. So that's
people
Wouldn't that be so funny?
Can you guys?
Yeah, Sliker, go ahead. Casey, quiet. Sliker, go ahead.
That's actually rude interrupting me, Casey Chumbo. Okay. Listen, I think people that use subscriber mode only are just selfish, just literally selfish. That's it.
Yeah.
You're just baiting out subs. There you go.
Yep.
No offense.
Wait, hold on. Does Sliker have a sub button on his channel?
One sec. Go ahead. Destiny.
Does Sliker have a sub button on his channel?
Yep.
Yes.
Why are you being so selfish, bro?
Okay, but how is that being selfish?
That's just baiting out
Why? Because it's a
subs.
money grab. Why do you have a sub button for a money grab?
Now
You're so fake.
Okay,
You're
so
just doing it for the money.
But they don't have to sub to fucking watch. That's the difference.
Let me say this, okay? So you can subscribe. I'm not forcing you to, but putting on subscriber mode is forcing you to watch my streams.
Doesn't force shit. They just won't be there. You're fucking big brain
but that means I'm
genius.
being
They
selfish.
just won't be there.
Okay, so that means I'm being selfish if I put it on, okay? But if I don't
You're
put it
not
on, I'm not
forcing anybody to
selfish.
do shit.
Is it selfish
This
whenever
guy is
Raj
stupid.
asks people to subscribe with Twitch Prime?
Hey,
Hold on, stop.
If the fucking Holyfield fucking fight is on pay-per-view, does that force you to fucking pay to watch it? No, only if you want to.
Listen, okay? Listen to me. When you put subscriber on mode, they have to sub to watch you, okay? But if you got the sub button, they don't need to sub to you or to watch you. You know what I mean? So how is that me being selfish? Tell me.
It's still a
if I have
money
the sub
grab.
button.
You said somebody earlier.
Okay, but I'm not telling him. Okay, but it's not. I'm not telling him to sub to me to watch me. No. So how's that being selfish? Man, shut your mouth. Who's this girl? Who this girl at? Yo, shut your mouth. Yo, shut your mouth.
Why are you still hollering? Who the fuck are you serving it to?
Brandy,
What
you don't, or Brandy, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Doing is fucking hollering.
You don't even stream on Twitch. What the fuck?
Yeah, you don't even know what you're talking about, honey.
Yeah, I would argue that Brady has a really interesting take here because she comes from a platform where this is incredibly normalized.
Thank you, Al. Thank you. Jesus.
There we go again.
Fucking Sam. Fucking Sam. Fuck out of here.
I mean,
No,
Sliker does
Brady
have a point.
cupcake
It
shit on
doesn't.
your chest.
Having a sub button does not make you greedy. It doesn't make you're not doing any. You're not forcing anyone to push that sub button.
If having a
It's what
sub
you
button
earn. No,
doesn't make you greedy, then how does setting
Alabro.
sub only mode make you
Alabro.
greedy?
Finish. Alabro, you know how you get annoyed? How you get annoyed when people cut you off? Yeah, it goes both ways. You know you're not
If
the only
having
one.
a sub button doesn't make you greedy, how does...
We heard you the first time.
You are the most hypocritical, double standard piece of shit. Will you just shut your fucking mouth and listen?
If having a sub button doesn't make you greedy, how does turning on sub only mode make you greedy?
Ooh.
It's your hair.
Guys, hey, listen, Alabro, let Cutie, go ahead, please.
Alabro, because if you turn on the sub only, that means they can only see you if they pay.
Right.
So that is greedy because
Why
you're
is that
forcing
greedy?
them-
Because you have to.
You're not forcing anything.
Listen, oh my God!
Do you
Alabro,
understand what the word force means?
Yes, they are forced to pay if they want to
you
watch.
understand?
But they're not forced to sub if it's just a normal stream to watch. It's
So
only
they don't get to watch you.
Yeah,
Yes,
Exactly.
You have
So
to,
that
they're
is
forced to
rude.
pay
That
to
is
watch.
selfish. That is greedy.
That's not forcing. That's not forcing. Forcing is taxes.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
look.
Alabro,
If
they
I
want to
sold,
watch you. So
Go
they
ahead,
wanna
Boogie,
watch you,
Boogie,
right?
Boogie.
So you put on the
Look.
sub mode. The only way for them to want to watch, like the only way they can physically watch you is by subbing. Is that not forcing them
Alabro,
to
if
sub?
tax is
No,
forced-
that's not
Oh my
forcing.
God.
Alabro, if tax is forced, what is tax evasion? What is tax evasion?
Oh God.
Tax evasion is illegal, you stupid
It
shit.
doesn't matter if it's fucking illegal. It's still an option.
Murder is an option too. You're fucking arguing out your ass.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Hey,
It's the same thing.
hey,
Tax evasion,
guys, Boogie,
it's
go
not
ahead.
a fucking
Let's get your
crime.
perspective in
what I'm
here.
trying to say, okay, like nobody gets mad when you charge for a movie because it costs money to make a movie. Nobody charges when you get mad for charging for a book because it costs money to print a book. Okay, live streaming is generally something we can do for free, so people expect that product to be given
No,
free.
that is
if
not.
you are
That is
spending
patently
money,
false.
no, but listen, if you're spending money to create a live stream, I have no problem with it. If you're like working really hard,
How
whatever,
would you do it for free? There's an opportunity cost that you're.
well, you're
That's
not
not
talking
even-
about that.
hold
What
on,
I'm
doing
this
the
isn't
live stream
even-
for 8 hours.
what I'm saying
isn't
is,
Let Boogie
there's
finish.
what I'm saying is, if
You
you
have to,
normally
like,
give your show away for
set up
free,
where you can stream. That's
what
so
I'm saying is, if you
untrue.
normally give your product away for free, and now there's a change, people fucking hate change. Okay, so if you're somebody who
And that's all
normally gives
this
your
is
product
about.
away for free, then you need to step it up a lot if you're going to do subscriber.
Okay, but that's up to the streamer, and this platform is
Of course it
only
is, right?
this
And at
platform
the end of
isn't
the day,
forcing
like,
people
I
to do
don't have a
subscriber-only
problem-
streams. They're saying now, as a creator, you have this unique opportunity to put
Right.
content behind a paywall. So allowing users to have this kind of liberty, to have this kind of freedom, I think is completely normal, completely understandable. I'm personally not going to participate in it, but I don't understand why people are so upset about it.
And actually, some of the people who are in favor of it in the
They're
stream, I
jealous.
want to say, you guys have made a really strong point tonight, and I've really thought about it. I think the next time I'm feeling particularly mentally vulnerable and I can't deal with like shitty people, I will go on a subscriber-only stream that night. And like if that does cut out one of my favorite, viewers, I apologize, but like, look, I need the safe space tonight, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Fuck it, right?
Y'all just scared of the internet, bro. Y'all acting like some hoes.
How are you going
Hey, one at a time. Hey, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Destiny, go ahead.
This is fucking, everyone here is like fucking business illiterate. It's like fucking cringe as fuck listening to this shit. Holy fuck. First of all, the way that you negotiate prices in our market isn't whether or not it costs something to make something, right? Nothing is determined that way. It's whether or not people are willing to pay for something. That's how we figure out who pays for what. It has nothing to do about the amount of
supply and demand.
Thanks, Casey. LOL. Fucking hilarious troll. You have any more dumb shit you want to say before I finish? Go ahead.
God.
Okay, thank you. Shut the fuck up.
Let Destiny go.
So the reality is, is that some people like
Squad
to
W.
Holy shit, I'm fucking triggered.
Destiny, do you have
If
any
somebody wants
feelings
to put their
on
shit behind a
Guys, let him finish. Let him finish.
You guys are like hopping around these different fucking arguments every time you realize your argument is bullshit, right? You'll say something like, it's fucking greedy. It's like, oh, well, what about sub buttons? Well, sub buttons don't force you to shit. Okay, wait, so what does that have to do with fucking being greedy or not, right? If you want to make money putting your shit behind a sub wall, that's entirely your right. If people don't want to pay for it, then they won't watch it. It's twitch.tv. There's millions of fucking broadcasters here. Go fucking watch something else if you don't like it. If somebody else puts something behind a sub wall and you're not a fan of theirs or you don't stream with them or do anything, why the fuck do you care? It's their business decision. It's their financial shit. To sit here as a platform of people that fucking scream into a webcam and call other people greedy is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard in my entire life. You're all fucking yourselves in the ass for the amount of money you could be making. It's absolutely fucking stupid.
So wait,
Raj,
you think it is?
do you mind if I say something? I'm in my car right now and I'm listening. And I just
Nico.
want to say one thing. Do you mind?
Yes.
Wait, no, the people on the show can't even talk.
We
Why?
get Nico. We can't get a word in. People can't get a word in edgewise. We're very crowded. What do you want to say, Nico? Go ahead.
I just want to say, okay, so is ABC the best and is HBO greedy because they have a subscription? I mean, it's like you guys are making no sense. I'm sorry. That's all I want to say.
No, but we're people though. Like we're not
Thanks,
we're not
Nico. See
selling
you next
multiple
time.
things. You know what I'm saying? We're selling our
Shut up,
personalities
dude.
and stuff. No, it's all about how people want to grow their community. My community, I would never want to cut
So
people
why
off
are you
because
angry
they
at other
can't pay.
people wanting to grow their
I'm
community
not.
in a different way?
Alabrel, I am angry at you because you're a dumb piece of shit that won't fucking close your mouth so someone else can talk.
Why
That's
are
all.
you angry? If it's about how they want to operate, why are you
I
angry
don't
at
care.
them
Wes,
choosing
knock it
to
off.
operate another way?
not going to do
Angry.
it. She's
I'm
saying
not
that she's not
angry.
going to
I'm
do
just
it.
saying
and
I
agree
am
with
not going to do it. But it's not allowed. You're not allowed to argue that it's not greedy or whatever. Like just because
I
people don't
absolutely
just,
am.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
But he just explained.
Alabrow.
He's going to use it as a tool to restrict
Alabrow,
the
let her
fucking
finish.
shit goblins out of his stream.
Alabrow. Alabrow, let her finish.
Angry troll doll.
Wes, knock it off.
Let me just finish a sentence, okay? Before you have to cut in and whatever. People decide to raise their communities differently, okay? I would never cut people off because they couldn't afford to watch me. I just wouldn't do that. That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying anything besides that. Do I see it as greedy? Yeah, but that's because this isn't my business. This is a hobby.
I wasn't saying anything else, but was I saying it was greedy? Yes, I was saying it was greedy. Boogie just explained to you that one of the primary reasons that this could be useful is to cut the shit goblins out of their fucking chat.
There's a lot of useful.
Okay. Hey.
I wasn't saying anything else.
Oh my God.
But this is the
Guys.
other thing I was saying. You don't even fucking listen to the stream of nonsense that is falling out of your
Nobody
asshole.
watches your channel because you're a dick. You're an actual dick.
Alabaro, you're
You
getting a
don't
little
listen
out
to
of
anybody
fucking
else.
hand, dude.
You're having your own conversation in your head. You're not listening to what anybody else is saying. You've already decided.
I'm having the own conversation in my
you've
head.
already decided.
You literally just said, I'm not saying anything else, and this thing.
No, you have already decided
Yes.
how I am finishing the sentence before I finish the sentence. That is why you jump in the middle of it and just go off and talk out of your asshole. Let
I
me say my
listened to you. You said,
No, you
I'm not
didn't.
saying anything
Alabama.
except that
I
it's...
think it's greedy. I think it's greedy. I think it's greedy. Will I ever
That's
have my
the only thing I'm fucking talking to you about, you fucking idiot!
Okay, guys.
I've said the same thing every single time.
Alabrow's
Alabama.
going squad
I have
W.
said the same thing every time.
Okay.
Only thing I'm talking to you about is your greedy comments. I don't need anything else to comment on.
Alabrow, call her shameless.
Greedy right now.
There's no reason
Call her
to
shameless,
fight.
Alabrow.
Okay, wait, can I say one thing now?
Yeah, go ahead,
Okay,
Candy. Go ahead, Candy.
After discussing this subject with my community, I also realized that there's a lot of people who do watch my stream a lot, but they don't subscribe because they have like part-time jobs where they go away for weeks and then come back and stuff like that. So I do understand for their sake, I don't want to leave them out. So I agree with Cutie too. Like I've come to that conclusion that I agree with Cutie also.
Okay, thank you, Candy. All right, does anybody else have any last-minute closing thoughts before we vote?
I'm going to use
One at a time. One at a time.
Fucking subscribers, dude.
Candy or Casey, what do you want to say?
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna use sub-only streams for some really avant-garde content. I'm just afraid if the masses see it, they might puke.
Big word. Did Destiny
I did not realize that this would trigger so many people. Holy shit! I thought this was one of our weaker topics.
It's really easy
because
to
nobody
trigger
here has
the
any fucking idea how the fucking real world works. You got dumb fucks throwing around shit like, "Oh, you're so greedy." No, do you guys watch the fucking Avengers movie? And you're looking like Robert Downey Jr. Like, didn't he get paid like $20 million this week? God, he's so fucking greedy. Like, it's the child 101 approach to creating internet content. Where you think everything should be fucking free, nobody should be fucking paid, and everything should be available to everybody on the internet. It's like we went through these arguments for 14 years.
Well, hold on. Hold on, Destiny.
This is my job. That's why I have a different opinion.
Destiny, just out of curiosity, do you think that perhaps the people that have that perspective are just doing so to cater to the audience that they're serving?
No, I think they're legitimately fucking stupid. They just don't know how anything in the real world works. They probably don't have real bills. Their mom and dad probably still pay for their fucking stuff.
This is my philosophy. This is my philosophy.
Those are great assumptions, Destiny. Those are great assumptions, but Twitch is not my business. This is my hobby, so that's why I think the way I think.
Okay, if this is your hobby and not your business, why the fuck are you giving your opinion on what other people do as a business? If this is what you do for fun, that's great.
Were we talking about it? We weren't looking at it as a business, were we?
Sure.
We weren't saying strictly as a business.
Then here's the comment that you're allowed to make.
You said it was greedy.
Shut the fuck up, Wes.
No,
this is the comment you're allowed to make. Then you say, listen.
I didn't say anything.
This is what you say. This is what you're allowed to say, okay? Or whoever. I'm sorry, was that Elbow? This is what you say. Okay?
No, it was Hassan.
Okay,
That was
Hassan.
Hassan.
This is what you say. You say,
okay,
you say, hey, I do this as a hobby, so personally, I won't use it, and then that's it. Then you shut the fuck up. This idea that other people that do it as a business are being greedy is the dumbest fucking thing in the world.
No, I never said as a business.
Destiny, I think it was greedy of you to go
person,
steal that
it's a
girl from New
greedy
Zealand
thing.
from her boyfriend.
That's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Dude, what I don't understand is why people are on the one hand calling this greedy, but then on the other hand getting upset that people might want to put their people might want to make business decisions to put their content behind a paywall. Like if it's so greedy and if it's not actually going to help the streamers get larger, it should be up to the streamers to make that awful business decision, right?
Yeah, I don't care if they do that. Like that's totally up to them. I was just voicing my opinion. People can do it. I don't care. Go ahead. Make your money.
No, I hope everybody understands that you're not gonna get
me. It does. Honestly, if anything, it does good for me because people aren't gonna be. Lots of people aren't gonna pay to sub, and so what they're gonna do, they're gonna go down to the bottom of just chatting and watch my stream.
Good one.
I
Okay.
think it's point though. That's my thing. Is you can do not have actually doing something for the people that pay to fucking sub to you. It's not just about that.
This
dude.
is my
I can play
philosophy.
games with them.
This is my philosophy. If for some
somebody, I don't want.
the reason streamers are outwardly outraged by this is because they know it's not a popular thing for their viewers, so they're not going to go openly support it. There's no way. Bruce, you can't tell me if in some alternative universe, if your viewers were like, fuck yeah, sub-only streams, and they were excited about it, and this was a great thing, you would totally do them. You're full of shit. I know you would totally do it. The reason streamers are outraged, is because the audiences are outraged. That's why. That is exactly why.
We're streamers. We're trying to fucking make the audience like us.
Raj, ever since I started streaming, I've been for the people. So why would I switch up and be for just, okay.
For the male people?
Of course subs. Of course, shut the fuck up. Of course subs go the extra mile and pay $4.99. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why you got sub mode. That's why you can play games with subs. That's why you can do other shit. But if you're separating your community, what you built from the mud up to the fucking skyscraper, why would you want to cut it in half? That doesn't make
Destiny,
sense.
I think
nobody understanding.
This is so stupid.
Destiny,
I don't understand how many arguments to ever have about a topic that most people keep claiming that they're not upset about.
If somebody wants to cut it in half, I agree that's stupid. Then don't. But why are you mad at them for it? Like you're either lying to yourself.
Nobody's mad.
You're either lying to yourself or you're lying to everyone else here. Because nobody says I'm angry at them, and it's like, why are you angry at them? Because they're cutting their subs in half. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
None
Why
of
the
us
fuck are
are
you mad
mad
at
about it.
We're just talking about the nature of it.
We just have opinions on it. That's it. Nobody's angry.
Cutie, I actually agree with you. I think Cutie, what you're trying to say is that it's not the same thing as sub button. Like, it's not selfish to have a sub button because like people are still going to be able to see the content, right?
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
I absolutely agree. If they want to, like, like cut their subs in half, whatever. That's entirely their decision. It's their channel. They can run it however they want. No one's like upset from like what I've seen. And we are like entitled to express our own opinions. But that's just I agree with you, Cutie.
Then. Like, oh my god, you're cutting
I know
your.
you can express opinions. I don't think anyone's like super upset though. You know, I mean, I think that making the correlation to like greed is wrong. That there's no correlation to being greedy by putting on a sub button. But at the end of the day, why would you care anyway? They're not paying your bills. If they want to turn on sub mode, if they don't want to have it on, that's entirely up to them. You know, so it's entirely just like a case by case basis. Whatever you want to do.
Just the fact that it's greedy doesn't make me mad. I can think it's
Oh,
greedy.
no, exactly. It doesn't make me mad.
Wait, why can't
It doesn't make me mad that it's
Now we're arguing semantics.
For someone that's
No, it's not
doing a little
semantics.
bit
It's
extra.
dishonesty. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
dishonest. When you sit
lying.
here and you're like, "Well, I think that people are going to use it to show their tits to people, and I think it's horrible for the platform, and I think people are going to lose lots of viewers." Like, "Oh, well, why are you so upset about this?" Oh, I'm not upset. I'm just saying it's like a really horrible, evil thing, but I'm not upset about it. Get me to the next fucking round. Holy shit.
Okay, all right.
Let me vote
Let's.
somebody
Hey
off
guys,
this
let's
motherfucker.
vote. Let's vote. Destiny's mad, and it's okay. I like it. Look, guys. I want to make one comment here. I want to make one comment. I personally think it's a poor business decision to put your.
Because you have like 14 subs, dude.
Okay, look.
Which is a good
Look.
time for everyone.
No, hold on, Hassan. Hold on, Hassan.
He's
Hassan.
got 114 for the
Excuse
next
me.
month.
First
because
of
what
all,
I pulled last week,
Hassan,
buddy.
let me finish. I actually think, from your standpoint, it would be better to recruit more subs. But I think a better long-term solution is to not cut out potential new viewers to your stream. I think it's a poor decision. There's been numerous people that I've tried to recruit from the show that have put their VODs behind a paywall, which has made it, and we've just given up. I mean, we haven't, we wouldn't even give it the time of day because, and I was a new viewer to try to absorb their content, but they put their VODs behind a paywall, so they just lost a potential new fan or new viewer. You don't want to do that. I think it's stupid. And look, I've always been from the school of thought that the less you I don't ever use sub mode. I would never do sub only streams. I don't like to restrict because I think it's a poor business decision. I think you should try to include as much of your community as possible. That's just my philosophy.
It's good for business short term, and it's terrible for business long term.
Right.
I feel like that's.
I honestly don't even agree, though.
I feel like it's bad for business short term.
Wait, hold on. Let Hassan go. Hold on. Let Hassan go. Go ahead, Hassan.
The reason why, like, Chapo Trap House, for example, is a successful socialist podcast, gets $150,000 a month on Patreon is because 50% of their content is out for public consumption, and then 50% of their content is behind a paywall. So people that look at the public consumption are like, oh, I really like this. I want to see double the amount of this content. So I'm actually going to pay $5 a month to be able to get 2 times the fucking content. It's a totally understandable business choice for plenty of creators. And I'm glad that the platform is offering.
But
it.
I think. Look, I don't know much about Chapo's socialist podcast, but what I can tell you is my philosophy would be that I think that perhaps he is foregoing a lot of opportunity costs by putting half of his content behind a paywall. I think that maybe unless that other half of content doesn't add any more added value to the current set of content, then maybe it doesn't change anything. But
no, it's just double the amount of content. If you like the content, you can get twice the amount of content by paying $5.
Yeah.
But those people are already making 150,000. You said. How
Because
about for the small?
no one is going to do subscriber-only streams going forward forever, right? That would be really stupid. I don't think anyone's dumb enough to do that. But what they can do is be like subscriber Sundays, for example, where they'll just have, and if people want to get access to that, they have to subscribe. It's just like an additional.
Brady,
it would just be basically an additional benefit of subscribing because currently you don't really get too many benefits by subscribing.
Brady, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to put my little tidbit in there. I mean, look, I come from a smaller community. Like, I get it, whatever. I get it. But the thing is when it comes to people that maybe can't even really afford it or spend their last $5 on you to sub, I think that sometimes it's nice to do something once a day for people that do a little extra for you. I mean, I have my assistant sending out stickers and cards and things like, let me talk.
You're saying the same shit. Shut up.
I do very special things. Like I send them out stickers and I send them out cards. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Do one day on full sub mode just to do something nice. I mean, I barely ever do that.
Anyway.
It's not about it's not always about business at that point, right? It's not always about like trying to grow your audience. Sometimes it's about doing something for the audience that you already have, the people that fucking fight for you, the people that really love you and then want to do something extra for you.
But
like
does a measure of their love for you mean how much they pay to watch your shit? I don't know if that.
At the end of the day, sometimes
You're putting words in my mouth. That's not what I'm saying.
All right.
Well, but no, you can say that. Fuck it. You can't pay bills with goodwill.
You're right. You're right. No, but like for me personally,
dollars.
For me personally, I've found ways to. You know what? Never mind. Look, are we ready to vote?
Also,
I was like Joe.
Real quick, one good meme. People saying like, you want to see mad fucking people on this? When this was first announced on live stream fail, people literally there was like a huge upvote of comment where people were like, we need to make a list of everybody that does sub only streams so that everybody cannot watch them and unsubscribe from them. Like, dude, give me a fucking break.
Look,
yeah, it's.
Look,
I want to do a
chat. I have a promise to you. I have a promise to you. I'm not gonna put subscriber only streams up. You know, I should. For now. Okay, I just want to make for now. I thought about tweeting that today's podcast would be a subscriber-only stream. But anyway, but you should use your Twitch Prime just out of the kindness of your heart right now, just because, hey, you know what? I'm not going to do that, so you should just subscribe just in case. That's what we should do. That's right. Just in case I decide one day you shouldn't be cut out of the content, so use your Twitch Prime right now, just in case. You never know. You never know what could happen. Maybe one day, so you don't want to be left out in the dust. So just use your just
if you're really smart, actually don't use your Twitch Prime and you save it, and never use your Twitch Prime for any streamer until there's one stream that's sub only you really want to watch.
All right. Okay. We're behind. We're behind. Let's take a vote. Let's take a vote.
Everybody who uses their Twitch Prime gets to drive Rajj Lambo.
No, yeah, true. I do. You get to drive my Lambo if you use your Twitch Prime, and that's the emote in the chat. Okay, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Let's take a vote. Vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. We're a little behind today, of course. Keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. Really exciting discussion, and we're only 2 topics in. Amazing. Thank you.
Wait till we get to the fat topic, dude.
Well, we're definitely going to get to the, I don't want to call it the fat topic. We're going to talk about the body shaming.
The fat topic.
It is the fat topic.
Oh, my God.
You have professional fat people in here,
Look,
so we can talk about it.
I still don't know that. If Boogie, I want to ask you this. If you suffer with a weight problem, are you allowed to, like, talk, like, down on fat people, like people that have a weight problem? Is it like the fat pass? Like, is that a thing?
Yep.
I try not to do it because like I try to empathize instead, but I guess technically anybody can do it, a skinny person, a fat person. I don't think anybody has like a free pass to be shitty to other people under any circumstance.
No, skinny people can't talk about it. No,
if you dealt with it, you can be shitty about it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, let's Destiny, congratulations on winning the round. You can't win 2 rounds in a row, unfortunately. So Sliker, you're in second place. It's time for you to vote off one of the 2 people we have in the bottom 2. Candyland or Bratty Cupcakes? Which one is it going to be? One or the other? You make your decision, Mr. Sliker. Who's it going to be?
I mean, whoever spoke the most.
No, Sliker, just make...
Oh, wow. Look at this guy.
Why not?
Look at this guy.
Sliker,
what do you mean, look at this
you
guy?
make your own decision.
Stephanie, you kicked me off because you thought I was a different girl. Like, you didn't
listen.
even know who I was. Like,
You're right. I'm glad I talked to you more this time because now I can kick you off because I know who you are. Holy shit.
thank God, I can't wait.
Kick off Bratty. Kick off Bratty.
You want Bratty? Okay. All right. Bratty, thank you so much for coming. Go ahead and shout out your channel.
Youna.com/BrattyCupcakes, Twitch.com/ Bye, guys.
Twitch.tv.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard. Thank you very much.
Candyland, I like your name.
Hey,
CEO, by the
get
way.
to grab the other titty now.
Yeah.
I love it. I was like, CEO.
Okay, bye-bye now. Thanks, Sliker. Thank you very much. Okay, bye, Bratty. Thank you for coming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next topic, unless anybody wants to talk about this anymore.
Bring us
Get us the fuck out of here.
Okay, we're going to get it out the fuck. Okay, so one thing I wanted to bring up today, well, we got multiple things I want to bring up today, but one of them being, and we've talked about this before, but we have some new perspective here. So I want to talk about, is normalizing obesity for the sake of body positivity? I'm sorry, Destiny, is this not something you...
No, go ahead. I feel like we've talked about this like 7 times.
I know, but we have a new perspective today. I want to just very. You know what? We'll come.
Loaded question, Raj. The way
you hit it. Don't let me.
That is absolutely loaded and not how reality is. No one is like trying to normalize obesity.
Because it's not fucking normal.
Right.
Yes.
Well, actually, by definition, it is normal. So you're wrong there.
It's
but-
not.
Can I
It's
start off-
acceptably normal.
Okay,
what is it?
What the fuck is acceptable normality?
Okay, so let me rephrase the question.
Healthy,
Hold on.
positive in the
What is
sense
the
of what
best way
keeps
to
you
approach?
alive.
A lot of people think that maybe if you're Wes's school of thought, that bullying people or talking down on them and body shaming is effective to reaching a solution to a weight problem. Do you think?
Well, that won't work.
I don't think that's true,
Absolutely fucking
and I can speak for
unbelievable.
that on a personal level. I get bullied for my weight all of the time, and like I've just been eating McDonald's even more.
Yeah,
Honestly, it hasn't
The
helped.
way
That's
I
fucking
personally
weak.
work. The
That's
way
what
that
it
I
is.
personally
No, I
work.
just-
and
I
maybe
don't
it's
wanna
because
know
I-
Well, all right, let's
Why
finish.
don't
Go ahead,
we instead teach-
Boogie. Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Trey.
the way that I personally work, when I get bullied, like when somebody's like, "Oh, you're gross, you're fat, you're disgusting," that makes me want to eat more because I'm an emotional eater, and so it's obviously not going to work for everybody. There's plenty of people out there who said, when I got bullied, it made me not want to get bullied anymore, so I decided to lose weight. There are plenty of people out there, but there's also plenty of people out there like me who are emotional eaters, and you fucking abuse me with that shit, you bully me with that shit, it makes me want to eat more. You're fucking killing me when you try to bully me out of being morbidly obese. But while we're on the topic, in case I don't get a chance to speak again, let me say one more fucking thing. Health at any size is bullshit. I can tell you personally that anyone who's 300-400 fucking 100 pounds, if you're morbidly obese, you are damaging your internal organs, you're damaging your knees, you're damaging your back. I have personally experienced it. I have watched hundreds of people in Overeaters Anonymous. I've talked to thousands of fans who've damaged their body by being overweight. Health at any size is bullshit. If anybody tells you otherwise, they are fucking lying to you. Talk to your fucking doctor. Thank you.
Yeah, and get off
I-
Red.
Healthy at any size movement.
Well, one at a time. Alabro, go ahead. Alabro, go ahead. Alabro, go
The
ahead.
healthy at any size movement is not about that. It's about saying that weight is a singular factor in a person's overall health, and a person that weighs 250 or 300 pounds can be as or more healthy than somebody else who treats their body worse and eats garbage. There are some people who are heavier than me that are in perfect health because they take care of themselves so very well.
But that's like
Healthy at
saying
any
somebody.
size-
But that's like saying
healthy
somebody.
at any size movement is about telling people that you're allowed to carry a little bit of fucking weight. It's between you and your doctor as to what is healthy.
Right,
It's
and
not
there's no
about
doctor-
other
there's
people
no
to
doctor
tell
in the
you
world that's not gonna
whether
tell
or
you to lose
not
weight.
you are disabled.
If
It's
you're
about
talking
your
to a doctor-
doctoring you.
What if you live in America and you can't
One at-
afford a
one at a
doctor?
time.
You're
Obese
wrong,
fucking
because there's not
overweight,
socialized
not healthy.
doctor tells you
healthcare.
not
One
to
at a
lose weight, you need a new fucking doctor.
Yeah.
If you're 100 pounds overweight, and your doctor's like, "Oh, it's fine. Get a new fucking doctor because he's a fucking quack."
It's just lying, dude.
Yeah.
It's impossible for that to be healthy.
What
for
you're
your
saying,
body.
How
right-
many
what you're saying
medical
right there,
doctors
that's
do
like
we have
chain
in chat
smoking.
right now?
What I'm saying is,
No,
if
but
your comparison is saying somebody who chain smokes is saying, "Well, yeah, I chain smoke, but it's not that bad for my health," compared to that guy who's literally shoving knives in his throat. Yeah, of course, it's not as fucking dangerous as shoving knives in your throat, but carrying around 100 extra pounds is going to damage your organs, damage your back, damage your bones, damage your knees. It's going to damage your fucking body, and it's unnecessary. And if it's unnecessary, then and you can lose the weight you should. Not everybody can. They might have a mental issue. They might have a physical issue. There might be something that makes it very difficult for them to lose that weight. And if that's
Everyone
the case,
can
I
lose weight
understand and I
regardless. You
empathize.
just have to find out how to do it.
You
There's
just
no
gotta
such thing
find
as
the right.
Thing is,
And
Boogie-
the answer to always do it, by the way, is always calories in versus calories out. There's mitigating circumstances that make them more complicated, but it's still always calories in versus calories out.
Always possible.
The way to make
Yeah, the
people
problem
weight,
with
not by
that, Boogie,
bullying
is
them.
that
Body
not
shaming is
everybody
good.
that's
It's
like
literally
overweight
weak or
is
strong.
like
One sec,
All
one sec.
studies have indicated it is the
And someone
opposite.
One
shits
sec.
on you,
Good.
you just
One
have
sec.
to be weak and you're
Hey,
gonna
hey,
shut down
hey,
and
hey,
keep being a
hey,
fat
hey,
ass.
hey,
But if
hey.
you're strong,
People are
what you're gonna do
bashing
is you're gonna
his
build from
waist.
that and you're gonna use it constructively to better yourself
What?
so you're not in
Wes,
that position.
Wes.
It's literally strong versus
Hold on,
weak.
guys.
said that he-
All
You
right.
cannot spew bullshit like that. Bullying people has been shown in study after study to be harmful to their weight loss strategies.
Right, of course.
Bullying people is not a good thing to do,
Boogie, just
regardless
like-
of the reason,
Jesse.
but especially in the reason for people that are struggling with their weight.
Right.
Absolutely.
If 9 out of 10.
So if you're fat, you
nine
get a
out of-
free pass.
No, listen to me. If 9 out of 10 people, okay, would lose weight because they got bullied, I don't think it's worth killing that 10th person for the other 9 people to lose weight. I think there's a better way to fucking do it. That's my opinion.
Okay.
But 3 out of
There's
10 people are
absolutely-
motivated by the bullying. The other 7 are knocked away from their path.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's
Jade,
even causing
go ahead.
like further escalation, depression, other things that occur. Like It's just bullying is not a practical strategy to implement in order to like avoid this like trying to make people healthier. Bullying has
Then
never
what
worked.
is the option? Everyone says education, all this shit. It doesn't work either. So
You
if
can
there's
tax
nothing
sugar.
that's worked,
It has to be self
Go
motivation.
ahead, Destiny. What'd you
fuck
say?
that.
Sure.
No,
I mean,
no
we can put really aggressive
Okay, so like
taxes
people
on.
like you, Wes. Sorry.
Hey, Jade, go ahead. Destiny, go
Yeah,
ahead.
we can put really aggressive taxes on things like sugar. Like that's one way to start it. Like clearly.
Yeah, like they did in the UK.
Make it
Yeah,
really
sure.
expensive.
Yes.
Honestly, when I was young, I was scared they were
I
going to do
think
that because
I think
like
another
sugar.
reason why America, for example, has a much higher obesity rate is literally because of the prevalence of high fructose corn syrup in our foods. And that is a direct consequence of the corn lobby and how powerful they are. It's not an accident that America, the United States of America, and Mexico consistently rank number 1 and number 2 and interchange with how big of an obesity epidemic they have in the country. So Destiny is absolutely correct. This requires systemic change. And obviously, if fat shaming worked, then Wes, who routinely fat shames himself, would be the skinniest motherfucker on stage right now.
It has worked.
Yeah,
And
fat shaming
Working
alarming,
right now.
If fat shaming worked,
alarmingly,
then I would have been fucking
creatures
skinny
in
like
America,
Oscar.
even wildlife in America, is fatter now than it used to be.
Okay, hold on.
Hell yeah.
Hold on.
I'm not kidding.
Are
Look
you
it
are
up.
you are you saying?
We need
Hold
to
on.
make
urban
it up so
creatures?
we can eat more.
Especially
water and
urban
in the
foraging
air.
creatures like raccoons and rats and such are enormous compared to how they used to be. But even deer out in the
We
fucking
need to
wild
learn. We need to make
are fatter.
technology.
Are you
than
saying
they
that
used
we
to
can
be.
talk
we're
to
body
those animals and then body shame them?
Are you saying that we're hold on,
No,
Alan Brown?
Body
Fat
shaming an
raccoon you
animal.
see in your
Yeah,
front
call them
yard.
fat fucking deers and shit, and they'll lose weight.
Well,
I mean,
Body shaming, bullying is not going to help anybody.
also think
It helps
about
three out of 10, so yes, it fucking does.
well,
Okay.
think about
That's
like
a
the
very
commercials.
one sec. Wes,
Don't say
quiet.
it doesn't help anyone. It
Wes,
helps a
quiet.
lot of people.
Wes, cutie, go ahead.
Okay, think about like the commercials or the overall marketing for like I guess anti-tobacco and stuff like that. Like, why is there nothing like that for obesity? Like that could be something that could be useful, right? Just education on a larger platform like that.
Because
Would
you
that
can
ever work?
quit
Or no?
smoking in a day. You can't quit being fat overnight. It's a year-long,
Yeah.
2-year, 3-year-long change, right? Like it's a completely different scenario.
No, it's also
Well,
because
I've
if they
been-
did
you
that,
guys
everyone
think
would
that
attack
McDonald's
them.
Candy, go ahead. Candy.
Yes, I've been close to people who quit smoking and snoozing, and it's not easy. It's not an overnight thing. It's really like a project for them.
It's all mental
quit
disorders,
both
right?
therapies.
Like
He's
it's all
right. You can
it's
do
a lot
that.
of addictive personality traits. So it's like maybe mental illness is part of it, like part of the conversation that we're just not talking about. Like I don't know, maybe there's just overall something that we're missing that like society as a whole just isn't hearing.
I will tell you that anecdotally, because I've never seen a study that talks about this. Almost every person I've ever met that was 200, 300, 400 pounds overweight, especially women, it's 99% case with women. Those people were molested like me growing up. And it's one of the weirdest things I've seen. It's seen such a weird correlation in my personal experiences by talking to fans, by being in Overeaters Anonymous, talking to people who said, oh yeah, of course I got molested growing up. It's almost a given when you go to Overeaters Anonymous that most of the people in that room were molested as a kid and or raped as a kid.
So it's like a
and
coping mechanism.
Yeah, it's right. And I'm not saying that's true. Everybody's like
I'm
50
knocking.
pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight. But I'm saying when you're approaching 400 pounds, 500 pounds, 600 pounds, that seems to be a common correlating factor that I have seen.
I feel like that 99% thing's way off, though.
Maybe. I mean,
Oh.
I'm pulling numbers
Yeah,
out of my
this is-
ass, right?
Yeah.
It could be 10%. I don't fucking
I've
know.
never been none of
saying
that,
in
and
my
I'm fully
personal
500
experience-
pounds, girl.
Yeah, I'm saying
I've
in
never
my
been molested.
personal experience, I would say 90% of the women that have talked to me about this stuff, if I dug long enough, they were going to say, "Oh
So-
yeah, I was sexually."
Boogie,
abused."
what's your perspective on the body positivity movement? Do you because like you alluded to earlier, talking about how it's bullshit, health at any size. Is that wrapped into the positivity movement? I mean,
Not in my opinion, because here's the thing: I don't give a shit what your body looks like. If you have giant tits or you have giant man tits, I don't give a shit. If you're 600 pounds, I'm a fucking American. If you want to eat fucking cheeseburgers for every meal 200 times a day, you want to hit 1,000 fucking pounds. It's your body. It's your fucking choice. I don't really give a shit, right? Like at the end of the day, so I want to leave people alone and let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. You want to pierce your fucking eyeballs. You want to cut yourself. You want to fucking cut your toes off because you don't like your fucking toes. You want to get morbidly obese. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. I'm not here to fucking judge you. I'm dealing with my own shit. This is my body. I'll figure out what to do with my body. You figure out what to do with your body. That's fat acceptance to me. Just let everybody do whatever the fuck they want. I don't really give a shit.
Well, nothing will ever get accomplished if we treat it that way.
What we're talking about is like,
but nothing gets accomplished when we bully people.
We fucking skinny or that you need to be fat. It's not my
Well,
decision.
even if you don't want to
tell
bully
Al
people, you
Brown
have to make
shave his
changes
fucking beard.
somehow.
That's not my
Like
fucking
you were saying,
decision.
Well,
That's
sure.
his fucking
So
face.
tax the fuck out of sugar. Make it harder to purchase stuff like that. Like make changes.
Right,
to food to
it
people.
really does.
We provide
Destiny's
fucking
right on this.
socialized health and fucking food to the populace, and
right
they'll
on
be
this.
able to make these choices.
Make
Most
sugar-
people eat shittily because it's the only option they can fucking afford.
Right.
Shittly's not a word, dumbass.
It's got to be
You
a
know,
systemic change.
Casey.
You've got to change this. You've got to change this on the level of the people who make the foods. That's the target. If you make it more expensive for the people who buy the foods to pay for fucking fructose, to pay for fucking sugar, to add to their food, they won't get sugar in literally everything. Go to the fucking store and try to find a loaf of bread that doesn't have added sugar. Go to the fucking store and find a single piece of processed food that doesn't have added sugar. It all does because it's cheap and it makes people buy your food. It makes
And
people
easily
addicted to your fucking food.
Well, it doesn't
Yeah,
all,
whenever
but-
it comes to
but
like
the cheap
income
stuff
levels,
does.
Grab 2
$99.9.
cheeseburgers, but it
whenever
costs
it
more money
comes
to buy
to
a
income
salad.
levels,
Like, why is that?
generally poor people, like, I don't know, they eat way worse, right? Because it's a lot cheaper.
That's what's available, right?
Right,
$1 for a
yeah.
fucking cheeseburger. When I was broke,
Like
when I was
rice?
living on disability for $800 a month, I would fucking eat human garbage. I'd eat absolute Pop-Tarts and shit because they were cheap. And when I would go to when I would treat myself, I would go to McDonald's, I get 4 double cheeseburgers for a fucking $1, and I would gorge myself on them because that's what I could afford. $4 wouldn't buy a salad at fucking McDonald's, but it'll buy 4 double cheeseburgers.
And
Fucking
here's
right,
the
brother.
most depressing fact you can ever fucking hear. When the McDouble was $1, somebody went on to the Freakonomics podcast and said that it is the most nutritive dense food you can purchase in America. Because
Yeah,
$1 gave you so much stuff.
It is actually though.
in that case.
Wait.
Aside from the loaded sodium, like not to fucking shock people, but aside from the loaded sodium, a Big Mac or a McDouble is actually relatively nutritious. I mean, it's all fucking processed and terrible, but if you look at the macronutrients, and if you don't eat all of the buns, you could technically have like a relatively healthy meal as a substitute if you were super poor with a bunch of McDoubles. But
I was doing that on
bouncing
keto.
off that fact, I just want to say that Alabel is 100% correct. There are 23.5 million Americans who currently live in food deserts, meaning that they don't have a healthy alternative in a supermarket in 1 mile in an urban area, in a 1 mile radius in an urban area, or a 10-mile radius in a rural area. Meaning that even if they wanted to eat healthy, it would be insanely difficult for them to pursue that.
Or they could just not drive and walk the far distance and still eat like shit, but the exercise will make up for it.
Yeah, but not everybody
For
has
every
time to
hour
do
they
that.
spend
Someone
walking
should-
is an hour they
Mile.
can't spend working.
Wait, did you just say someone should walk 10 miles if they live in a fucking rural area?
That's what Jared did.
Smart as fuck, boy. Just walk to all your fast food restaurants. Walk home and eat it while you're walking. Your metabolism will be spiked up because you're getting exercise, and then you can eat whatever the fuck you want. You just gotta walk everywhere.
Stupid.
But it's a good idea.
I don't mean to upset you, but this might literally be the reason why it's been relatively difficult for you to lose the weight, because you have no idea what you're talking about. You literally cannot outwork your diet. Your diet is
Wait, Wes, that's wait.
of losing your weight.
Shaming you for being an idiot hasn't worked so far either. So that's a little.
You'll
little
believe
thing that's going on
everything,
here.
man. It's so good.
Wait, hold on, Wes. Do you think that you can outwork your diet?
Yeah, 100%.
No way.
You can.
God,
If you're an
I mean, you
Olympic athlete,
theoretically
you
can.
If you're an Olympic athlete, you can, sure.
See, I'm an Olympic athlete.
You know
I'm
how
still a
many
wrestler.
have any of you been on a treadmill before and ran for, like, let's just say fucking 10, 20 miles? You look down at that treadmill, you've burned something like excuse me, I'm talking, excuse me.
Oh, sorry, Raj.
Oh, sorry, Poggy. Oh, my
Like
bad.
200
okay,
calories.
look,
Come on, you gotta meet yourself in
excuse-
appearance.
1 second. Look,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, you walk on a treadmill, 120 calories after 10 miles you burn. That's one
that's
fucking
'cause you
Chewy
walk.
bar.
Run
That's
there,
one
you
Chewy
fat ass.
bar.
Run there.
That's one Chewy bar. It's like 120 calories.
Get the
I
job.
can't tell if you're
that
joking
work?
or not, but you are spreading misinformation.
Wait,
Yeah, this
me?
is bad.
No, I said Wes.
Oh.
This is
I think
bad.
he's joking,
Wes is
but
dumb
like
as
for the
fuck,
record,
bro.
what Wes is talking about is completely false. In
Okay.
order to be able to outwork your diet, as Destiny pointed out, you would have to have a tremendous amount of muscle mass to begin with. So your resting metabolic rate needs to be higher. And on
And you
top of
need
that,
the
you have
capacity
to
to
do
do
an
a ton
insane
of
amount of
work.
activity.
Look,
Yeah.
look. I'd like to welcome Pokimane to the cast co-hosting with Hassan. Everybody say hello. Thank you for being here. Welcome.
Hi, Pokey.
Welcome. Thank you for showing up.
Is Ibrahim in another fucking call? What's happening?
Sliker, I have no idea where he's at. I have no idea.
He knows he'll stay until like round 4. He doesn't have to talk.
He's like talking to somebody else.
Oh, he's
He
here.
doesn't need to talk.
Why does it matter what he's doing?
Hello? Sorry. I was.
He's playing CS:GO with
Yeah.
Russell.
I'm not, dude. I'm
No,
so sorry.
really?
I was muted.
Whenever I get kicked off, will I get invited to your guys' CS:GO game, Destiny Sliker?
Hold on.
No, it's wait. So
Just out of curiosity, no, seriously, Wes, do you legitimately believe that when?
No, fuck off! Stop ruining the jokes, man.
Okay,
I'm just trying to get with it, but the more you ask, the more I look retarded.
Okay, well, look, I'm just wondering.
Quit asking me if I actually believe it.
Wes and everybody, you know what is true? Walking a little bit is better than not walking at all.
Good job,
Good job.
Candy.
Eat it
Good
all
job,
back when you
sweetheart.
get to
You're
the-
really
Yeah,
funny.
restaurant anyways, please. Are you undoing it all? You're undoing it all.
Thanks, Candy.
Okay.
Oh my
Look,
God, it's true though.
we have to eliminate somebody from the round unless you guys have anything to say about this. Slicker, do you want to chime in at all?
I just want to say, I
maybe
think it's
next topic.
Okay, Casey, go ahead. Casey.
I just want to say, I think it's fucked up that I'm not even that fat, but I get treated like I'm 300 pounds.
You're such a
You know
fucking
what?
victim.
I also get.
Hold on.
It's not a victim thing.
Life is.
No, you don't.
I'm sorry you have to go through that, Casey.
Thank you.
Hey,
appreciate it.
while I have a bunch of fucking attention here, and you know I like attention, let me say one thing. A lot of people say that like I normalize obesity by being morbidly obese and like being successful in my life while also being obese. I want to say right here, right now, I have suffered tremendously because of my morbid obesity. The last 10 years of my life, the quality of my life was absolute fucking garbage, okay? I could barely walk, I could barely move. I'm still dealing with the damage in my knees and my back and my fucking internal organs, and I will for the rest of my life. If you're watching this, I absolutely do not condone you being overweight. I absolutely do not believe it's a good decision. Learn from my mistakes. I will actively beg you to learn from my mistakes and fucking do better than me. Be healthier, be a better person, be stronger. Don't fuck up like I did, because if you do, you'll have to pay for it like when I did. And when the check at the end of that meal comes, you do not want to fucking pay it. So lose the weight now while you can, please.
Do I look unhealthy to you?
I don't want to pay the
like,
check
does
of
my
health.
weight look
Shit's
unhealthy?
expensive.
No,
Casey, you are so beautiful.
I don't think that you look
Here's
healthy at
Casey.
all,
Casey, you're
honestly.
beautiful, Casey.
What? No, I'm just saying, like, I get body shamed a lot on the incel subreddit.
People are going to like talk shit on anybody. It doesn't even matter if it's applicable or not. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is on the platform.
Listen,
You're
you
gonna
guys get
naturally
shit
have
on. You guys
toxicity.
get shit on because probably you're overweight, which I'm no offense. You
But
know what I mean?
like,
I get
don't
shit
even
on
matter
because
that are not
Let Slicker
relevant.
go. Slicker, finish.
But listen, I get you guys shouldn't just think of that. Everyone gets a diss that, right? I get this for my height. I get this for my baldness. Okay, so listen, everyone's equal. Okay, Pokey gets this for
Unfollowing us on Twitter.
Okay. Wes, really? Wes.
Oh my God, Wes.
Wes, check.
I didn't. Wes, check DMs.
Wes, check your DMs.
Wes, check your
There's
DMs.
a blacklist for jokes. No.
Bad man.
Wes, you really always go a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's kind of who I am. I'm sorry. That was a joke, smiley face. All right, what were we talking about?
Okay, all right. Anyway, continue. Slicker, yeah. Basically, what Slicker's trying to say is he gets hit up for his height all the time, and it's just.
But I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't really care about it. So I mean.
And his baldness as well, girl.
All right, mate. All
Right.
calm down.
And
Okay.
has people making fun of you fixed either of those things for you yet?
I don't give a fuck. You get me? Listen, I went through school. People used to bully him. Man, I used to pull out the little thing. You get me? Man, I used to shut that boy up. You get me?
Yeah,
Back in
I'm
those days,
sure
no
that
one
you.
used to fuck
I'm
with
sure
a
you
soldier
knifed
like
all
me.
sorts of
Shut your
people.
mouth.
Slicker.
Shut your mouth.
I somehow don't believe that.
Listen, all you need to do is this, okay? That people that talk shit to you on the internet, they ain't gonna do shit to you in real life. You get me? You
Yeah.
come up to them, they start being, they'll be nervous. You get me? When it comes to me, people start shaking and running away. You get me?
Okay, Slicker.
Okay.
Listen, I went to TwitchCon EU. These motherfuckers came up to me and were like, Slicker, can I take a picture? I was like, shut your mouth. You get me?
You're
Bro,
so full of shit.
These people came up to me
That's
on the internet. They be
bullshit.
dissing me, but when they come up on the internet, they, in real life, they don't do shit. Facts.
Wait,
it's
what
just
is
like
it
this.
that-
It's just like Alabrel. He'll be saying all this shit, being really loud. When you come up to him, be like, "Oh, Slicker, oh, is that really you?" Can I? Oh,
No.
shut the fuck up, mate. You be
But
in the
Slicker,
corner
it's
by
not
yourself.
always. It's not
You
always true, Slicker. Like,
Fucking fake piece of shit. Fuck you so
ain't
hard.
fake, mate.
You're the one that's crying that you came into my DMs and were trying to be a nice guy. Fuck you. Every time you come to me, I've said, fuck you. Because you're a fucking piece of shit.
Jesus
and you
Christ,
fucking
Alabro.
create all sorts of goddamn negative interactions here and
I
the world
disagree.
around.
I disagree.
So hard
I think
that I would do anything like what
Alabro, wait, hold on.
you do.
I want to say something now. I don't.
Alabro, you're the most.
Wait, hold
toxic
on.
person
Hold on. Would you say that to my face?
Absolutely.
Man, he's melted to his couch.
You stupid piece of shit.
Okay, I remember that,
Hey,
Alabro.
Alabro.
I will remember that.
Alabro.
I will remember that. No, I want when I meet up with him, I want face to face. If he says it to my face, you know, consequences may happen.
This is hold on. This is why excuse me 1 second. 1 second. This is why we
I've never had any training at all, Raj. Put together a boxing ring for us.
Sliker, slap your fucking head.
Hey,
I'm
look,
serious.
Look, all right, look. First of all, this is why, chat. This is why I want to do a live version of the Rajj Royale. Is because
They would fight on stage at TwitchCon. It would be
no,
fucking awesome.
no, it wouldn't be a TwitchCon. I don't think
You could get
TwitchCon
like
would allow
Casey.
that.
Well,
We
you
could
get
do
one of the
Hell
hot
in a
girls
Cell,
to be
and
a
you could do
ringer.
private sub only stream.
Yeah, sub only fight stream.
True. Hell in a Cell.
All right. So anyway, look, we need
That
a
would
vote.
be fully fun.
Alabro, I can give you tips on how to defeat Sliker, okay?
All right, look.
Hassan, I've told you ways. The reason why Hassan's happy, okay, I let you pick me up, okay, as a brother. If I wanted to slap the shit out of you, I would have slapped the shit out of you.
Honestly, if there's just a big gust of wind, Sliker will be taken away.
I mean,
You know what
doing
pisses me off?
MMA
What the thing is that
style,
pisses
he
me off
is-
listen to this. The thing that pisses me off is everyone here thinks I'm weak. Trust me, I'd slap the shit out of Destiny. He'll be crying like a little bitch. Even Milena would ditch him. Facts. And then what? What? I'm just stating facts.
You're so
The
friendly.
battle
You're
of the
like a friendly
leprechauns,
little
dude.
gnome in real life, and
It'd be
you're
awesome.
saying other shit. I don't know, man.
I care about you, so I just want to let you know, be a little careful about what you say, because.
All right, listen. Obviously, it's a joke, man.
Just say in a video game. Just make sure.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, true.
In a video
No, but
game,
okay,
and then
listen,
you did.
it's all fucking jokes, okay? Did I do that at TwitchCon? No, I was a friendly guy. In fact, I was the nicest person out of them all. Facts.
Yeah, you
Right.
I'm
You're
fake.
fake. You're fake, mother. You're a faker.
All
Why
right,
is he
listen.
faking? Alvaro, you're so annoying. Like I just
I
really
mean, I thought Alabro was so
That
smart
was just
that
like a
he'd
stroke?
understand sarcasm, but it seems like his intellectual behavior has impacted towards his hypothetic.
I agree, Sliker.
Good effort.
Sliker, it was a good try. He's just mean, and he doesn't realize when other people are mean, they're joking.
No, it's like the thing is with him, he's a hypocrite. He doesn't like being
Joking while
when he
being
disses someone-
mean.
Yes.
He's just being mean.
No,
it's banter between friends, Alabro. You're my favorite streamer.
Like I think Casey's a dumb bitch.
Whoa.
She is. That's not mean. That's true.
I'm a nice person. I'm not a bitch.
Yeah, she's a nice
Casey,
bitch.
don't take the victim card right now. Not this time.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, like, I think that Cutie Cinderella is a fake ass hoe.
Okay, all right.
I think
Girls.
that she uses 3 fingers to masturbate.
Okay, look, guys, girls.
At the end of the day, are Casey and I getting dinner together? Yeah, we're friends. See that? We just said mean things to each other. It doesn't matter. You get that, Alabro?
People are soft.
Sliker is constantly arguing about how he hates me and then DMs me about, oh, hey, bro, you want to be friends?
Look, hold on. Alabro, I'm going to come to Slicker's defense for the first time in a long time.
First time?
Sliker has been very well behaved in the last 4 to 5 weeks, and I don't think he's been very aggressive towards you at all. I think he's actually been very...
Name one instance. No. Name one instance. That's it.
Just now.
What did I say? No, wait. What did I say?
I would have to check the VOD. You definitely came at me, though.
So, listen. Thank you. If you knew I was talking shit about you just now, then you would say it. But you don't, Mr. Six-head looking motherfucker. You can't say shit.
Yeah, Adabro, you're the one who's been taking everything.
So, alright, well, six-head motherfucker would be one prime example.
See how that was a joke? Do you understand how he made a joke?
It's not a joke. I hate him.
You can hate on Alabro all you want, but Alabro has been content.
But you're
Alabro,
saying
you come across as such a bad person because you take everything so hard, like, and argue everybody. Stop it.
Get him, Candy.
Okay. Stop. Hold on.
Go ahead, Hassan. Go ahead.
That girl on Twitter.
Hey,
like,
Wes,
right
cállate ya, cujera, Wes. Ya, cujera.
Fuck up, Raj.
Damn, you
Being
just
mean
spoke
to
3
people who are
languages.
purposely being mean to
Raj,
others
it's not even close
is
anymore.
absolutely acceptable. But the reason why I stopped being mean to Sliker is because I genuinely think that he has a kind heart, one, and
Thank
two,
you.
he has the capacity to learn. And he has demonstrated that he has turned a new leaf and is being a lot nicer and trying to check himself before he says dumb shit all the fucking time. So that's the reason why I don't want to come across as vindictive. But don't think that like Alabrel is completely incorrect if he's like getting upset at someone. I just don't think in this particular instance he's right to still.
No, the
continue
thing
to
is
hold a
with
grudge
dude,
against Sliker.
Alabrel, whatever he thinks, he just thinks he's right. Whatever he says, automatically, he just thinks he's right.
Well, Alabrel,
sometimes-
know that, like, the reason why people are
listen to this. Listen, Hassan, the guy calls
he has
me.
been nice.
No, the thing is, he calls me a homophobic, sexist, like a hatred person. Come on, man. I don't come like that. You get me? I don't seem like. Why is Pokey smirking like that?
Alabrel, you must know you're not always.
Funny.
Wait, Alabrel, you must.
I don't think you're those things either, Sliker.
See? Any comment to that?
I mean, that's the thing, Alabrel, is anybody who knows Sliker would never say those things, so maybe you need to get to know him.
Yes,
but also,
Alabrel, you're not.
I think the banter card
Pretending to be a dick on the internet as a personality is just being a dick.
Your personality is being triggered, Alabrel.
Yes, your personality is a dick without even pretending.
Oh, Candy.
Candy.
Hold on.
Candy,
There's some
you.
There we got 8 head takes.
Well, go ahead, Destiny.
You walk up. Yeah. If I'm walking up to a friend and I'm saying a bunch of shit to them, that's banter. You can't say that to somebody that you hate and they hate you. That's not banter. That's just you being an asshole, right? You know that, right? I actually can't tell if people realize that or not. So like Sliker and Alabrel legitimately hate each other. And
I don't hate him. No, now stop that, mate. Stop. Don't ever say that. Okay.
Sliker doesn't hate Alabrel. Slicker's heart is filled with
I
love.
don't listen. I don't hate anyone.
Okay, sure. But Alabrel probably hates you, right? You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Also, Wes and Alabrel, I think I'm safe to say they hate each other, probably.
No.
Right? Okay, never mind. Wes is filled with love for everybody as well, I guess.
So wait, if he calls me,
if you banter with somebody that hates you, right? Chances are they're not going to perceive that as banter. They're just going to think you're being an ass.
That's true.
All right, listen to this. Alabrel, do you think you're a hateful person?
No.
So why do you hate me? That means you're hateful, right, guys?
Yes.
Oh my God, Sliker.
Thank you. Wait,
do you need me to go find clips?
Let me tell you how. Actually, this is right.
You
This
had
is
nothing but hate and takes of hatred for the first 6
This
to
is
8
all
months
every
I
show we
showed up
discuss
on
about this. But let me say
fucking
this, okay?
People change, Alabrel. Do you not understand that?
He's had 2 or 3 months of change and a fucking year or 2 of history. 3 months does not wipe away a fucking platform's worth of goddamn shit.
Recognize that he's trying to grow and trying to be
He
better.
seems to be acting differently, absolutely.
Oh,
That doesn't mean anything.
Chat.
He has
While
a
they're
profit
talking, we're
motive
going to
at
vote for
play,
who you want to
so I
keep, not
question
kick.
everything
I know, but
about
don't
what
you
he's
think that
doing.
We're going to vote for who you
why
want to
terms
keep,
of
not
service
kick. I'm putting the
are
poll in
a
the
good way
chat.
to like actually change and shape culture.
The poll is in the chat. Keep, not kick.
On these platforms,
Certainly.
Sliker is precisely the perfect example of someone who has.
He needs to be different longer than he was shitty for me to care.
All right. Yes, you are correct.
Okay,
I
so you have
was
a different metric, but
Okay,
the reason.
yes.
But what I'm trying to explain here is like. What I'm trying to explain here is, especially if no one, especially someone is not showing that they are genuinely trying to improve their behavior, or not showing that they feel like they have done something wrong in the past, then it's an acceptable place for you to be like, okay, I don't like what you're doing. I think you're disingenuous, and I think you're secretly still continuing to spread this sort of message. Because I'm not in disagreement with you as far as like what a lot of the stuff Sliker has said, but I also
realize.
feel as though it's mostly because it comes from a place of ignorance and not like purposeful hate. I know that functionally it might come across as the same thing when he says these sorts of things, but he is getting better. So getting upset at him only makes us look bad on the left, especially right now when he has shown and demonstrated.
Can I say something? No offense. I don't need anyone to back me up. I don't need you guys. You guys, I know I appreciate it, but no one needs to state the obvious, okay? I mean, it's pretty obvious now, okay?
You are
I have
doing
changed.
really good, Sliker.
Okay, Candyland, okay, listen. I've changed for the best. I said it myself, okay? I've changed. Yes, I was a hateful person because, listen, I was an OG loke, you get me? Man, I used to run about in the blocks and that. Man, I used to hang around with them.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
All right.
What was that?
Hold on.
Right,
One
used to
moment.
hang around with the boy them, you get me? Gal them, all them things. But I moved away from that, right? I'm on the internet. And now everyone I meet on the internet is everyone that's like their business friends. They ain't real friends.
Okay,
No
one
offense.
second.
Hold
on. We
I thought I was muted.
Hold on. We have somebody.
Wait, so you can be friends with people that you're in business with? Why not?
He's
That's what
just
you
I
saying
don't know.
looks at
I mean,
people
the
like
internet. Do you trust everyone on the internet? Would you
Yes.
trust everyone on the internet? That's pretty
I
stupid.
wouldn't
actually,
trust
yes.
everybody. No.
Well, do
No,
I?
but
trust
after
Be
a
friends with
while, you
There's
have to
those-
trust some
those
people.
people that you do have as friends, absolutely.
Okay,
I've
hey,
met some of my
look,
closest
real
friends
quick,
through
guys,
streaming
real
and
quick.
through-
I have somebody. I have somebody. Izzy Bear 713 wants to chime in on this topic real quick. 1 second. Hey, listen. Oh, my mic's muted on Discord. Hey, guys, listen up. 1 second. Sorry, my mic was muted. Fuck. All right, look. Izzy Bear 713 would like to chime in here real quick on this topic. Izzy?
No! I'm joking.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Izzy, go ahead. Izzy, go ahead. Izzy.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Raj? Thanks for pulling me in.
Yeah.
So, real quick, I'm going to chime in because I've been watching the whole thing and watching everybody go in on Sliker really hard. I haven't got to talk to Sliker since a couple weeks ago. We didn't talk when he did it, but he was in Hassan's room. He said, hey, I did go pretty far sometimes, and I'm sorry that I went at you that hard. So Sliker and I haven't had any back and forth since then.
Did I apologize? I didn't pull it. I didn't apologize.
We could go pull the clip. You said you were sorry you went that hard in the past. I mean, unless you're going to revoke it, I was about to say, I don't know if this means you're going to fully positively change, but I will come in and say that that's better than most people, and it made me actually feel at least a little bit more decent about the way it all went down. So
no, I mean, yeah, I mean, if I came across rude, then of course, and that's not a good thing, right? I mean, listen to this. I'm gonna say this to every single person here, there, and Gussel Gahba, right? If I got attacked verbally, I won't like it. If you guys got attacked verbally, chat, you won't like it. These guys got attacked verbally, they won't like it. So I saw it like that. And let me be honest, Twitch can change me. When I went up, I see myself as a king. I see myself, you get me? Everyone came up to me, Gal came up to me. Yo, on my mom's life, it was an experience, you get me?
Okay, all right. Look, we got to eliminate somebody. We're way over time. But
just a real quick finishing point for me.
Yeah, sure.
I still haven't fully said, yeah, I accept that from fucking Sliker, and that's all great. He's a good guy. All of you, chiming in on Alibel aren't thinking about the factor Alibel belongs to the community Sliker did go the hardest against. So if anybody's going to have a hard time accepting that apology, it is us.
Okay.
Excuse me. Hold the fuck on. No, before.
Okay. Hey, Sliker, hold on to that thought. Hold that thought. Remember it, okay? We need to eliminate somebody. Hold on to that thought. Keep repeating it to yourself in your head. Stick around 1 second. The end of the round has come, Sliker. You won. Congratulations. With 32% of the vote in the bottom two, Casey Tron and Wes, by the way, to be eliminated from the show in the bottom two. Now, Sliker, you decided, I think. Did you decide the last round?
When does it vote?
Yes.
It's Destiny's decision.
Destiny, it's your decision who to vote off the show. It's either Casey Tron or Wes, by the way.
Can I get the link from that one?
You know what, Casey Tron, you're pissing me off a lot today. Wes is saying.
Oh, you're just saying that because you want to play CSGO?
Yep. Wow.
You guys are inviting me to the round, right?
Wow,
Casey.
Casey.
Have to go to war over it.
I can't
Am I getting
believe that.
invited to Sliker and Destiny CSGO or not?
Thank you, Casey, for coming. Go ahead.
Last time, no offense, Casey Tron. Last time I invited you to CSGO, you had no content, so maybe.
I had plenty of fucking content. Why are you always fucking shitting on me for my fucking content? I do great. That's fucking bullshit. You fucking sit there and play games like everybody fucking else does.
Right,
Don't fucking call out my fucking content. I have a fucking 5-star podcast coming out tomorrow. Where's your fucking podcast?
Okay, why are you fucking nodding like that, okay? First of all, shut your mouth. This girl's saying all about shut your mouth.
Casey has tons
No, I'm just saying, don't fucking come at me for my fucking content.
though.
Like, you guys shitting on my content, it's fucking bullshit. I've been a fucking content
Hey,
queen
listen
for
to
years.
me, Casey. I wanna. You messaged me.
Suck my dick. Suck my dick.
No,
Sliker.
don't leave.
Listen
Let
to
me
me.
speak.
Suck my dick.
It's not
You're
fair.
fake.
It's not
I
fair.
swear on my mom, you're fake as fuck.
Okay, let me say something.
Casey.
Let me say something. All right, there you go. Okay.
Casey?
Okay, she's gonna watch it anyway. All right.
Candy,
First
join
of
the
all,
room again.
she might have content on her own stream. And I don't know. I don't watch her streams. Yes. But when she joined us, she had no content. That's what I'm saying. I said it about Halesby. Fuck's sake. I want a group of people where we can diss each other. Not to be asked like, oh, hey, Casey, I can't.
People get
shut your mouth, man.
Sliker, I think you just need to be careful about like who you banter with, because I think some people don't take it as banter. Because maybe you.
No, I swear, I thought I was cool with fucking Casey Tron. I don't know why she has to go to a certain extent. This is what I mean. Sometimes they bait you, and then what? I'm gonna get. The funny thing is, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying that.
Hello.
I guarantee Casey you were joking, and I guarantee Casey was joking with you, Sliker. So.
I feel like that was just like playful. I don't think that it was like
that was
actually
playful.
serious.
None of that was real.
Okay.
I genuinely don't think it was real.
Okay.
Hey, Raj.
Sorry, I know I misclicked my fucking webcam button.
Hey.
All right.
Nice, Raj.
Sorry. Look.
You look real cute.
Okay.
So focused.
Look. All right. So let's move. Sliker, that thought that you held on to.
Shit.
You lost
All
it,
right.
didn't you?
Can you? What was we speaking about?
Izzy. Apology.
Oh. So okay. Listen, I mean, you should always move on, okay? You shouldn't hate on someone, because I ain't verbally said anything to you. Who am I to you, Alabrel? Tell me. Who am I? Tell me. Some guy from the internet. So you're showing yourself as
the guy who has been on this show with me and countless times said incredibly misogynistic, homophobic, and transmisogynistic shit. That's who you are to me.
Listen to this, bro. Listen. When I ask you a question, it's just one simple answer. Yes or no.
I gave you a simple answer.
Who are you to me?
Who are you to me? Yes.
You're not helping yourself.
Alabrel, but to what point?
Yes, no, maybe.
To what point is he unredeemable? Like, if you're working,
I didn't
to try.
say he's unredeemable.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Alabrel, I'm not finished. Okay. What I'm saying is if you're preaching a perspective or preaching ideology, and you're hoping that you'll make the world a better place, and you see somebody like Sliker who's actually making advances towards reforming, why would you not applaud that or encourage that? Why would you still call him a piece of shit? Like, why would you?
Every time I'm asked, I recognize the effort that he is making. I question his motives, and his 2 months of effort does not count for shit to me for the year of shitting on marginalized communities. Once we get towards 8, 10, 12 months, at that point, I will be like, okay, maybe Slicker's a really cool dude. Maybe I should hang out with him. Maybe he really has changed, and maybe we should be talking.
Okay, Jade.
Hold
on, hey, Jade, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask him something, but he already answered. I was basically gonna ask him, do you think that people should be condemned forever to the things that they say, even if you see them trying to change? So.
Wow.
Well, I just wonder. I wonder if you're.
Alabrel, by that exact same mentality, though, you should also hate Destiny. Destiny has said terrible things in the past as well. That I would never hold that against him. He's done years and years of work.
Alabrel just said that if you spent some number of years like undoing it.
Yeah, Destiny has had years of history showing.
Technically, you've been an internet libertarian for a longer time than you've been a leftist on the internet. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but that was like 5 years ago.
What are you eating, Bruce?
You know what,
I agree with you regardless. My
It's
point
not
is
about absolute time. Sliker was a very rough person for likely the entirety of his life. And he's made about 2 or 3 months worth of effort at this point.
That's because
Destiny
I was
has
an
made
OG
3 to 5 years of change, and that counts for something regardless of how long you've been a shitbird.
Yes. Well, ever since the beginning, Alabrel, I think that Sliker showed very much like remorse and trying to understand you. I really think so. Ever since the beginning, and you're the one who's like, no, I
don't think you were paying attention if you think that.
I was.
This is my question, Alabrel. Do you think that maybe you're like perpetuating hate by keep bringing it up, even though he is trying to change?
I don't keep bringing it up. You all do. I don't fucking say anything about Sliker until people talk to me about Sliker.
True.
You guys literally just went back and forth for like 10 minutes.
If you hate him so much, why do you
like,
take part in things that he's involved in?
Everybody's
Like,
always
people I can't
angry
stand,
at me
I stay
about
away
my
from.
feelings on Sliker, and so they yell at me about them, so I talk about them. I don't care about Sliker. If Sliker's changing,
If I came
great,
up to you and
I
shook
will
your hand,
reassess
would you?
Sliker.
Well, if I
But
came up to
no,
you and shook your hand,
not
would
at
you
this
allow it?
point.
That's our fucking fault. Because if he did, I would have had that 100% bacteria free again. All right, that's a okay. That is a fucking joke.
All right. Okay, we can move on.
Sliker, you need to learn who you can joke with and who you can't.
It's a joke.
Some
right?
people, no,
Listen,
I know,
the guy
I know it's a joke.
refused
Some
to
people
shake my
can't
hand.
Some people
Yeah,
can't
that's
take a
weird.
joke, Sliker. You just have to learn.
You need to be able to forgive people.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Who is Alabrel to me? He's a fucking no one. Do I give a shit about him? No. Let's move on.
Okay. All right.
No offense.
We'll move on.
I couldn't care.
Fair enough.
Dude,
Fair
if the guy doesn't like me, it's like, you know when I take his
No, that's a valid point. There's no reason.
So why do you keep talking about it?
The
Fucking
only
leave
reason
it be.
Sliker talks about it is because he wants to look good for partnership. He doesn't give a flying fuck if you hate him.
I know. That's my entire goddamn concern.
All right, well, he can hate me or not.
Okay.
But listen,
guys.
Mike.
Okay, Alabro, your beard. Oh, I mean your mic is. All right, there you go. Okay.
I know.
Let's move on. Let's shift to a topic that we can all talk about. All right. This is an interesting one. This is going to be divisive. I know it is.
Oh god. This is the one you warned me about.
This is the one I warned you about. It's a very scary topic. Everybody, strap into your seatbelts.
Oh, no. Alabrel has done his research
Look,
now.
all right. Look. Okay. So I want everybody's honest opinion here. Okay. So in California, there's a proposed bill. I think I'm not sure if it passed or not. I have to check on that. That would require the California Department of Corrections to house, search, and refer to inmates according to their preferred gender identity without the need for any doctor's certificate or chemical or surgical change. My question to you guys is this right, or does it put both staff and other prisoners at risk?
Wait, one more time.
Break the question down.
Let me break it down. Well, first of all, I asked the question after I gave you the context of what happened. Okay.
Well, do it again.
Do you need me to read it? I tried to read it slowly. Was it not slow enough?
I didn't understand.
Did I lose you? Okay.
Prisoners want to be called whatever.
Okay.
Whatever they identify as. Is it okay or not?
Like their genders, or how should they be sorted within their cells?
Yeah, if they identify as a fucking Alkin, the guards have a call Alvy or whatever.
But the thing is that I think that if you identify, correct me if I'm wrong, but according to this bill, if you are a male, if you are born a man and you identify as a woman, you could be put into a female cell block. I think that's
but that's
prison
not how
gangs
prisons
are
do it.
Wait. What? Go ahead, Jebby. What do you want to say?
Okay, how prisons do it is usually they house the inmates that are transgender, gay, or lesbian in a separate housing according to their, gender identity. They don't really put transgender men in male dominated precincts or whatever.
I have to chime in. I wasn't going to come in for this when Raj asked me to, but I came in for the Sliker and he just trapped me.
Okay.
So you're actually kind of incorrect on the overall, Juggy. That's how certain places do it, and a better way to do it. But most trans women who get held in facilities right now are held in men's facilities and end up being put in solitary confinement for excess of up to 6 years, where they go psychotic because they're locked in a 6x6 dark room and they kill themselves. They have a higher rate of being raped and assaulted by guards as well as inmates, and the murder rates are through the fucking roof.
Look. The way that hold on. Let me stop you. The way that this article is it doesn't allude to a separate area. It doesn't.
Because it's from the Federalist, dude.
Well, there's multiple.
Hold
on. There's multiple.
Are you looking at the link from the Federalist?
There's multiple. No, but there's multiple sources that have written about it. It's not just the Federalist.
So let's ignore the sources. Okay. So we have, this is SB Senate Bill 132 for California. Okay. So they preface the bill by saying that trans people that are put into prisons face an insanely disproportionate amount of violence, right? So this is in the text of the bill itself, right? The people of the state of California do enact as follows. And then here are some things that they declare. In California, a study of the state's prisons found that the rate of sexual assault for transgender women in those prisons was 13 times higher than that for men in the same prisons. And a 2011 to 2012 survey, 40% of incarcerated transgender individuals reported experiencing sexual victimization while incarcerated, compared to 4% of all incarcerated individuals, right? So setting the stage is that trans people get fucked in prison. I don't mean it like that, but like they get like severely, it wasn't how I meant it, but like they get fucked in prison, right? It's really, really, really bad for how trans people tend to be treated in prisons.
So what is the bill like trying to change? Because all that I heard is
the bill is making it so that if you go in and you say, hey, you know, I identify in this way, can you house me in some other place? They'll do that. So a trans woman
should.
Yeah, so a trans woman that goes into prison doesn't have to be housed with men, where she's much more likely to be, you know, sexually assaulted or assaulted otherwise.
For safety reasons, they absolutely should, because if they put them in their
yeah, and then here, just to head off, because this is like
that's what I said, right? That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what the original context.
Why would this be divisive? Who would be stupid enough to say that?
Because people are going to say, oh, well, what if trans women what if a guy pretends to be a trans woman so that he can just go to a woman's prison and rape all the women?
The headline from the Federalist reads something similar to "Men are going to be allowed to go into women's prisons because of this."
Yeah, but you know what?
Who's going to be angry
what
about
if you could do like
this?
some sort of like psychological test, or like something where like we can make sure that they're not like they don't have ill intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like what if they like establish something like that?
The worry with that
going to be questioned is what the article said, right?
The worry with that
is
read the
bill.
I'm muted, no wonder.
Okay, but I think that the solution is like what Yabi is, or how Yabi like said he thought it was from the beginning, like to maybe have a separate place for people who are transgender
Bruce,
and gay.
go ahead. Bruce.
Yeah, to keep them. Go ahead, Bruce.
Bruce, go ahead, Bruce.
All I want to say is, what about all my niggas in jail locked up for these bogus ass weed charges? They gonna pass a bill.
That's another topic.
That's a whole different conversation, Bruce.
But I'm saying though, I'm just saying.
Bruce just misses his friends, okay?
I know.
Whoa! Why would you assume his friend?
He said that. He said all his
I'm
friends.
saying, like for real, like yeah.
He said, "God, Sliker."
Bruce, I would like to brag about my state very briefly. We are throwing out 600,000 prior convictions on small-time weed charges as part of our decriminalization of marijuana in Illinois.
Good.
Illinois? Wait. Oh, I thought
it's in Canada.
In Chicago, right?
Yeah. Further, they are providing preferential treatment towards Black people for opening dispensaries as a form of reparation towards them for the unfair policing that has happened due to marijuana.
Wait a fucking second.
So and then on the topic with the jail shit or whatever, so like y'all basically saying like, okay, I don't even like talking about like, you know, trans people because shit always get twisted.
True.
Like that's why I don't be saying shit because like I don't be bro.
The thing is, you might say something.
Sliker, let him finish. Let him finish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because if I say something, then it's like, oh shit. So you saying this?
True.
Alabama big ass, he gonna be like, oh, so you saying? I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to say that.
All right, then maybe you should have stopped at the first sentence. If you're uneducated on the subject, maybe you should not reveal how uneducated you are on the subject in front of 28,000 people.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, the thing is, no,
people are dying, Bruce. As a matter of fact, Black trans people specifically are way more likely to be killed than any other group in America, which is precisely why.
People literally, I don't know.
Serious issue.
You lost me.
It makes 100% sense to do this.
Let me say something, Hassan.
If you are a trans person of color, your life expectancy in America is 36
Look at fucking Syria and all that shit. People are dying over there for
30
politics.
I know years old in America.
You guys are begging to get a new fucking president when there's people still dying out there because of your dumb country, bro.
This is you get upset when uneducated people talk about murdering your Sliker. Do you not get upset when uneducated people openly say, "I'm uneducated, but we really should nuke the fuck out of Syria and Iraq"? That's frustrating, right? You should be able to understand and empathize with trans people in this instance.
Hassan, that's literally what Bruce said. Bruce says, "I don't know about this, so I'm not going to say anything." That's literally what Bruce said.
No, I'm worried that he's going to fall. No, he said that he was prefacing it as though he was about to follow up with some shit. That's why I'm like,
no, he was stopping. He was done.
I was done with that shit. That's why I don't talk about that shit. Because
that's why he was sorry. Yeah, that's why
I apologize then if I misunderstood your intentions. My bad.
Because you just gonna flip it on me. You see, bro.
I mean, a question is, could you just could you ask them? Could you give them a choice? Like, if they are male to female and like, would it be hard to say like, hey,
Yes.
it's safer for you to go, here, but like, what do you want to do?
As the bill is written, what it says is upon intake, they will be asking them what their gender is and then treating them as such.
Okay.
In the exceptions that there is a security or safety concern, they are allowed to request to be put back into whichever one they would have been biologically, if you want to use that gross terminology. And the state also reserves the right, if they feel that there might be a huge safety risk, to say we might need to do something special with you, even though you're saying you identify this.
Yeah.
So at that point, like, for safety reasons, would they still force them into that, or how would that work?
No, it sounds like it's all their choice, right?
Well,
that's the point of the bill, is making it their
I'm
choice.
concerned about the wording. It sounds like but the reason California is introducing it is to protect these people, so I don't think it's likely to be abused that way, but it is written to state that the correctional officers, etc., with the permission of the chief of the Department of Justice in the state or his assignee, so that could be any asshole, can override that.
The only opposing argument,
so
like,
it
why
can
would
be
someone
overridden,
upset,
is what you're
I guess,
saying, just in
was
case.
just-
Like, because in the off chance, it's
Oh.
very rare, but in the off chance that somebody is abusing the system, that it can be overridden.
Yeah.
Bruce.
I want to say something.
I got a feeling, if I can.
Sure.
I get a feeling this is going to end up being the same results. Let's say a male to female trans person ends up in a female prison. The very first time they run into any problems, it's going to be the same thing that happens in the male prison. They end up in solitary confinement. They're going to end up being fucking miserable there too. I can't imagine it's going to be pleasant to be trans in jail, no matter where you fucking end up.
But we don't know that yet.
I feel like it wouldn't work if they asked them what their gender is, because they need to give them their own facility, because like they should just be sent to their own facility rather than like them choosing where to go. It's still going to put them at risk.
That's not a short-term solution.
Regardless, so they need to keep them safe. But
They're not
the law-
choosing where they go.
Yeah.
Upon intake, they will be asked,
right,
what is your gender? Most people will give no thought to that question whatsoever.
Oh.
Most people will answer, "Oh, I'm a male." Okay, they'll give some shitty.
so rather than saying
right.
what do you identify as, you think they should word it then?
No, it's just going to be a normal question.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go commit the biggest crime now, and then I'm gonna go say I'm a female, even though
It'll be like
I'm
walking into your doctor's office. The doctor's like, gender, and you'll say reflexively whatever your gender is.
I will say that this sounds like the plot for the worst Adam Sandler movie ever.
Oh
Who the fuck is that?
Who? What do you mean? Who the fuck is that?
Whose voice is that?
It's BOOGIE2988.
That's Boogie.
Oh shit!
His mouth is moving and everything.
I thought there was someone else
Yeah,
here.
but I don't think putting them in their own facility is going to work, just because it might work eventually in the future, but like right now, the quickest solution is just laws that protect them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted
absolutely.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in and chime in. So, like, Raj asked me to come in to comment on this earlier, and I messaged Brell, I messaged Hassan, I asked Hassan to message Destiny so we could try to figure something out. The two trans people in here are saying the same things, y'all. We don't even know how to address something like this because studies have never been done. What this is a bill to try and protect people from being like murdered, sexually assaulted, and beaten. And in all honesty, I'm always against segregation, but on this topic, I would vote yes on that over doing nothing with the current system. So it seems like supporting this is the best route. Absolutely. And that's me as a board member to the largest trans-led nonprofit in the United States. And that, like, at that level, I don't know about this fucking topic because there's no statistics, there's no research, there's nothing to look at.
Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm also really worried. I'm also really worried that if we
Exactly.
segregate.
Go ahead.
I'm also really worried that if we segregate, you're going to end up in a much inferior prison. Not like there's any really nice prisons out there anyway.
Oh yeah, I agree.
That's another really like big concern. Like I just don't see any. Well, like, obviously we have to try, and I encourage us trying. Right? Like we have to pass bills and laws that will hopefully like save lives. Like let's do that. There's no downside to that. But honestly, it just seems like such an insurmountable problem. It really does.
I think the best thing is
let's abolish prisons and then fix the whole issue.
No, but like if the police or the people in the jail are looking at every individual like situation and do what's best for the situation, I think that's the solution.
Okay. All right. Look, It's the end of the round again. If anybody else wants to chime
Really?
in.
I've had my hand up for 5 fucking minutes.
Okay, all right.
Fuck you. I want to talk.
I'm not looking at your hand because usually you fucking talk over everybody like a fucking idiot.
But it's a civil discourse. So for once, I'm
okay. All right.
adapting to the
Wes,
situation.
Go ahead, and then Alabro.
I want to talk, like, no one's brought up the thing. It's like prisons are normally broken up based off the types of offenders. They're sectioned off, like, low, mid, high tier types of offenders. So if they do this and they split all the trans people into their own unit, that's something you have to look at as well. You're going to have to, like, broaden it even further because you're going to have to split it based off of their offense types. And then when it comes to the rape and sexual assault stuff, if it's all trans people, that shit's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to happen within its own ranks to be trans on trans violence instead of, like, you know, the male prisoners on trans.
We don't know that. What do you mean?
Well, what do you mean? How not? That's
if trans people are being sexually assaulted at large in prisons, and we section off trans people so they're not being sexually assaulted at large. How can you just say, well, that's just going to happen? They're just going to start doing it to themselves. You don't know that.
I mean, it's what? So straight men rape, but trans people wouldn't be sexual assaulters?
He's talking about, I think, in general, that there is a lot of crime in prison, is what Wes is saying. So he's saying it's going to happen no matter what.
Well, but right now, what we see is that trans people are victimized at rates like 10 times more than like a non-trans person, like a cisgender person.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
So the goal is to separate them off, so that with the assumption being that cisgender people are the ones sexually assaulting them.
But
do we have to make a totally new prison? Do we have to have trans prisons so there's no interaction between the two groups of people, or do we have to?
I feel like we're getting to the point just for safety. I feel like we are.
Did you listen to what the bill was and what we were discussing?
I mean, just think about the people that.
Yeah, like they go off and do their own thing. But I didn't hear anything about being in
talking about
prison.
sorting them into the fucking prison that they identify gender-wise with.
Can we break
That's
it
what
down
we're
to the
talking about?
So if you're a man and you identify a woman, you just go to male or female prison. We're not talking about separate
You
wards.
can't be a man and identify as a woman.
What?
Can we break it down to like the most simple? Can we break it down to like the most simple point here?
Too woke about
Wes,
it.
do you think that like prisoners still deserve like protections, the ability to survive, and everything we can do to reduce violence or harm against them? Because that's what guards and the current broke system is supposed to focus on. Right?
So yeah, then we're gonna have to hire new guards as well. Like, what we want to have trans only guards because
no
a lot
one is
of the
suggesting any of that. Like you're going down this like crazy radical route. The only
No,
thing
I'm
that's
not.
being
I'm trying to
suggested-
rationalize how it works.
No, I think it's.
Since y'all are talking about you have no fucking idea, at least I have the balls to try to put something up there and address some of the issues with it.
The law that's being suggested doesn't even talk about segregating them. It talks about sending them to prisons of the gender they identify as, not segregating them into their own. That was a random suggestion that came out.
How the fuck would that help? There's no safety in that.
There is.
No, there isn't.
Wait, Wes, there's a reason why there's female and male prisons from the first place. Like we are not mixing. Yeah. Wait, do you understand what I mean?
Sure, but that doesn't. How are they going to have more safety? A man, someone who was born a man or whatever, identifies as a woman and then goes to a female prison. Why would there not be sexual assault there in the same place if you flipped it and sent a man to a woman that wants to be a man into a male prison?
It's not a woman that wants to be a man. See, like the whole problem with this is your base arguments involve
you can attack
transphobia.
whatever the fuck you want, but I'm talking about the people. How does it get rid of
fundamentals of the shit that you're saying?
Fuck off! I don't care about your nomenclatures and the words you want.
No, but
Okay,
no.
without
Wes,
getting
Wes,
hold on,
Wes.
without getting semantic, okay? So the problem, Wes, is that it seems like trans people are uniquely targeted for sex crimes compared to other people. So the idea is that if you sort trans people based on the gender that they identify with, that would cause a reduction of the number of sexual assaults or other violent crimes in prison. That's the idea, right?
That seems illogical to me.
Wait, but why does it seem illogical? Wait, let him answer. Why does it seem illogical?
What would it change from just taking someone who's a trans woman and put it into a female prison?
So let's say that we can envision a trans woman, okay? So so a man that was born as a man or a woman that was born as a man that has, whatever, and then identifies as a woman, that goes to a male prison, right? That person is more likely to be sexually assaulted, maybe because of the way they look, maybe because of the way they present to other guards, right? If you take a trans woman, right, and you put them in a prison for cis women, if you organize them that way, then the chances of that person being sexually assaulted, we would expect that to decrease. Does that make sense?
I don't think it would decrease. I
See,
mean,
wait. Now, what do you?
the women sexually assaulting them instead of the men?
Why don't you think that?
Alabra, I'm not talking to you. Shut the fuck up.
Hold on, Wes, he's a part of the discussion.
I'm literally
He's a
talking
part of the
on this
discussion.
fucking panel. We're all being brain dead about
He's
this.
on
and
the
just being
panel,
triggered
Wes.
by the words I'm
Single
using.
trans person on here right now speaking.
So that doesn't mean you know everything. Just because I'm a fucking that is so stupid. Just because you are something doesn't mean you know what's right for something.
You're the
Shut the fuck up.
Hey,
you don't know fuck all.
Guys,
Just
guys,
because
hey,
you're trans,
hey,
you think
hey,
it's right for
hey,
trans people?
hey,
fuck the fuck off.
Hey,
There's
hey,
stupid trans people. There's
both
smart
of
trans
you.
people.
Hey,
being trans doesn't make you more intelligent on the subject.
Guys,
fuck
look,
off.
listen, guys, hey, listen. That's enough, both of you.
Fucking sex educator, you goddamn moron.
Okay, all right, hey, that's enough. We need to end this, and we need to move on. So go ahead, Destiny.
The thing I wanted to say, Raj,
Wait, so what is the
was-
confusion?
everyone,
let me. The
Wes,
one
except
that
for
the
Wes, obviously.
Let Wes explain.
Thank you all very much for listening on this and having a take that is human.
Okay.
I really appreciate it.
Okay, we get
Wes,
a victim. Great,
Wes,
dude.
Wes,
What
wait,
I'm telling you,
just let
Destiny.
him
So I imagine the highest sex rates would be for women that are men who identify. Women who identify as men put in a male prison. I feel like that would skyrocket. The sexual assaults on them would skyrocket because I would firstly just genitalia-wise.
Sure. So that's something that could happen, right?
You're so
and
fucking
maybe.
No, that's not dumb.
I mean, that's
he's trying to
wait,
learn,
so
you
that's
guys.
like
You
a
can't
reasonable.
call him dumb.
That's like a reasonable.
He's not
thing.
trying to learn. He's screeching.
You fucking
idiocy.
fuck!
Wes, knock it off!
Trying to learn.
Oh my god.
All right, we need to move on. We need to move on to the next round. Okay, Wes, you're just talking to yourself. I told you no personal insults, and you called him a fuzzy-headed fuck. All right, that's inappropriate. No personal insults about. Okay, Wes. All right, go through a temper
So
tantrum.
for the record, I think Wes brings up a good point. If you send trans men to male prisons, right, to cis male prisons, and they have vaginas as a trans man, that might elevate that person's risk for sexual assault. So maybe you would have to look at that issue uniquely. That is possible that was something to look at as well. Sure.
I'm going to chime in and say that I believe Wes is doing it in bad faith, but I do agree with Destiny's version of it.
I can't tell if he's doing it in bad faith or not because every time he opens his mouth, there's like 3 people screaming at him.
That's true, but I'm basing this off what I know about Wes, and that's
you don't know fuck all about me, so don't assume.
Okay. Hey guys, let's move on. Let's vote. Okay.
Fuzzy-headed is not a personal attack.
We're getting nowhere. Okay. Let's take a vote. All right. Look, fuzzy-headed. That's just unbelievable.
Oh, that's real offensive. Oh, I have fuzz on my head. It's a personal attack.
Well, it is,
God,
Wes.
you're so
angry.
Wes, I think.
Wait, Destiny,
me.
wait. Before you go on, I think Destiny had an additional point, right, Destiny?
I want to hear his.
I don't even fucking know.
Vote for who you want to keep, not kick.
We were talking about how trans men in male prisons, their sexual assault rates would skyrocket.
It's possible they would, yeah. But
Well,
it's a speculation.
It is speculation.
You're the
but I
one
think
that started talking about that. No one was talking about that.
Again, brother.
Go ahead and vote for who you want to keep,
was
not
talking
kick.
about that. We were talking about a bill introduced to ask people to identify as their gender.
So based off this bill, if they identify as a man and they go to a male prison, that would fucking happen. So it is totally reasonable. You fucking
through the criminal justice system, they will be asked their gender and sorted appropriately. That's all we were talking about. You're the one that started screeching these what-if crazy scenarios.
I will kill my...
This is
no, you won't.
horrible.
You will in game.
This
You'll
is
do that
bad
in game.
nonsense.
Kill my tits. I can't kill my tits.
Okay, all right.
I just want to hear Destiny's fucking thought because he's actually the only one who's making sense about it.
Well, I mean, that's great, but I'm actually chiming in with Destiny and saying that, like, Wes's point does actually need addressed, and this is why I said even a lot of us trans people don't really know how to fully address this, and segregation might even be on the table.
Also, it's
because
even possible that this could be
risk.
solved because you leave it up to the prisoner on how they want to identify. So a trans man
Exactly.
might just say they identify as a woman, so they go to the woman jail and they don't have a higher chance of being raped because cis women are probably less likely to rape a trans person as cis men are. Sure.
That is 100% accurate.
That means you didn't listen to any of the initial conversation because that was already discussed.
Well, I'm imagining. I was just imagining they choose that and they want to identify with what they want to identify because.
Don't imagine. Listen to what was said.
For example, trans people are so proud of what they are, so you would have to forsake who you
Why
really are.
are you imagining when we
No, this isn't imagining. That is what would
outlined
happen.
exactly
You have to
what was
abandon
going
your
on?
identity to be safer.
Hold on.
So that offends the fuck out of you, I'm sure. I can see your hands just spiking up.
Wes, Do you understand why people might think that you're arguing in bad faith? I think that your questions were relatively valid, but do you understand why people might think that you're arguing in bad faith,
Only
especially
Alabro
if it's a subject that you're uninformed on?
I'm not uninformed.
One thing though, even if he is arguing in bad faith, it's a legitimate question that somebody in the audience might pose, so it's worth addressing, even if he is.
But I totally get where someone like Alabro would come from in this instance, because he said, and as Izzy pointed out as well, that they had answered that question already.
Son, I'll say that I know like your whole business is your look because you're like into politics. I don't give a flying fuck what people think of where my points come from. I'm gonna say them regardless. I get where you're coming from, but I don't care about my image when it comes like how I look and the things I say. I don't care.
Okay, that's it.
I don't
look.
think
The
about
the
that when I
votes
say
have
things.
come in. They've been casted. We need to eliminate somebody. We're getting far behind. In fact, after this round, we're gonna eliminate 2 people at a time for a couple of rounds because we're that far behind. Wes, you won the round. Holy fuck! I never thought I'd see the day you won the round. The bottom 2 you need to choose between is QT Cinderella and Candyland. Which one are you going to kick off the show?
You're such.
Hey, Cutie Cinderella, listen here. Don't you ever fuck my boy Raj like that again. Get the fuck off the podcast.
Okay, Cutie Cinderella,
I got your back, Raj.
You've been kicked from the show. Do you have my back though, Wes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Ride or die, baby.
Cutie Cinderella, unfortunately, you've been kicked from the show.
Yeah.
Go ahead and shout out your channel.
Last time I go on your channel again, Wes. Twitch.tv. Bye.
Bye, Cutie.
You were
Thank
fawning
you.
over Mizkiff fucking Maya the whole time, so you didn't really provide content
all
to
right,
my
Wes,
channel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vess.
Thank you. All right. Well,
welcome,
that was
Candyland. I love
nice.
you.
Okay, well, we're all good. Hey, everybody. All right, look, maybe we should go to a more lighthearted topic, huh? How about
No,
that?
that's boring.
How about that?
my God.
That was so much fun.
Keep it up, Raj. I like this.
Are you actually having a good time? I can never.
I'm having
see,
a
this is
great
a
time.
blast.
The thing about you, Destiny, is I can never tell if you hate being somewhere or you love being somewhere because your face is the same
Let me put it
regardless.
this way. I love to hate it, okay? Does that make sense?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. Okay, I got lots of topics here that we can go into.
I'm gonna dip, Raj. I'm
Okay,
gonna dip. I'll
Izzy.
see you later. Thanks for bringing me on for it. Fucking
Bye.
everybody
Bye,
else,
Izzy.
thank you for actually having productive
baby
time
girl.
on this. I thought it
Thank
would be
you,
a lot
Izzy.
worse.
I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Give a big shout out to Izzy for coming in. I asked her to come in and chime in on the topic. Thank you. Twitch.tv/IzzyBear for 713. Thank you. You shut up, Wes. All right. Okay. What? Look, relax.
You just didn't even know the channel. It was
No,
funny.
look, all right. I'm very out of touch, okay? Look, all right, next topic. Unless there's something that anybody else would like to bring up that you're thinking of, I've got a list of topics here. Always want to make sure that no? Okay. All right. The question is, if you falsely accuse somebody of a crime, okay? Intentionally. And you admit to it later, thereafter. Should you receive the same punishment that the accused would have received if they were found guilty?
Hell fucking yeah, the max degree, baby. If you false rape claim, and then whatever the
Wes,
charge was for
Wes, whoa.
well, that's what I think of.
Okay,
so
I know,
that's what
but
I'm gonna talk about. No. If you do a false rape claim, and then it turns out you were lying, and it comes out, you deserve the max fucking sentence for whatever charge the guy had to defend himself from, or woman. Go either way.
It goes both ways. Bruce.
Yeah,
I respect that. I got some brothers that done lost scholarships over that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
People's life. One sentence ruins someone's life.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
unfortunately, the way this topic works, you can never do this. You just can't. It's a horrible idea. It seems like a good idea, but the problem is that you run the risk of, if somebody wants to report a crime, you don't ever want that person to be thinking, well, fuck, what if I report the crime and there's not enough evidence and now I get thrown into jail? It creates something called a chilling effect. And what happens is, it's like, let's say you're in a scenario where we won't use rape. Let's say a friend stole your fucking PSP or some shit. And you're like, this is some bullshit. I want to report him. And you go to the police officer and you're like, well, fuck, I'm not actually sure if I can 100% prove this. I'm just going to not report this now because the guy is like a good enough criminal to constantly get away with it. You'll lead yourself to a situation where people just aren't reporting crimes anymore because they're too scared that the law is going to end up fucking them for it.
But Destiny, that wasn't the topic. He said if they admit.
Yes, it was.
That's the difference.
No, yeah.
It's if they admit to it.
Yeah, I added that in.
Well, wait. What do you mean by admit to it?
Because they admit that they weren't actually raping.
Like
they
for
lied
example,
about the
I'm not
That's
gonna.
happened
Okay,
100 times.
Like it's part of like a plea deal or.
Well, no, like for example.
All right, then to play play devil's advocate, then that's going to decrease the chances of somebody ever admitting it, because if they did want to like allow that person to get out of jail because they laid a false claim, they're not going to sentence themselves to jail.
Who cares if it decreases the amount? It doesn't change anything.
That's what we're about to do. We're trying to create better outcomes for society, not adhere to some archaic form of justice.
I think anything that you lose because of a false claim as well should be reinstated, and that should be law.
No, that I give. That I'll give. But at the end of the day, you can't punish somebody for like falsely accusing when they were 18 years old, and now they're 28 and they want that person to get out of jail. But you can't send that person to jail.
That's kind of like how do we get back the things that they lost?
But they'll never admit it.
Right?
They'll never fucking.
Yeah, you'll
admit
never.
it.
People just won't admit it.
Yeah, Boogie's right.
Wow. Do we all agree here?
Yeah, that's not a sentence we hear very often on the internet. Thank you.
I don't know, man. I mean, it would what does that change? Like, how does that make it better for the person who suffers the conviction just because they don't admit it? Like, even if it comes false, they should be punished for it regardless, man.
I feel like this could definitely like deter people from coming out and like admitting the truth or like like reporting things, right? It's going to like deter people from like bringing this to light.
Have it as a shadow law. I got it. It's a law that we don't publicize, and then when they're convicted for it, they just go and no one knows about it. So no one knows that it
great
actually
idea.
happened.
That sounds like the cornerstone of the American legal system. You
Hell
have a right
yeah.
private, long drawn out trial where nobody. Yeah.
Yep. Shadow law, baby.
Amen, brother.
That's what it should be.
Okay, well.
Yeah. This is really hard. I don't know what to say on this topic. I
No,
agree
it's
with
an easy
Destiny.
one. It's unfortunate, but it's easy. You can't punish people for something. It creates so many bad effects. It's just
Wait,
not
wait.
good.
Is there actually there is punishment though if you falsely accuse somebody? Isn't there? I think.
Yeah, of course
legally.
there
it's
is.
illegal.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
illegal
you're
to
perjuring
falsely-
yourself. Perjury is a crime.
Yeah, I mean, so you just don't think that Wes, somebody from your school thought you don't think that the crime is or the punishment is enough, right? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Okay.
They should face what that person would have faced.
All right. Okay.
So they should have like a clause with perjury
No,
then, where
they
it's sexual
shouldn't-
convictions.
They shouldn't face what the person should have faced, but they should face the punishment for lying. If you understand.
Thanks, Candy. Thank you so much. God, I wish I would have kept Cutie Cinderella. I wish I would have kept Cutie.
Who's throwing the penny around on the table?
That's me.
No, but do you
sorry.
understand what I'm saying? For what is the other word for lying? That's more
Perjury is what we're
professional?
talking about.
Oh yeah,
That's the-
perjury.
Perjury,
They should
yeah.
face.
Perjury is lying under oath.
Yeah, they should
Well,
face.
Candy, that's what
the-
happens right now. So you're
Yeah,
not.
so that's good.
That's
It's
why
good
we're
right
laughing.
now.
Okay. Okay then.
Candy
Smiley face.
approved.
Okay. We can move on to another topic if you guys are finished with this one. I got other ones to throw out here.
I've seen like 80 different people ask a question in chat. If I can address it, Josh.
Yeah.
Basic trans education. A lot of people are asking who are the two trans people. I am a trans-identified individual. Transgender means that you no longer identify with the gender that you were assigned at birth. I am an agendered individual, and therefore I am trans-agendered.
Okay.
Basic
and then
stuff.
Izzy
Yeah,
was
that
the
was it.
Other trans. Male.
Yeah, Izzy was the other person that was being referenced. Izzy is a trans female.
Okay.
Hey, Rod, can I say something too?
Yeah, go ahead, Bruce.
Just want to say, RP Etika. I seen, we talked about that shit on the last podcast. I think
The what?
the last podcast.
What about
the
it?
etiquette situation.
Oh,
and I
that-
was like, he was
yeah.
trolling one time and shit like that, like how he trolled before, but like this one he actually like passed away. RP that man for sure. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So sad.
It is a
So
sad
sad.
situation. I wasn't. I didn't feel like, from our standpoint, I wasn't sure about covering that case because I didn't know what there was to debate, and I just
Was that why you guys spoke about Keemstar earlier?
No, I don't think. I'm not sure.
But that's a lot of reason why Keemstar's on people's mind, because he was a piece of shit to him, and then suddenly now he's gone. He wants to be the nice guy for the likes and the.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure Keem and Etika were actually fairly close. I should keep my mouth shut when it comes to the Etika situation. The night after he went missing, I made a joke about that he was probably going to turn back up alive, and the people really took that joke very, very to heart.
Oh, yeah, I
especially
remember that.
when it turns out that he didn't. So I feel like super shit. So I should probably keep my fucking mouth shut. But I do know for a fact that Etika and Keemstar talked all the time. They were on the phone several times a week. I think they were friends. I think a lot of the things that you see online was Keemstar not baiting him or attacking him. I think that was banter between friends, and now it just looks really shitty. And like, I'm the last person on the planet to fucking defend Keemstar. Keemstar is a piece of shit, right? But like, that's the reality of it. I don't really think that, like, I think like that Keem and Etika were close. So I don't think
if you were really close with someone that has suicidal thoughts, would you tell them to kill themselves?
No,
I mean, right. Obviously, it's still they're still not great, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, try to keep that in mind. The context that Etika and Keemstar were talking on the phone.
Just because they had a relationship doesn't mean it was a good or healthy.
Yeah, you're not right.
It was probably business. Like, he gloated about it. He was like, Etika was so happy to be on Drama Alert. It was one of his famed achievements. Like, why are you boasting your own show? You don't know who the fuck cares, man? Like, what does that have to do with it? Like, why are you?
Like, I say he was faking the situation because I had seen tweets that he was going like that. It was going to be like staged. Like, I never even watched him. That was just my input on it, but I did say, like, even if it was real, I'm praying for him and shit like that. Like,
I was just
you're saying you had said that he was faking, right? Not that he is now.
No, yeah, I had seen tweets like when he went missing and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just being hopeful, man. Like as someone, I don't want to make it about myself. That's something I get accused of doing here. But as someone who's suffered with suicidal ideology, PTSD, like I was just hoping, man, because I don't think the internet could afford to lose that guy. And, and now that we have, it's been a tremendous blow to the YouTube community and to Twitter, just the internet in general. Obviously, his family and friends and his fans as well. And so it's just been like, I was just being hopeful, man. I really was. I was hoping that this was going to be his, like, I was hoping his mental illness said, you need to fake this and then come back later. And
I just wish that if Keemstar was truly as close with Etika as you're now claiming he is, instead of, publicizing his and capitalizing on his potential mental health problems, he should have maybe tried to get him some help.
Guys,
I
honestly,
it's really hard to know in and out.
Honestly, I don't think we should. This is something that I'd rather not, go into. Rest in peace.
Wait, why not?
I don't know. It's just not something I didn't. We had a decision before the show whether we wanted to cover it or not, and I just didn't want to cover it.
Okay. I think people should be more willing to have these conversations. So I don't.
I agree.
The whole, we can't talk about it because somebody did it.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that we shouldn't talk about it. I just don't feel like my platform is the right spot. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's not political enough.
We just talked about trans people in prison for the past
Look, I don't feel comfortable talking about this.
It's your show. It's your show.
Yeah. So that's what I said. But look, it's just my personal choice. Anyway, let's take a vote because we need to eliminate another person from the show. Okay.
Is this the one we're doming two people?
Yeah, we're gonna kick. Well, yeah, we're gonna kick. No, we can kick one this round and then we'll kick two the next one because I was able to get something early this round. Go ahead and vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep,
What's
not
the next
kick.
topic, Raj?
I'll get to it. Keep, not kick.
My boys on this.
Okay. Keep, not kick.
I'm using Sammy to get pity votes right now because I know you guys want to see those dogs.
Cute. Oh my god. What kind of dog is he?
We don't know. We know he's mixed.
He looks like he's a mix. You know what he looks like? He looks like he could be a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Right, yeah, we think
and
he's
then
like
mixed with like a Pekingese or something like that.
Right. I really like literally I just bought a Tesla, so now I'm fucking broke. But if I could have like taken that money and cloned this dog, so the dog I could have then bred the dog because he would have had his testicles. I've literally thought about doing that every day. Because I know I know I keep thinking about doing it.
You can actually replicate the
I need like
exact
50
animal,
grand.
from what
Right,
I've heard.
exactly.
Yeah, it costs a lot of money, but
And the new one will have its testicles, but it's $50,000, man.
Here's the important reason that most people in America won't touch that tech, though, is because the animal, because of upbringing, will not be the same animal you loved.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's like they just look like them. It's like a clean slate.
Like
That's what I was wondering.
very,
Will their
very
attitude
similar.
And personality different? Like, would it be different, or do you think that like that would?
Because your personality is nurtured.
Wait, can you wait? Are you
He's different
saying
now
that you
than he was
can?
10 years ago.
Wait,
so
are you
his
saying
dog
that
would
you're
have
gonna?
different personality based off
Okay,
how he
okay.
treats his dog and his personality towards his dog?
Right,
Wait,
right.
are you saying that you're gonna clone, like, kind of clone the dog?
Yes, it's literally
Yeah,
a
that's what he was
physical
talking about.
clone.
Oh,
It's exactly the
that's
same.
so
Like
cool.
everything is the exact same.
Yeah, it's
so
like
cool.
30 or 50 grand to clone your dog.
Right, and then the new one will have testicles. Then I can find him a breeding partner, and then I can sell the world little Sammys. And I would love to do it. The only thing that keeps me from actually doing it, because I think I can make money doing it eventually. The only thing that keep me from ever doing it is there's just so many shelter dogs out there, and I
Yeah.
don't like the idea of selling a dog when they're the shelter dogs that need a home. So I like every dog I sell is one dead shelter dog, and that makes me feel like shit. So I don't know if I'll ever do it.
Am I a psychopath for wanting to stuff my dog when he dies?
Yes.
Would you?
I think it would be
Yes.
so fucking cool to
You know
have
what
a
you
dog.
can do though,
'Cause
Wes?
when this guy dies, I'm gonna be
little
pissed. This is my best friend on earth.
No, it's okay.
And then I just sat his stuffed body in this chair, and he just always just chills.
That's
You know
Here's the
what, Wes?
problem with that
it's okay.
is reputable taxidermists won't do that because they don't use the skeleton from your animal. They use a body form, and it won't look like your dog when they're finished.
That's
Wait,
sad.
why won't they use?
Well, I just gotta find a
deteriorators or
surprised
something?
you
It's
know
just
that.
it's how the
Literally Pet
system works.
Cemetery.
It's just how they do it. And so a reputable taxidermist will refuse pets. They'll do all sorts of animals, but they won't do a pet because it won't look right to the owner. And the only people you can get at that point are total scuffed tier, and it's going to look like absolute garbage.
Why do you know this, Albrel?
I have a very broad base of knowledge. I am interested in all sorts of shit.
Have you ever stuffed someone?
Interesting.
Is it illegal
What?
to
Oh my
stuff someone
God.
when they die? Can you
I
tax
Now,
me?
yes.
There was
You
a,
are not
there-
allowed to collect. You are not allowed to collect body specimens now. The only real skeletons and bones that are in circulation were collected many, many decades ago. You
there-
can still get them, but a real skull now costs $400 or $500 because they're so rare.
Hold on, wait, Alabama, what about body worlds and stuff like that? Have you heard about that exhibit? Body
It's
worlds
different.
are
Those bodies got donated.
This is
yeah.
American law. Like this
okay.
might be international stuff that we're talking about there.
okay. Well, I mean they're in the U.S., but have you guys seen
They
that exhibit in Las
probably-
Vegas?
Sliker
Yeah.
and Sliker, when you die, can I stuff you and use you as like an armrest?
Okay, all right, okay. That's
Oh my God.
I don't know, Wes. It depends if you make it that long. All right.
Wes, when you die, can I stuff you as my couch?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. And you
All right.
got Alabro sit on it.
Okay,
You'll never leave.
Look, it's the end of the round is over, and it's time to choose. Destiny, you won the round again. Congratulations, you're at the top of the list. Bottom two, Candyland and Alabrel. Who's going to be kicked off? Wait, Destiny, you decided last time, didn't you?
No, I did.
Oh, Wes did. Okay, Destiny, you must decide between Alabrel and Candyland. Who's going to be kicked?
Okay, I'm going for content right now. Candyland, I love you. It's been fun. But Alabrel's riling up everybody, so.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Candyland, for coming on the show. Go ahead and shout out your
Yes.
channel.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a nice evening. I'm twitch.tv/Candyland.
Bye, Candy. We'll see you tomorrow for your sub-only cooking stream.
Oh, yes.
She's doing a sub-only cooking stream tomorrow. Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
I am not.
No, she's not. I'm kidding.
Thank
I'm
you,
joking.
bye.
I'm joking. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But she's doing a sub-only cooking stream on my channel, so everybody use your Twitch Prime. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. All right. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's move on to the next topic. Wait. Just out of curiosity, how much is it to taxiderm like something? How much does that cost?
Wait, what you trying
It's
to do?
not cheap.
Okay.
Like, I don't know the prices exactly. I do know that a well taxidermied small rodent usually is in like the
right
couple
back.
hundred range.
Okay.
Like if you're looking for just a deer head, those are pretty cheap because those are just generic animals. But if you're trying to actually put artistry into it, there's a girl actually that'll do here in Chicago. You can go there. You pay, I think, $120. She gives you the specimen, and you get a taxidermy it yourself and take it home.
That's
Yeah.
Alabro, can I ask you a
but-
question?
There's
since we're
gotta
talking
be a
about
reason why you
taxidermy?
know that.
Sure.
Have you
I
ever
just
been hunting?
I've had family members that hunt, but I've never personally been. I have
What's
a
your
lot of
thoughts on
family that
hunting?
hunts. I think that we shouldn't need to do it in this day and age.
See,
it's cruel.
I knew you were gonna
There
say
are a
this.
lot
How
of
is it
cat
cruel?
hunters that are not capable of landing their shots,
Well,
and those animals suffer a lot more than they should.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go say what my friend Trainwreck said one time. He said the only people that should really be allowed to hunt, and I agree with this. What he said is the people that fucking are athletic and able to actually go to bat with the animals that they're hunting, not these overweight. I don't know, because it's just it's stupid. Like that these people.
What do you mean?
can
Someone
go
who can run as fast as a deer?
From,
Only
no,
Usain Bolt.
sit from miles and miles away. This is what I'm quoting Train. I'm not stealing what he said. This is the squad W take. Somebody can sit from miles and miles away with a 22 and shoot a deer that is just sitting there and not moving at all, and just be able to just annihilate them. There should be some sort of.
Wait, why does it? I mean, the deer. If the deer is too fucking stupid to figure shit out, who the fuck cares?
I don't
Kill it. And the other thing about deer, the other thing about hunting is
wow, Destiny.
He's smarter.
Listen, half the calories in our body are fucking spent burning in our brain. Why aren't we allowed to use them when we go kill animals? Fuck that.
Yeah,
Big-ass fucking fur or huge ass fucking muscles like apes and shit have. No, we got our fucking brains.
Here was my high school idiot take on this. I felt that hunting license should be issued permanently for your entire life, but to earn one, you had to knife hunt a deer.
Ooh, wow.
You ever been bow hunting? That shit's wild.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so
I
much
have
cooler
not.
to shoot with a bow.
That is so
And like
I
you can
have-
bow hunt with fish. Literally
bow
like
and gun
spear a
target
fish. You
shot.
feel like
I've
a
never-
fucking Amazonian warrior.
I've
so
never
much
shot
fun.
a weapon at an animal, but I've done target shooting with
I grew up
single
in South
fucking
Yeah, but you
recurve.
can't eat targets.
All right,
So
look,
it's not
look,
open.
look,
miles away with a 22. I was paraphrasing. Okay, I don't know my guns. I know 22s can't be shot from miles away.
Miles
Right.
away.
I grew up in Southwest Virginia, and Southwest Virginia has a deer problem. And so, like, those deer will breed to the point that they are fucking starving to death if we don't hunt them. And then they will breed to a point that they are a fucking nuisance, that they will not just go into your yard and fuck with your trash. People will hit them on the fucking highway because there's so many starving, looking for food that they'll stand in the middle of a fucking road and cost people's lives. And so, hunting is a necessity where I grew up in Southwest Virginia. Not only that, but there's plenty of people there who do not have money to eat, and it is a way for them to get food. And I don't give a shit how they do it. I don't give a shit if they electrocute the deer. I don't give a shit if they torture the fucking deer to death. If it's providing food for their family that they would not otherwise have.
Maybe not the torture part of the
I
deer.
disagree. That's what I'm saying.
I disagree with the
I'm
torture
not saying
part.
willingly to, right? Okay, what I'm saying
That's gonna
is,
go in a boogie cringe comp.
oh, of course. What I'm saying is, if you, what I'm saying is, if you shoot the deer poorly and the deer bleeds to death over 20 minutes, but it still feeds your fucking family, then feed your fucking family. That's what I'm fucking saying.
Okay.
What about wild hogs?
But is that
People hunt
necessary?
feral
That's just not
hogs.
the case.
But that's hunting. That's hunting for food, not hunting for
Feral
sport.
animals.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well, feral hogs are like a massive issue, and they hunt them in helicopters and like gun them down.
I did not
like
know you
what's his
grew up
name?
in West Virginia,
Pigman?
but what part?
Yeah, that guy's
I
a
grew up in,
fucking badass.
Marion,
I'm from-
Ohio.
I went from
Yeah,
pound-
that guy's
I'm
a
from
psychopath,
pound-
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so cool.
Where?
He literally is gunning down.
Apache helicopter.
What's that near?
It's so
Hold on, hey,
rad.
one at a time. We're having two side conversations.
Yeah, I don't
Boogie,
know
go
what's
ahead.
happening.
Yeah, I'm from Southwest Virginia. I just visited St. Paul and Pound. It's all in Wise County, roots within a little armpit of Virginia between Kentucky and Virginia and West Virginia and Tennessee. And like, I actually on my video for the people who are interested in seeing that, I actually have video footage coming up this week of me visiting my old stomping ground, showing the dilapidated homes I grew up in, showing the shitty city that I grew up in. It's not all terrible, and then showing like my when my mom passed in 2009, she
Rajj,
left me this dilapidated shithole house, so I abandoned it for 10 years, and I went back to like do that, like visit it and filmed in it, and that's all going up on the channel this later in the week. And then like as fucked up as this is, I don't even think YouTube is ready for this. So I think I'm putting on storyfire.com, download storyfire.com. I actually went to my mom's grave site for the first time in 10 years and confronted my dead mother about the abusive shit that I went through. And it's like insane footage. And I haven't reviewed it yet. I got it from my friend McJuggernuggets, and I'm terrified to see what I fucking said. So I don't know. I don't even know if that'll ever get uploaded. But yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Marietta, just north of Parkersburg.
Oh, that's
Wait,
nice.
was that a
You grew up in
bounty,
nicer
Raj?
part
Did
of
you
the
get paid for that?
No, yeah, it's.
Yeah, you grew up in a much nicer fucking area.
Oh
than I
yeah,
did.
way nice. Like that, I did census work in that part of West Virginia when 2010 came, or 2010, 2000,
Right.
one of the
Great.
two. No, it must have been 2010. 2000, I would have been fucking 18. And there was some stuff I definitely saw, Like, it was 10 miles away. You could see the same shit near Marietta, but Marietta is a very affluent little town.
Do you guys personally, like, for me personally, I could never hunt personally. I don't think I could bring myself to kill something.
I could if I needed to, but I don't.
What if it was like an amusement thing?
I don't think I could. I certainly couldn't do it for. I don't think I could do it to feed. I guess if I was starving to death, I would probably do it because I really like food. But I don't think I could ever kill another animal. I don't even like killing bugs, man.
Yeah, I'm not talking. It's not just going out for amusement and shooting a deer. There's places where you can pay like $500 an hour and go in the helicopters and rain down hell and brimstone on feral hogs. That'd be so fucking insanely cool.
God.
Like you wouldn't want to do that.
I don't know if
But
I
again,
could do that,
when it comes to the feral hogs, by the way, that is a service they're providing. That's not a sport. They are doing that because those fucking feral hogs destroy everything. I saw a documentary on that.
It is a service they offer. You can pay to go in the helicopters and shoot shit. It's like a business.
But it's not for amusement. They're doing it because
it is.
But what I'm saying is they have to kill those fucking hogs anyway because they literally kill and eat fucking everything, right? And once those things get out of control, it will literally decimate that ecosystem. So they're gonna have to do it anyway. Okay. Why not charge some rich, sick, sadistic fuck to get in an airplane and do it with a fucking minigun anyway?
Yeah,
right? It's reasonable though. It's $500 an hour. I want to do it. I'm gonna stream it.
Oh.
Wait, can I get banned for that?
No, I think
I'm pretty sure that would be TOS.
I'm pretty sure. Gunning down what what are they called? Feral hogs?
Feral hogs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would not fall within the guideline. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess not. Guns plus killing.
I'm fairly certain that maybe you.
I'll put it on.
Even behind your paywall.
What's your take on the subject? Do you think it's ethically consistent to go and gun down a bunch of feral hogs from an Apache helicopter?
Oh no.
Sure, why the fuck not? They're fucking animals. We don't give a fuck about animals anyway. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay. Oh, Carl, you don't give a fuck about this. You don't give a fuck about this little shit.
Well, that's not a hog.
Look at this guy,
Canceled.
dude. Look at him.
Wait, we all eat. Hold on. Are there any vegans in the chat?
There's some vegans.
I rest my fucking case then. That's it.
Right, but at the end of the day, I'm a nihilist. Like, I understand it. I get it. That, like, an animal, once its suffering is over, it's over because it doesn't matter because, but at the same, so I eat food. When I was in 4-H camp as a kid, we stayed on school for like 6 weeks, and during that first week, they're like, "Hey, here's the cow. Here's the camp cow." I think it was a bull, but here's the camp cow. Come visit the camp cow. Once a week, you're gonna come and you're gonna clean this cow shit, and you're gonna play with the cow, and you're gonna brush the cow, and you're gonna feed the cow. And then at the 5th week, everybody said goodbye to the cow. And then for the 6th week, the big cookout, we ate that cow. They took that cow to slaughter, and then we ate it. And the reason they did that is because they wanted to teach us the sacrifice that the animals make. They wanted to show us that the animal had personality, that the animal had intelligence. So if you're going to raise cows for slaughter, you need to know that they're an intelligent animal. They're not that much stupider than a dog or a cat, that they're aware of their situation. You have to treat them humanely. And if you're going to eat the meat, you have to fucking respect the meat. I learned that lesson when I was 12 years old, and I've never forgotten.
Yeah, that's
Sliker, are you on a
stupendous
potato?
education.
Why does your camera look like that?
He's moved to the kitchen. He's moved to the kitchen.
He's about to get milk drunk, baby.
Yeah, Sliker. I think he's lost connection. I don't know. Yeah, he does look like he's on a potato.
So
where does Hassan go?
Here's my general take on the whole animal thing and raising them as meat, etc. Is as we become more advanced as a society and we have the ability to take care of lesser and lesser things, our moral obligation expands because we have the ability to do so. There's no reason to visit that harm to those creatures, and I feel like we should start expanding those rights to some of the higher order creatures. I haven't eaten octopus in years because they've been shown to potentially be one of the most intelligent creatures sharing the planet with us. But like hogs are more intelligent than anything else.
Are they like pigs? They're like very intelligent. But we should use them for their
They're
time.
more intelligent than dogs, as far as we understand. Cows are just below. Chickens are barely better than fucking insects, though. Chickens are going to be the last ones against the wall.
I just sat for the last 5 minutes trying to figure out where Hassan was. I didn't know where he was.
Seriously changing the cameras around.
I was moving. I was trying to find Hassan. And he was below my camera point. Well, who's the camera that's not showing up on screen right now?
Destiny.
Oh,
Destiny just blanked his.
Oh,
yeah.
he blanked his screen. Okay. All right. Well, we need a vote, and 2 people are going to get eliminated. I swear we'll get to an actual topic in the next round. Sorry, we got sidetracked with deer and all sorts of stuff in taxidermy.
What do you mean? Sorry, interesting topics,
All
right?
Okay. Yeah, I know, but I want to make sure everybody's engaged on it. Go ahead and vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick.
Are we doing bottom 2 on this one, Ron?
Bottom 2 are gone, no matter what. No questions asked. Bottom 2 eliminated.
Should I
I want to announce it.
Shout myself
I have
out now?
50 Snapchat accounts that have Jade's tier 3 Snapchat.
Okay,
Give them out randomly
all right.
in chat if I win the round.
Ooh.
Gone. Bottom 2 done.
I know who I'm
Gone.
voting
You might as well give up mine because no one's gonna buy yours. That's for sure.
Oh, ouch.
I don't have one because I don't
Bottom
have what you
2
have.
'Cause you
gone.
couldn't- you
No
couldn't get
questions
yours
asked.
if you wanted to. So you tried to attack my tier 3 earlier.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm just saying. You want to bring it back up? We can
No,
talk
I'm not,
about
I've got
I'm-
one
it's good.
tier
I'm
3
selling-
sub.
I'm not selling it. I'm giving it out. It's a giveaway
Okay.
I'm doing.
I've got one tier
It's been a
3.
lot of money.
Pokemon, thank you for 9
Send them
months.
to my channel.
By the way, if you want to subscribe with Twitch Prime, you can do that now for free. Twitch Prime.
There's a League of Legends reward.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, now I'm on top of Sliker. I gotta be careful with this.
Have you been playing Teamfight Tactics?
Obsessively.
Man, I am so into it.
I was never really into gambling, and then I realized this is it. it's so fucking fun.
Keep, not kick.
I fucking love gambling.
All right, let's see here. Bottom 2. Right now, according to the poll, Boogie and Wes, you find yourself in the bottom 2.
Hey, well, I'm keeping them Snapchats then, dog.
Well, let's see. All right. Okay.
You pulled the dog out. What are you doing?
All right.
All these dogs makes me want to have my dog. I'm sad. I want to have a dog now.
The
hell's that?
I'm kind of okay with taking Sammy outside anyway. He's been jonesing. So.
All right, let's see here. The bottom 2, yeah, it's pretty evident. Boogie and Wes in the bottom 2.
I'm going up.
Yeah, I know. It's because I shouted you out. Bruce is also getting close to being in the bottom 2. When should I call it? Because Bruce is getting close. But that's not fair. Now I got to say everybody's name. Bruce, Alibrel, Jade, It's Sliker, and Destiny. All
It's
right.
Bruce, Alibrel, Bruce, myself, and Boogie. We're all like.
Bruce is about to get overtaken by Boogie, but we'll have to see. I'm gonna. Oh, and he just
Wow.
did. Okay. Well, actually, it's very tight. Okay.
Black Knights, where you at?
No, they passed Alibrel too.
I will make a case that the
Alibrel's
longer I
in the
am on this
bottom.
live
Oh,
stream,
Jesus.
the better
Now
the
Alibrel,
me
good
saying
job,
something that will
I
ruin
fucked
my
it all
career.
up.
Think about it. So.
I fucked it all up. Should we revote? Because that's kind of messed up. Now it's
What?
a.
Battle it out, baby.
Iman and I are guest hosts, okay? I don't know why you guys keep asking where my name is on
It's
the
like a
picture thing.
4-way tie between Alibrel.
No, Bruce and Boogie are way ahead now. Me and Alibrel are like 5 within each other, but we're definitely the bottom 2.
Yeah.
We're like
Before he
100
started
below.
talking about who was going on, I was way ahead myself.
That's right. Alibrel's in the bottom 2. All right, I'll afford you that same luxury, Alibrel. You're in the bottom 2 with Wes. Wes
It's
is
not
just.
gonna happen now.
Well, hold on, Alibrel. Wes to be
You ruined it.
To be
this was
fair-
my chance, Raj,
I
and you
know.
fucked it up.
You have a next week. All right, it's over.
I enjoyed this show.
Alibrel and Wes, I'm sorry
out
you've been
next week. I
eliminated
told
from
you
the
already.
show. I'm sorry you've been eliminated from the show. Go ahead and shout out your channels. Let's start with Alibrel. Where can we find you on Twitch? Eliminated together.
On Twitch, I am available at Alibrel.
Mhm.
I'm also there on Twitter and Instagram.
I've seen his
everywhere.
Instagram. It's legendary.
If you want to see more relatively reasonable takes with some social justice fire, I encourage you to come by. I'll be live tonight, 11 o'clock, next 5 days. This is my fucking thing. This is what I do, guys. Love you. Thank you, Raj, for having me on,
Thank you,
man.
Alibrel. Thank you very
It's
much.
so
Take care,
fucking
Alibrel.
poetic that we go down and out at the same time.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, Pokey, what do you want to ask?
Oh no, I was just gonna ask him something about TFT. That's
Are you still?
What's up?
Oh, I was gonna ask you, did you play League?
I did not know.
Okay. I'm really curious to know whether people that enjoy TFT have played League before, or if they joined from other games.
Yeah, I joined without any league experience. I skipped
Did you play
MOBAs
auto
entirely.
chess?
In fact,
Did you play auto
No,
chill?
this is the first one that I. This is the
I'm
first
really
auto
happy to hear
battler that
that,
I've
then.
tried.
I'm glad. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to DM me and ask me more, feel free.
Okay.
have a good one.
Thank you, Wes. Go ahead and shout out your channel.
You can DM me too. I don't mind. We
Sure,
can talk
Wes.
about TFT. I play TFT a lot. Big fan of TFT.
Really? What's your favorite comp?
Draven.
Draven into what?
Garen, actually. Just rushing Garen super fucking early and just spinning my ass
Wes.
Wes. I always win. What's up, Rush?
Go ahead. All right, bye, Wes.
Oh,
Thank
wait,
you.
no, fuck you.
All right, bye, Wes. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Wes
Bye-bye now.
PTW, Wes PTW1 on Twitter. I'm doing an IRL gambling stream tonight. Thanks, Rush.
Yeah, bye, Wes. Thank you. Never come back. I'll invite you next week. Okay, bye. Bye, Wes. All right. And then, hey, Sliker, how you doing? I'm gonna move these guys down here. Sliker.
Hi, Sliker.
I'm just
You can
talking about
actually see your
breakfast,
face again.
Yeah, what is your...
Banana potatoes, man.
Hey, Kellogg's. Wait, you guys, Cocoa...
What are Cocoa Pops?
Yes. Wait,
What?
white chocolate as well.
The British have always weird names of our cereal. It's like Cocoa Mates or Cocoa Lads.
Listen, mute yourself on the parent. Mute yourself on the parent.
Cocoa lads.
It's Cocoa Lads, mate. Welcome to the Kellogg's Cocoa Lads.
Cocoa.
What's the what's
they
your...
have one in like I think it's in Ireland, the potato thing. Potato
what?
lads, like that's literally a thing.
Is it really?
Isn't it? No, maybe not. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't-
Sliker, you're on the wrong mic. You're on your laptop mic. You got to switch it.
Oh, right, one sec. Testing.
No, still not working.
Now we can hear him at all.
No. Sliker.
Kus.
Yeah, there you go. Turn it up. Anyway, what were you saying, Sliker?
I don't know what you're talking about, Raj. Basically, listen to this, okay?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go on.
Kellogg's was developed in the UK.
Yeah.
You guys changed it. Same with Walkers. You guys changed it to Lay's. Same thing with Lynx. You guys changed it to Axe.
Yeah.
So why are you saying it's weird when technically we are the ones that created these things, yet you Americans change it up?
We just made it better.
Thank you. So don't think it's weird.
We popularized.
Oh,
That's
potatoes.
called-
Okay.
We just made it better. I'm sorry.
How is it better?
It just is. I mean, it just is. I don't know how to explain it. It just is.
That's like comparing UK rap to American rap. UK rap is trash as shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It is.
UK versus NA.
I actually like some UK.
Hey, chill, dude.
That
Is
sounds
it, man?
sick. Some.
Look,
Hey, grime is fucking Stormzy's a big Jezza fan. All the fucking grime rappers are.
Shit.
Look,
Stormzy shit.
Let me
No.
tell you something, Sliker. I'll
Labor,
be honest with you.
Sliker, you gotta
love
promote them.
I love your country. I am a big England fan. When I go there, it feels like a second home. But holy shit, when it comes to food, the most atrocious food I've ever had was in the United Kingdom.
British cuisine is fucking
Oh my God,
garbage.
it's disgusting.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
If it wasn't for fucking all of the colonies, like the UK would have no fucking food. Oh my God, their big thing is like Sunday roasts, and it's literally like boiled chicken with a side of just potatoes.
Yum.
I've heard
Right?
people eat
Disgusting,
beans
dude.
and toast.
Yeah,
Beans
Is that
and toast
actually
is
Yeah,
nice.
they
What
eat
are you
beans
talking
on
about?
toast and
Beans
cheese.
and what even
Ew.
is British
Beans
food?
and toast is
Okay,
nice.
I don't
can
know.
somebody that's
Wait,
smart?
wait.
Beans
Niggas
and
eating
toast.
beans?
Yes.
Niggas eating beans?
With toast
Yeah,
on
and
toast.
toast?
Yeah.
They
And
call it breakfast.
cheese.
Okay.
Ew.
They call it breakfast.
Beans and toast is fucking
so nice.
amazing.
Well, I
Yeah,
actually
that's
think beans and
disgusting.
toast is pretty good.
You Americans have no taste. Don't do that, mate. Have you seen
How
this?
is beans on
Americans
toast
have no
good?
taste. How do we have no taste? What are you
Native
talking
British,
about?
native British.
Imagine eating
know what's
beans and
funny?
toast
Trash.
and calling
You know
it
what's
breakfast. And then putting
Spiceless trash.
the only good thing on that is cheese. You literally like.
I don't even want to talk to
And
you.
not even their cheese is horrible as well, girl. They don't melt. Ooh.
Wait. A British cheese? Wait, hold on, Jubby. You got to be honest. Do you think the UK has better food than the United States?
No, it's disgusting.
Okay,
No,
thank
no.
you, thank you.
Y'all
I've
talking about-
lived
y'all
there for
talking about
5 years now,
beans and
and
toast.
British food is disgusting.
Look, I love
Cheese don't
England. I
melt.
love the UK.
Everything
Listen,
is
let me say
spiceless.
this.
It's like white people food all over.
Yeah, it's like white people food to the max, dude. If it wasn't for like doner spots, and if it wasn't for like fucking Indian food and shit, like UK cuisine would be garbage completely.
Absolutely.
I mean, we only have one Brit to really defend the UK here.
No, but I can out defeat anyone here that talks shit about the UK. You get me? What do you guys
Sliker,
eat?
tell me
what
what-
does Pokemon eat? Fucking bacon and beans for breakfast? What does Hasoon eat?
No,
Dog
we
for
don't
breakfast?
eat beans for breakfast.
We don't eat beans for
Only you
breakfast.
guys eat
That's the point.
What's wrong with beans? What's wrong with beans?
That's the
First of all,
point. We don't
look
eat
at us,
beans for
okay?
breakfast.
Beans, maybe beans is weird, but you guys have extra large McDonald's, okay? So
What?
Okay, so
we're being
what's the
actually
problem
healthy.
with
It wasn't.
McDonald's is everywhere. What are you talking about?
McDonald's.
What?
No, he has a point there. Beans and bread is probably healthier than McDonald's.
Well, okay,
Healthier,
healthy.
but
We're
still.
not. We're not
It's like
arguing.
beans or
We're not arguing whether it's healthy or not, right?
If you're
Obviously,
arguing taste, then
Tastes good
yeah,
or not.
I'm sorry.
We're not arguing health.
Sliker's beat.
yes. The UK has healthier food than the US, no doubt, right? I mean, it's not the healthiest, but
Yeah, it's healthy because it's fucking not edible, bro. That's why it's healthy.
Wait, hold on. This is not
UK has,
true.
like,
The
two
UK
fast
has like an 85% overweight rate in their country. This idea that the UK is way more healthy than the United States is not true. What the
Because let me
fuck?
just go ahead and
How
say,
are you all
Sliker, your mic's muted.
British candy is
Oh my
so much
God.
fucking better than American candy. British chocolate's amazing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree on that. Their candy's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
We have great candy too, though.
Look, I'll be honest with you.
Candy's great everywhere.
Okay,
no?
better.
I went to Sweden, okay, and I brought home souvenirs for my family, and I decided to go buy a bunch of chocolate because my stupid ass thought Switzerland was Sweden, and I thought Sweden was known for chocolate. So I went to the grocery store right before I left, and I bought a bunch of Swedish chocolate because I thought that Sweden was known for their chocolate, but turns out it's Switzerland that's known for their chocolate, not Sweden. So
Yes, like absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, cheese too, right?
I don't know about it's Sweden known for their cheese.
No, Switzerland.
Oh, it's Swiss. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Switzerland.
Yes. I don't know. Anyway,
I did the same with Germany. You know, in Germany, I bought a bunch of chocolate because I thought it was good.
this is where the UK is better than the United States. Your transportation, I think, is much better. If you were to compare London to New York City, London is much cleaner. It's more efficient. The tube is, I think, is much better than the New York subway. The architecture is a lot better in London. I mean, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that the UK has, but food is not one of them. I'm telling you, food is not
Western
one of them.
European and even Eastern European cities are infinitely better designed than American cities.
Yeah, it's just look. All right. Look, where is everybody from in the chat? By the way, U.S. or Europe, or
any Puerto
or
Ricans in the
China, or Puerto Rico or wherever. Just curious.
Yes.
All right.
By the way, the UK trains are dog shit because of privatization.
Really?
Under
True.
Thatcher, and then and onwards after that.
Well, I think
but
the tube is
they're
better than
still better. Like the UK trains are probably still better than a lot of our public infrastructure here.
Well, 'cause
a lot of our public transportation.
We have a
in
lot more
America.
space and we drive places. Like nobody in the UK that I know has a car. My friends, most of them don't have cars, which is weird.
Yeah, because it's so easy
I was
to go around with
muted.
public transport.
Sliker,
I
what are you
was
saying?
muted, sorry.
Yeah, go on.
My microphone was muted. And also, the people in the UK are better.
Oh, okay. No.
What do you mean?
I don't know about that.
We
What do you mean?
we have less. This is mathematically correct,
Hmm.
geographically as well. We have less racist people in the UK than the US. Fact. You
Wait,
guys
what?
have.
Whoa.
Hey, what about the crime rates that you have? What are you talking about?
I don't know
What are you
about that.
talking
You
about?
guys still
Crime rates.
have
We
crime
don't have
rates as
school
well.
stuff. We don't have anything related to that in our country.
I
What do you
think the
mean?
murder rate. Oh, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
Fucking
the murder
LA
rate.
shit.
The murder rate in
Listen,
London.
knives, let me tell you
surpassed
something.
the murder rate in
The boy them and the knife things you get me. We only stab one boy.
What'd you
them.
say, Hassan?
Y'all
What'd
be
you say?
pouring acid on people and shit.
What'd you say, Hassan?
Well, yeah, the murder rate.
I believe the murder rate for a while, like after years and years, for the first time ever, the murder rate in London surpassed the murder rate in New York, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Destiny?
That was for like a 3-month period.
Yeah. It's not like
but
consistent.
it wasn't for a whole year.
Is it even
Listen,
close?
listen to this. Listen to this. You get me? London boy them. We only shank one boy them at a time. You get me? But can you guys use machine guns spraying up on people? Facts.
All right.
Facts. What about?
I
Let me
would
speak about
rather
this. What
schools.
about the Orlando shooting? What about the fucking?
Okay.
Who is tapping their foot?
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
Not me. I'm in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
Sorry, it's me.
Fuck.
Sorry.
What about
rather- I
the
would
cinema
rather-
shooting of the Batman? What about fucking Las Vegas shooting?
Cinema
Us
shooting
guys,
of-
we only we scream.
Look, Sliker, you guys have
Oh
the
my God.
You guys have the same shitty people. They just don't have the tools to be able to commit crimes like that.
But that's no.
Well, isn't that good?
Listen.
Yeah, it's
that's
good.
'cause,
I agree. I
at
agree. I
least
think
we
that's
can
good. I think
physically-
that's good.
The thing is, you guys are pussy class. You get me? You guys shoot from a range. We come up close, and we can either use our fists to defend ourselves, or we can use a shank.
All right, look, we got to vote again.
Literally. Okay.
I don't know why that.
Talking about
I don't know how that
violence,
makes
by
you
the
a
way.
better people.
Like what?
Right, yeah.
You're still, I don't know. You're like.
Fuck! I had such a good joke, Raj.
Oh, okay.
Can I?
I mean,
Am I lagging, guys, or is it? Fine?
is it a TOS joke?
Hello?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Sliker, hello. All right, vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep,
All I'm
not
saying
kick.
is I would rather get shot than stabbed. Okay. Like if I have to get murdered, I would rather get shot to death than stabbed 47 fucking times before I died.
Wait,
I'd rather have
Oh,
nothing.
I'm saying if I-
no,
if I have
no,
to be murdered,
Destiny.
if I'm going
No. Oh my God, no.
Come on, dude.
Oh
Would
my
rather
God,
be
Destiny.
Shot, or would you rather be stabbed to death?
Destiny, holy shit!
would
What the
rather-
fuck?
What the fuck?
This is
what
a
what
scary
did Destiny say?
question. This is a scary question. But okay, you want to be like fast and like as painful as
Yeah,
possible,
right. Yeah.
right?
No, it's
So,
about the
I mean-
likelihood of survival as well. Like that's
said
a
stab multiple
really important factor in this conversation. And a lot of times when people are advocating for gun control, they're trying to minimize the amount of damage that one person can do.
You're not wrong.
You can't hack like 40 fucking people. It's there's a much higher likelihood that you'll be stopped before you get to that point. But if you have a gun, you know, you can kill a bunch of people before they stop you.
All right.
True.
Bottom two are gone this round. Bottom two are gone.
Destiny, what you wanna get in there, dude?
Get in what?
Don't you have a take on this issue? I feel like I've heard you talk about gun control and the knife
Yeah,
versus.
guns are bad. What do you mean? This is like
listen, guns are. You guys are listen. You're stupid. Anyone.
He said he would rather be stabbed instead of get
Anyone
shot.
can kill in your country, so it makes no sense. Is if you carry a kitchen knife in the U.S., you're allowed to. So it's the same, okay? If you
Wait,
guys
what are
didn't
you
allow-
saying?
if
Wait,
you
wait,
guys-
what are you actually saying?
Okay, gun control. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm speaking about gun control.
No. The last statement was from Boogie, who said, "I would rather get stabbed than get shot."
Oh no, I mean that's not. You would rather get shot than get stabbed.
No,
Or,
that's
no,
not-
no. You would rather get stabbed. No, hold on. Sorry, shut the fuck up. You'd rather get stabbed than shot. Generally, okay.
Facts.
When we send
'Cause-
military people overseas, okay, we don't give them big ass fucking machetes, all right? We give them M4s. There's a reason for that. Guns are more deadly, greater force projection. You can kill more people at once. Like, anybody that argues anyways is disingenuous as fuck.
Yeah, I'm just saying, personally, the way I want to die, if I have to get killed, I would like to be shot once in the head
Wait.
instead of stabbed 30 times in the chest. That's all I'm saying.
I just gave a 10-month sub, Raj, but okay.
Thank you, Sliker, for subbing for 10 months. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's fine.
This is a reminder.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Listen, okay. I got one on my knee and one on my stomach. You think that was worth it? Hell no, motherfucker. Getting stabbed, you get stabbed and they pull it out. That's fine. Through, so they had to replace the guts. Think, bro. Think.
All right,
That
gentlemen,
was an actual-
gentlemen,
It was a true story. It was
ladies,
fucked up.
gentlemen and ladies. Okay, we have
Why
reached
why
the final poll, and the poll has been decided. The bottom two in this round that have been voted on, Bruce and Boogie. I'm sorry, you have the lowest amount of votes. We're leaving the top three for Sliker.
What? How did Jade go
Sliker, Destiny, and Jade the Jaguar are in the top three. Congratulations! Congratulations! Jade, this is your first time coming out of nowhere. Thank you so much.
Waiting for that sub-only stream.
Bruce, go ahead and shout your channel out. Thank you so much for coming.
Twitch.tv/Bruce, drop them off. I just dropped some clothes and shit. I got tired. I ain't gonna cap. I ran out of perks.
I feel
Oh.
Oh
my god.
Oh, he's legally prescribed them for the record.
Yeah.
Even though he got his wisdom teeth pulled about 2.5 years ago, he still legally prescribed them.
And I won last time.
What? And you won. Thank you very much, Bruce. Go ahead and shout your channel out.
Twitch.tv/Bruce, drop them off on my way to becoming one of the biggest African American streamers.
Thank you, Bruce.
Bye,
Appreciate you.
Bruce.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care, Bruce. Thank you. All right, Boogie2988, thank you so much for coming. You did fantastic on your first time on the podcast. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please give yourself an outro and shout yourself out.
Guys, don't forget I do YouTube at youtube.com/Boogie298. Mostly these days talking about gaming news, and you want to see how I'm recovering from this weight loss and everything else. That's a great place to do it. On Twitch, I play a lot of games, and I mostly do IRL streams in which I basically give horribly uninformed centrist opinions that Destiny then mocks on a subreddit later. So, guys, come check me out.
You know what I want to say, actually?
Yeah.
Boogie, when I was a kid, I ain't gonna lie, I actually believed Francis was real.
Me too.
Oh, the fuck!
I think everybody did at some point, right?
I used to,
Fuck you.
yeah, dude, yeah.
I'll come to your house, I'll shit down your fucking throat, okay? I'm as real as that fucking cuck Boogie is anyway. Boogie1488, you little fucking citrus bitch. I'll break his fucking dick off.
Oh, holy shit. Thank you, Boogie, for coming. I appreciate it. Much love, man. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I actually did think Francis was real as well back in the day. All right, look at take a look at your
Is that
top.
like his like alter ego?
Yeah. Take
Like one of his characters, you mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Raj.
Sorry, no. Yeah. Well, first of all,
If
I'd
I
like
lose to fucking Jade,
I'd
I'm
like
done.
to say congratulations to Jade, Destiny, and Sliker for making yourself into the top
Don't
3.
congratulate me, okay? You get me?
Congratulations, all of you. Destiny, it's a shock to see you here. I just didn't think. I didn't think you possessed the skill to make it this far on the show, but thank you very much. And my two co-hosts
I'm
today,
beginning to
Hassan
think
and
that talk in the early rounds always fucking make it all the way up here.
Hassan and Pokey, thank you
but
so
you-
much for
you're not on
being
the show.
valuable co-hosts today.
No worries,
Very nice of
Raj.
you guys. Thank you. All right, let's put up a topic here that's really going to drive some division here between the groups of the people, and that is using your Twitch Prime on this channel. Everybody use your Twitch Prime right now, please. It's I'm not going to do any sub-only streams behind the paywall yet. So before that happens, use your Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime. It's free.
You know the easy way to make sure Raj never does a stream is if he doesn't have any subs, actually, guys.
Okay, you know
just-
what, Destiny? That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's bullshit.
That's true. You said it would be divisive.
That is bullshit.
True on that.
Destiny, that is bullshit. You know what? Destiny's
a man doesn't turn on the sub-only stream button. I mean, it's true. Any true? Do I have any not followers in chat today?
I can't believe you, Destiny. I can't believe you. Unbelievable. All right. Well, okay. Okay. I don't have any. Honestly, I don't have a sellout ammunition against that. I have no idea. I don't know. But look, you get a cool fake Lambo. I mean, it's cool.
Oh my god.
All right. Let's see here.
Damn, it's so lucky.
I was gonna say we could do student loan forgiveness, but I don't feel like Sliker would be very good at that topic.
Wait.
Do you think college should be free?
Not stupid, Raj. Huh?
All right, fine. I'll ask you the question then.
Raj, can you fix your fucking mic? Didn't we kick off the bad mic? Did you steal it?
Wait, no.
is that Raj?
Is it bad?
Oh, that's Raj.
Wait, is anybody else hearing Raj's mic fuck up?
I heard it too, Destiny.
Is it
Yeah,
my?
I'm only hearing like
fix-
every other word. Yeah.
Let me fix
That's
the
what I was
server.
looking.
Hold on one second. Let me fix the server.
Yeah, I think it's the call.
I'm gonna fix the server. 1 second. Hello?
Because I've heard just about everybody.
Hello?
cut out.
Test.
Hello?
Test. Is this better? Hello?
It's way better. Thank you.
It sounds much better. But
Okay.
like over time, maybe it'll dip out again. I don't know, because it's not every word, but it's every like so often.
Madman Josh, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. Okay, let's move on. Well, this isn't really a topic. There was an application that recently got banned. Who's that? Hold on 1 second.
What's happening?
Somebody just knocked in the room.
Nice try stalling the round, Raj.
Oh, what the fuck? No.
Wasting all of our fucking
My
time.
mods are fucking trolling me. No, we're not gonna let her in.
We're
We're not gonna let her
Oh
in.
my god.
Wait, let who in?
Boys
Oh,
are back in town.
No. We're not. No. I'm sorry, Minx. We gotta go. We gotta move on because
No.
we're getting to the getting to the final round here. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, I mean, Raj, come on, like.
I'm sorry, Minx. We're in the final. We're in the final stages of the show.
Let me in, Raj.
No, I'm sorry. I can't let her in. I'm sorry.
Raj, you're taking away time. I'm trying to farm votes here. What
No,
the
I
fuck?
know. Hold on. I'll extend it for you. Don't worry. I'll extend it. Next topic here. Should student loan forgiveness exist at the expense of taxpayers who ultimately foot the bill? Or should the onus be on the person who took out the loan to repay it? What do you guys think?
Fuck me. You need high quality English to understand that.
Okay, so should the responsibility
like measuring the economic impact of forgiving all the student loans, and it seems to be like massively beneficial. People will spend the money, like it'll unlock a lot of like housing and shit to people. Like which is a really, really, really good thing. People are fucked by student loans. It's not good.
Fuck it, I'll just go into the finals. Destiny, you take over the round. So Jade, what do you think of it?
See, I knew this, Sliker. That's why I didn't ask it.
Okay, so what do you think? Okay, a guy that used to be a bad man, not like this dork. You get me? Not like this girl, man, that all like studied in school. Look at me. You get me? Fresh out of pen, you get me? Shout out to all the boy them. Fuck, dude, this milk got me hyped. But I'm gonna save it for the last round. So I'm gonna give this girl a free chance.
I feel like education should be free. I feel like huh?
Don't listen. Just keep going, Jade.
Yeah.
Keep
no,
going.
I feel like education should be free. I think that it should be like accessible to everybody. I feel like that overall will enhance society. It will overall like enhance like our populations for like generations to come. I think it would just be a better, like more beneficial like route to take rather than having to even worry about student loans, things like that. I feel like the country would be smarter down the line. It's going to have like overall better effects like long term rather than just like, oh, okay, like how are we going to fix student loans? How about we just make education free for the people who are genuinely interested and need to get a degree for the positions that they want in life? If you want to be a teacher, you have to have a bachelor's degree. If you want to be a professor, you have to get a master's, a doctorate, etc. Things like that. I feel like it should be free for everybody. Should be available and just ready for everyone who is like willing to put in the work and the effort for it.
Shut your mouth. This girl talking all the talk. Basically, listen to this, right? This student loan bullshit is just stupid. You get me? You need to do is not to, in fact, you don't need to pay for that shit. Escape from the country, you get me? Jump into Iraq, free student loan, you get me?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, hello?
Listen, you
Go
guys
to
have
Iraq?
Yes, listen, okay, you got student loan, and if you can't afford that, because that's like, by the way, it is an expensive thing in the UK. I don't know how much is it in the US for like 1 year.
Oh, dude, like
It's very expensive.
To educate me,
I have to spend like my life trying to repay college loans because I decided to further educate myself and to try and contribute back to society through like a certain position that I'm looking for in my career. You know what I'm saying? Like the systems.
to educate me, it cost $80,000, and that's considered a good deal.
Yep.
That's
because like
absolutely.
if I wanted to go out of state to study, that would have been like $90,000 a year, and that's coming from Puerto Rico, which I'm an American.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
easy.
Very, very, very expensive. It's ridiculous.
And that's a year. That's not even for the 4 years. So, girl, you got it good.
Yeah. 20.
Wait, we got it £9,000 here.
Yeah,
I paid £11,000 a year in the UK.
Yep. So that's just NA education for you.
I got accepted at
But
Oxford.
do you think? Hold on, but who do you think should pay it back? Do you think that the taxpayers should pay it back, or do you think that it should be the responsibility of the person who took out the loan?
No, I don't think we should pay it back because, as you can see, Jeremy Corbyn, which is part of the stupid UK people who voted for the Conservatives, EDL, UKIP, Jeremy Corbyn was in fact going to remove student loan payments. Now correct me, Hassuni, if I'm wrong.
Hello?
You just said Jeremy Corbyn wants to pay for the... I'm confused. What do you want?
No. Did you not hear about this? Do you not know about Jeremy Corbyn? He was in fact going to pay off student loan for every single UK citizen that went to university, and that's facts. So,
well, I didn't know about it, but the whole point is, Sliker, what do you think about it? Not just you telling people that you know that Jeremy Corbyn is back
you want to know
advocating
what
for
I think
policies.
about it?
Why do you think that it's a good thing? And it seems like you think it's a
the
good
law. There you go. What else can I say?
Nice. I think that genuinely,
I
feel like
agree.
it should be from the government. I think that we should take from like military expenditures and
Yep.
distribute that in order to make education free. I think that we are not over implementing, but rather like overfunding the military like branch that we have. We have more than enough weapons and things that we need in order to like support America and keep us safe. I think that it would be better if we were to make education free and take away from that like distribution of funds. I think that would be the best route.
Wow.
God damn.
Hey, what the fuck you on?
What the fuck?
Might be,
She's like answering like she's a
Perfectly.
really great contestant in like a beauty pageant. I would vote for you, honey. Yes. Thank you.
What?
She didn't say I'm just in disbelief because she didn't say anything for the first couple of rounds, and then she just fucking dropping bombs on Wyatt.
I've never done a podcast like this before, so it's like my first time kind of feeling everyone out and like introducing and like kind of getting to know like the feel. So I feel more confident now, like to be honest with you.
Okay, Jade. Well, look, you were suggested from one of my mods. I don't normally put people on the show unless they've
What
been on
up,
one of my.
homies?
Look,
What the fuck?
Listen, I'm not hacking. I promise, it's not hacking. It's just elite.
What I was saying is that what I was saying is that yeah, but they suggested and said that you need to come on, so I just said that I would. So
Shout out to you.
yeah. Anyway, let's vote.
Thank you, Raj.
Chat, vote for who you want to keep. The person in the bottom round is automatically eliminated. All right, automatically eliminated here. So no question, automatically gone. Go ahead and vote now for who you want to keep, not kick, and then we're gonna go to a 5-minute final, and then we'll be done. 5-minute final, then we're done. I swear to God, she keeps fucking knocking my mods.
Who the fuck keeps moving her?
Probably John keeps moving her in. John, who's another 3-head.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
What?
Get your ass!
Hold on, wait.
No, that is not done, Sliker. Calm down.
Oh shit!
Oh wow! Oh my God! What?
Uh-oh.
What?
You cutting into my SJW vote?
Oh my God!
Keep up, motherfucker! That's
I can't believe it!
That's the shit I'm talking
What?
about.
What? What?
Oh
no! Oh my God! No way! Hold on, let's get a window capture of the vote.
No, you're gonna fuck it up, dude.
No, I'm not gonna fuck it up. He's way behind. There's no way.
That's what you think.
I think there's absolute pandemonium in DGG right now. I don't know what's going on. Dude, DGG is freaking out.
You can farm in the vote
There's
box.
10,000 votes coming through the poll right now. That's obscene. It's an obscene amount of votes. It's going up rapidly. Get your votes in.
Are you guys botting? What's happening? I've never seen someone vote this.
No, it's got bot protection, IP duplication checking too.
That's the
Oh,
let's
yeah,
go,
but, like,
Raj.
this is madness, dude.
Fucking political.
Wait, is this actually a meritocracy? What?
It is incredible the amount of votes that are going through. I don't know if that's bots though. That's a lot of fucking votes, dude. That's a huge. That's a very active chat.
Let me take a guess. Obviously, Hasuni's fans or Hassan would want his fans to vote for the girl.
Dude, I don't know. That's a lot of fucking votes, dude. And it's going up really fast.
Why would I not
want my fans
to vote?
Are you sure this is bots, man? This might be bots, dude. Look at this going up way too fast for not being a bot. It's slowing down a little bit. That's a lot of fucking votes. Like you gotta
I've never seen people vote this hard before.
Neither have I. This is incredible. There's no way.
Why would I not want my fans to vote for my friend?
Like to say.
I need to consult my co-host here because
I would like to say
it's slowing down now, though. Hassan, it's slowing down, and now it's speeding up. You cannot vote in the poll though if you're a bot because you need to click the "I'm not a robot" thing, and then it's like you can't bot it. In order to vote, you have to look. You go to vote, right? Oh, I'm capturing the wrong screen. You go to vote.
It's stopping.
If you go to vote
I've
here.
never seen this before. I've never seen. What does it get like around this time? Usually at the end, at the finals, it gets like what 6K to 7K votes normally.
Yeah, we're also.
How much is it now?
It's
at a.
Almost like double.
It's at
11K.
Yeah,
12K?
it's. Yeah, it's at 12. I mean, we've had pretty. It's at 12K. It's pretty evened out now. To get 12, we've gotten. But who's gonna VPN? Destiny, what's your take on it? You obviously are sitting at the bottom. Hello.
What do you mean?
Let me say it. Let me
the
say it from his
votes.
side.
What do you mean?
Okay.
He's the thing is, he's in a situation where he doesn't know how to react. Okay, so the best thing and the smartest thing is to remain silent like a little bitch, like how he is.
Okay.
That's what he has to do.
Listen, I'm from the West, Sliker. We believe in free elections here. I don't know where the fuck what state you're from, okay? But chill, okay?
Okay.
Listen, our countries, we don't have states in our country, mate. Not like your fucked up country.
Listen,
okay?
nation
We are
state, all right?
only
It's another word for
united
country. Chill, all right? Calm down, buddy.
Look.
All right, listen.
That's the end. Hold on.
Destiny. Shout out. Can I say it, Raj? Can I say it?
No, I'm gonna say it, Sliker.
No.
No. Yeah, Kurhera, Sliker. Kurhera.
No, you're saying it wrong.
Kurhera.
Wrong, Raj.
Oh, well, how do you say it then?
Yeah, okul.
Akul.
No, just once.
Akul. Akulhera.
Okul khara.
Yeah, Akulhera.
God, you sound so white when you say it.
Yeah, Akulhera.
No,
Khera.
Make the sounds?
Khera.
Try to say it in Spanish. It kind of makes sense.
Khera. All right. Give me something else, like a different one.
Okay.
Yeah, garbe.
No. You could say عير طيزي.
Okay, you give me something fucking more
That
complicated.
was easy. عير. And then say
Fuck
عير.
off. All right, I'm done. All right, I'm done.
Lazy. Just say that. Just say that.
Say
عير.
كسمك شرموطة.
No, that's not nice.
Kasmerta sharmuta.
Talking shit about my mum like that.
Kasmerta shamuta.
ابن الكلب.
Alright, so Destiny, is there any words you would like to say?
Had a lot of fun.
Thank you, Destiny, for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right,
Good luck.
Sliker. Sliker, come on now. Let's. Oh, Destiny.
Hi, Destiny.
Destiny.
Sliker
Hello.
will be laughing when he loses. Just saying.
Destiny.
Woo,
Punky, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Vote for me. You're out here laughing at Destiny.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing Destiny. Everybody follow him on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Destiny. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Destiny League streams? Is that what's happening? League streams for the next month? Only?
Okay, hold on. Let me fix my webcam here. I gotta get lower here on the.
Chat. Can I say one thing? I think I should have never left because probably now Destiny viewers are gonna vote for her.
Well, I don't know. Okay. All right. Now, 0161, you find yourself, after getting eliminated the last several weeks, you find yourself in the final, competing with Jade the Jaguar. Jade, I'm going to start the timer. You guys got 5 minutes. Jade, tell us why you deserve to win the Rajj Royale podcast over Sliker 0161, who's been here for quite some time. Tell us why. This is your yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I will literally tell you why.
Okay.
Slicker's literally going to end up crying because he's going to lose. You guys vote for me. Literally ruin.
Imagine begging for.
But why? But the key is why. Hold on, wait. Sliker 0161. Yeah, okay. Kurhera.
Yes.
Seriously. Okay, by the way, Sliker, I like how now you're competing against me. You literally nut rode me on Jenna's podcast when I hopped on there. We were hanging out with her, having a good time. Literally, after I rejected you, you hopped off. You literally left the entire call, by the way. So he's already submitted to me once, chat. Let's literally make him do it again. So yeah, that's why I should
Let me
win.
say something, okay? You the fuck. So as you can see, I don't expose, and I used to expose. I don't do that anymore.
Fake.
Can you not
You're
see this
literally
girl? She's trying to expose for fucking votes.
Sure.
You used to fake.
How? What do you mean exposed for votes? Hello? We're both literally competing against each other. Don't be upset because I'm right.
No. Listen to me.
Also,
There's no need to be a bit moody,
I
okay?
do
If
deserve
you
this.
win,
I've been working
congratulations.
very, very hard.
No,
It's my
I actually want to
first
stop you
podcast
right
I've
there.
ever been on with Raj. Absolutely love it. It's been amazing. He's genuinely so fake, you guys. He's trying to lie to you right now and be like, oh my god, Jade's this, Jade's that. I'm gonna expose her. He literally was not writing me on Jenna's podcast. So who's fake here, Sliker? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
Call him out,
Please
bitch.
tell me. You literally were asked me out probably 16 times when we were on Jenna's podcast, and
Dragon.
now all of a sudden, you can literally rewatch the
It was
pod. You can literally
50.
rewatch
She needs
the
to
pod.
stop.
It was 50, not 15. You're right. Absolutely.
Okay,
My
he's
bad.
dead. Okay, he's dead. You don't have to keep.
What? I'm
Dead
confused.
horse?
Who's
Sorry,
she
don't be
talking
the dead
about?
horse. Yeah.
Well, I'm
you're right.
confused.
Oh, you're
Listen,
confused? You want me to pull up the VOD for you? We can DM.
Oh, she got receipts too,
Listen, I
bitch.
dare you to pull up. No, Raj. Let her do it. Don't stop her. Let her do it. Let her do it.
You want? Wait, hold on. You have a clip or something? Not an entire VOD.
Yes, I literally
go
just
on.
have it.
Now
I will go
let's
ahead
see
and
this
have
clip.
someone find it. I will literally have someone find it.
Yeah.
He says, will you let me like 1v1 you on Sims or something?
When you just said you.
He's like, I can't hear you because your mic.
You just said you would pull up the VOD. What happened to
Yeah,
that?
I'm pulling
now
up
you're
the clip right
storing
now.
it. Very smart. But hey, listen, I'm gonna be a mature adult here, and I will say like this. I don't need to expose.
I literally have to find it.
You literally have to find it. Listen, okay, I'm gonna be an adult here.
But I remember
What we
because
need
it's
to
towards the
understand
end.
is this.
Towards the end.
Chat, you're gonna make me lose to this. Really?
Listen, it's not.
Sliker, come up with a counter.
Sliker,
At
yeah,
the very end, at
dude,
the
you're on the
very
hot seat. Sliker, this is it.
Yeah, Sliker, what's your counter gonna be?
Listen, I don't need to say shit because I know these guys long awaited they would vote for me. I know it. I don't need to say shit. These guys have been waiting for that day since day one. You
Cat,
get
someone
me?
go find the VOD. Make him cry.
That's what chat. Listen to this. Imagine someone trying to Listen, imagine someone trying to expose someone, okay? Just to get the fucking chat to like her. Imagine who's the fucking fake.
Isn't that your whole spiel?
Wait, shush. Who the fuck was just talking?
It was me, bitch.
Shut the fuck up, okay? No one's asking you, mate. Listen,
Shut
Jade.
up.
Imagine, okay? I supported you and said shit about you. And then when Raj says, why do you want to win? You
Go
start
ahead.
backstabbing me?
Begging now. Sorry? You want to beg a little bit more to them? I don't think they can hear you through your potato mic. Go ahead. Say it again. Say it again. Sorry.
Listen, okay. Listen. If you win, congratulations. That's all I'm gonna say.
Are you conceding?
Oh, he's conceding early as well.
He's already submitted to me once, you guys. It's the second time he submitted to me. Just follow in his.
Listen.
My opponent himself has literally just forfeit the victory. By the way.
What are you?
I have nothing else to say.
I've never seen Sliker this way before.
He's so stressed.
He's never seen us.
I think it's
I've
hard
never
'cause
seen Sliker run around after getting high off that milk this way.
Good try, Sliker. That's okay. That's okay. Good try.
Pokey, what
You did
would you
good, yeah?
recommend, Habibti, huh? What would you recommend?
For
Girl
what?
be
For
lazy?
you? For you?
Yes.
I don't think going at her is the right call. I think
No,
you just
you're wrong,
rounding up
Iman. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
No! What makes you think I had to go at her anyway? I said shit. I ain't said shit about her. What are you
Sliker.
talking about? She was the one that was having to go at me. Apparently, I was supportive about her.
Sliker. Listen to me.
If Jade beats me, I'm gonna cry. So we're literally.
Sliker, you have one opportunity.
Okay, so what am I
You
saying?
know your
What's
audience.
negative
You know the
towards that?
Raj
What's
audience.
negative towards that? Tell me.
No,
You know
that's
your
not what
audience.
Did.
How many-
I'm just telling you what I recommend.
Sliker, it's
Chat,
easy.
If
It's
I'm
easy.
saying this, if she wins, it goes
You
to
just
show how
gotta
many
pull
white
through with
knights.
the squad W,
Goes to show how
honestly.
many white
Yes,
knights
it's
support.
so easy. You just gotta turn around and be like, how many times, chat, how many times have beautiful girls come in here and done this to us? This is a vote,
such a bad
not
accent.
just for me, but this is a vote for all of the Stacys out there that have not voted for
Literally
us.
Hassan, you
For
can't get.
advice to beg. He's literally asking for advice to get favor in a chat. Imagine.
Jade,
Who's begging
not
now?
embarrassing, Jade.
Who's
But I gotta
begging
say,
now?
Let me say this.
Imagine asking people. Go ahead.
Listen, let me say this.
No, I
Keep
just wanna
talking all
say-
the talk. Just when that moment comes, be prepared when you start getting upset when you lose.
Wait,
Let
I
me
think they
just
found the
predict-
clip.
I can predict it.
Did they find the clip?
No, never
Yeah.
mind. It's a
No?
different
Oh.
clip.
I'm
Why
literally
isn't my
trying to
email
find it.
working?
Exactly. Where's the clip? Lazy.
If I can find this clip, you guys, y'all should vote for me.
No, you don't want to show this clip on stream.
Dude, they shoot if it's
Where'd my
public, of course you
Lambo
can.
go? Where'd my Raj Lambo emote go?
The only reason why I had to give Sliker a little bit of backup here is because
You're
he was
so
getting
rich, you lose
brutalized
your
on
Lambo.
camera.
Wow.
I found it.
Oh, there it is.
I have the clip.
You have the clip.
I have the
Give
clip.
me
I
the
found it.
clip.
Yo, this is it, guys. This is it.
This is
found
the
the
clip.
Who's gonna win?
Pass
It's
me the
gonna
clip,
live and
pass-
die by
The
this
clip where I deny him because he tried to get at me during Sims.
Pass the clip to Doc, please.
I will.
You cocksucker.
Wait, can the judges?
Let me fucking watch
please?
this. For fuck's sake.
Can the judges what?
Can the judges see it as well? I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
You mean the
Co-host.
co-host? Yeah, not the judges.
I stepped out of bounds. I got excited.
Okay, here we go. This is
Raj, I can't watch it, so can you let me know what I said at the end, please?
Yeah, all right. Hold on 1 second. Let's review the tape. We're gonna review the tape. Go ahead and watch my stream if you're sitting here. Let's see. We gotta review the clip here.
Oh no.
All right, this is the clip. We're reviewing the tape. 1 moment. Let me get a good capture on it. Okay, here we go. This is from Jenna's stream.
Hold on, let me review it too.
All right, should be safe. All right,
Sliker, you gotta come out strong with the virgin vote.
Okay, here, 1 second. Here we go.
Right now.
Dude, I could easily do that,
This
but then
is the
again,
one
I
right
don't
here.
want to
This
be
is
the
one
old
right here.
me.
This
Wait,
is
is
the
the
one
clip?
right here.
Wait, is that not the clip? The one that you gave me wasn't the right one?
This is the one I'm about to send right now. This is the right
send
one.
it to me.
Okay, give me the.
All right. Thank you.
Oh
That's the one right there.
Here
It's
you
shorter
go,
too.
here
It's
you
only
go,
like
here you
8 or
go.
9 seconds.
This is the one.
Okay,
That's
this
the
is the
one,
one. All right, here we go. We're gonna watch it. Listen, everybody, quiet. Here we go.
Oh no.
There we go. Here we go.
Yes, I like Sims. I like Skyrim. Skyrim's fun.
Okay. 1v1 me on Sims. If I win, we get to have sex. If I lose, I.
No, not interested.
Okay.
How do you
Peace out, Jenna. Thank you.
1v1 somebody?
Bye,
How do
Jenna.
you 1v1
Bye.
You wish you
somebody?
could. Yes, I like Sims. I like.
Did you ask
No
the
way.
1v1er on Sims? How do you do that?
We literally did.
Okay, calm down. What does that mean? It means nothing. I'm listening. Okay, let it finish off.
It's done. 8 seconds.
Okay, so what the fuck did I say?
We wanted some Sims.
I'm criticizing. That's what game she plays. You get me? That's the mindset of
Play
what
a bunch
game
of games,
these,
but you
this
happen to
girl
elaborate on
plays.
Sims because it was
Easy
more of
piss,
a like
nice
real
exposure.
scenario.
Oh no! Is that the exposure? Please tell me. Please. Nice exposure.
I'm gonna.
Nice exposure. Who's fake now, chat? Who's fake now? I literally have the receipts, baby. I have the receipts on you. Sliker.
Jade.
Yes.
The chat is not gonna understand that as. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
Final.
I'm not sure
Hold
she's
on.
that
Final
smart or
closing
dumb.
statements.
Right after.
Final
That's
closing
right after.
statements. Final closing statements. Sliker, go ahead, and then followed by Jade. Go ahead, Sliker.
Well, motherfucking squad W out here. You get me?
Oh, he did. Oh no.
He said it.
Now this
Oh,
is
God.
fake. She's fake. He's
Okay.
fake.
All right.
This is
Okay.
fake.
Jade.
Closing statements. So, you guys, I stream every single day. I think that I deserve to win this. I literally just exposed Sliker for being fake. He literally left the podcast. I already rejected him once. You guys. Don't vote for me so that he doesn't win so he could go to sleep crying again. Sliker's literally been my fan. I rejected him already, yet he still follows me. It's all good, you guys. Come on.
On my okay, well.
All right, okay,
listen,
that's
listen,
it.
On my
That's
on
it.
my mom's live,
Guys.
when you came back, I didn't even remember who you were.
Okay, guys, do not vote, chat. Do not do not, or the viewers on the stream, or Sliker and Jade, do not look at the vote, okay? Do not look. Here we go. Vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not. Who do you want to win the Royale? Excuse me. Win the Royale podcast right now.
Jade, I gotta give you props for this being your first time. You're coming in here
She's
like
really
an
good.
alpha.
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
here for it.
I appreciate
Jade, you
it.
went to Alpha.
It's Jaguar.
I know,
The
we'll
Jaguar
see.
came out. You gotta be an alpha. You know what I'm saying? I gotta live up to my name.
Keep, not kick.
Cater to your
Hey, can I
audience.
deliver a good piece of news to Sliker real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
They got booster seats here in the losers lounge, everybody.
Did the white knight appear?
All right, do not.
Destiny's about to take 2 L's, dude. Holy shit, today.
There is something going on here.
Wait, did you even link anything?
Yeah, I did.
Ah, okay.
Chat, come on.
Hold on. I need to consult with my mod team real quick. 1 second.
Oh no.
Boy.
Can't be botted.
We have reason to believe that this is getting botted.
You want me to
Oh no.
No, we need another poll service. Do we have another polling service, online polling service?
I'll check. Oh, man.
This is exactly like what happened with our elections.
We have reason to believe.
Oh my God.
We have reason to believe that Russia is interfering with the Rajj Royale podcast. Same situation, male versus female, Russia interfering. Unbelievable.
Raj, you might want to try easypolls.net.
Wait, are you sure it's are you sure it's botted?
Oh, that
He
looks
said he has
so
reason
fucking
to
sketch.
believe.
I mean, is your only reason because it's like rising really quickly because it stopped?
Right. Try easypolls.net, Raj.
Do you think that'll work?
It's if somebody's botting it, the bot is specific to that exact website, and if you see a radical difference between the two, that'll show you whether or not it is happening.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious. Excuse me. Echo.
Why is it echoing?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, it's better. I don't hear it anymore.
But they told me. But somebody's messaged me saying you cannot bot CAPTCHA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stopped
It's
too.
just
If it was
a
botted, it
white
was
click, though.
going, right? No?
Well, it's
The straw poll stopped. Yeah, it's slower.
okay. All right.
Also, you made it
Okay.
11 minutes ago. Why?
All right. The final has been decided.
Oh.
The final has been decided, and the winner of the Rajj Royale podcast is.
Let me predict it. I ain't gonna lose shit. Trust me. I will not lose. I ain't gonna lose. Jade is gonna sit down and start shouting them out.
How are you Squad W now? I'm sorry.
I didn't even need to say shit to you.
Is.
I look at you.
With 60% of the vote is.
Oh my God.
Give me wallahi al-azim. Uqsum billah, it wasn't me.
Is.
I mean, it's me. Raj? Sliker.
Sliker, congratulations! You've won the Rajj Royale podcast.
Oh.
Congratulations, Sliker.
Wait, can I look at
Wait. The flag on this play really quick.
What? What's going on, Hassan?
Why was it made
Do another
12
recount or
minutes
another
ago?
revote because
Yeah.
the DGG community, which I definitely rely on for all of my information because they're never wrong, is saying that the steady growth of the votes is a better indicator that it's botted than stopping at some random point.
Oh.
Didn't
I
understand
don't
the word
think
you
it
said.
would hurt to do
They're
another
saying
poll.
they're saying that like if the votes grow steadily, like if they grow, if they increase at a pace, like a specific pace, then that's an indication that it might be botted.
I mean, we can take another round. You get me? Humiliate the girl.
I don't mind. Either way.
Of course you don't mind. You fucking lost. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? If anything, I should be like, yeah, revote because that means I would win. Probably.
Hey,
It's obvious that you want another chance. That's
Raj,
stupid.
Look,
Raj, I sent you a message. You should check it real quick.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, is there gonna be FBI on this or something? I fucking won, guys. Really? Just because I won?
No, it has nothing to do with that. No, it has nothing to do with that. It just seems.
You literally got victimized, and you're playing the victim card.
No,
now.
I'm not surprised. No, I'm not surprised that you beat Jade, but to lose to beat out Destiny, and then you'd think that his fans would want to vote for Jade.
Raj, 28,000 people in the fucking channel. It's normal to even have 11,000 subs. When it was fucking XQC in the call, it reached 14,000 towards the end. What are you on about? It hit 11,000. It doesn't mean it's botted. Look at how many views at the moment. 27,000 views. Come on, man. 14,000 is less than 50%. I mean, wait. What?
I have to make the call. I have to make the call.
They found the bot already.
Did they really?
I mean, you can make a second one anyway.
Just make it. I mean, I don't mind.
Okay, here we go. Let's
make
do.
an easy poll. It's easy.
Easy poll.
Okay, if it is, I need the blessing of.
Give her another chance if you want. Wait, what am I talking about? Hell no! I'm gonna take that win. You get me?
I need the blessing of, man. It's hard to decide, man. It's hard
I mean,
to
like
decide.
this is how it goes, right? If Sliker just won by 20 points, he should very easily want to do another vote. He's got such a huge margin. There's no way that he loses at a revote. It's just not.
Why are you
possible.
saying that, Destiny? Is it just because maybe in case you won, you're gonna spam your fucking Discord and announce it and say everyone vote for?
No,
Jay?
because they've already been
That's
watching.
stupid?
They've already been watching, and they were already voting.
If they were okay.
Themselves, yeah.
All right, so chat, if you're
So, like, he
listening
literally
right now,
can't-
there
yeah,
shouldn't
like,
be a
people on his
problem.
Discord
There
are not
should
going to vote differently now.
it shouldn't
I
be.
love the tension.
Chat, let's see here. Chat.
This is the first time ever, dude.
This is a Rajj Royale controversy.
Dun, dun, dun.
So the question is, chat.
I mean, it's scripted. It's scripted for sure, but like, holy shit.
Hasn't been botted yet. This is a new
Yeah.
one.
All right,
Scripted,
look, I'm
but
fairly certain. I'm fairly certain everybody wants a revote. Okay, and by being so certain, I think that if you want to revote, excuse me, I'm fairly certain that everybody wants a revote. If you don't want to revote, use your Twitch Prime subscription right now to show that you don't want a revote. Now,
Y'all
I'm
have to make
guessing
this pull
there will be no Twitch Prime subscription because everybody wants a revote. So that there'll be no Twitch Prime subscriptions at all. So
It's funny because there weren't any.
well, hold on, wait. There's a little delay. I mean, okay. To confirm it, let's see. See, I knew 100%.
Everyone wants to revote.
See,
Rajj.
I think. See,
Rajj,
I told you.
only
Everybody
one,
wants a
dude.
revote. There's one person. There's one person.
Raj, you got 3.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, hold on a little bit. See,
You
one.
got
All
a
right.
few.
All right. Well, there's a few. Okay. All right.
6, 7,
Okay.
8, 9.
Okay. All right.
10,
all right.
11, 12. Oh my God, 28,000 people and like 13 people subscribed.
Okay, I
now
think-
you're getting now
I
you're
think-
getting gifted.
I think this is what we should do. This is my suggestion. I don't think it's necessarily fair to Sliker, even if it was getting botted, to call this revote because you know how chat is and how tricky polls can get. Twitch chat loves to troll. So
You should just revote and see what happens. If you revote,
yeah,
and vote
I
again, then who cares? Then
I
it's
think
over.
this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna call Sliker the winner, but we're gonna revote as well just to see what happens. Okay, I'm very curious.
Nah,
Vote.
you can literally
Why
just do
do
it
the
again. You
revote?
can do it again. Raj, you can do it fresh again.
You want to do it fresh again, Sliker. This is you,
Right.
the winner, conceding potential
Yes,
defeat.
yes,
You
yes.
want to do it again.
Yes, I don't mind.
You want to do it again.
The double
right.
humiliation for the girl is
That's true.
gonna
That's
be looking
true. If
bad.
you do win the second one, I'll take
Okay,
the
chat, you heard it. Slicker's the one that wanted to do it again, not me. I was insisting that it wasn't. Now Sliker wants to do it again. So this will be official. An official revote. This will be an official revote. 0161.
Everyone go
I
vote.
gave you an opportunity, Sliker.
Yes, double humiliation for the girl.
All right, go ahead and vote. Chat.
Or you can cry yourself to sleep tonight, Sliker. We'll see.
No, you're going too. All right.
See.
Oh, it's just.
Look.
Oh fuck! We just crashed the site. God damn it.
Yep.
We
Can't
just
click on it.
Yeah, it's too slow. Yeah, okay. Well, all right. Looks like Sliker. It's just it crashed. Okay, the site crashed. I guess. All right. Okay. Well, look. I guess there's no way we're gonna have to find a more reliable service. Congratulations, Sliker. You've won the Rajj Royale podcast. Jade, you came in second place. We'll have to work on that behind the scenes. Congratulations.
شكر الأهلي
Congratulations.
شكر الأبويا شكر الأمي شكر
Aw.
الأختي
Wallah.
شكر الإسكوتي شكرا لي شكرا just had to give a shout and شكرا
Congratulations, Sliker, on podcast. Jade.
Are you ready? Is that my cue?
Yeah, it's your Jade. I'm sorry, you came in second place. Very well done.
Twitch.tv/Jade the Jaguar, just like what my name says right here. I stream every single day. I like to sing. And it was nice to get to know all of you guys. Bye, Pokey. Bye, Hassan. Bye, Sliker. Congrats.
You're a